Welcome to Off Topic episode 104. It's still November, and there's a fucking tree behind me.
It's ridiculous.
Today is the Black Friday. Thanksgiving was yesterday.
The Day of Death.
Thanks for watching. I'm your host, Michael Jones. Joining us this week, we've got my wife, Lindsay Jones.
Hello.
Jeremy, not my wife. And Trevor is my boss.
Yes, it's true.
All true.
Not his wife, though.
Yeah.
There's some names. You can follow us at that place or don't. It's fine. This episode, we've got some lovely sponsors for you.
Jeremy spit up on himself.
What Jeremy's
okay,
doing.
got a little excited.
We got this week rocking our sponsors. We got Felix Gray and Movement. Also, a little shout out to the Rooster Teeth store because they say it's a sponsor, but really they're not because it's us.
Yeah,
It's just us.
you can't sponsor yourself.
I mean, they're kind of an
you can.
ever-present sponsor, really.
Right.
They're always just around.
I'm my
there.
They
biggest
got
sponsor.
you. You're wearing the shirt.
They got me beforehand.
they
They
got
just
me.
slapped it down on me, and I.
Yeah.
You two suck.
I had the achievement already on, but
Well,
I
she
took it out. It
actually
was
was
really
just-
hot.
I've got
She was just in a
guitar
meeting with
company
the store.
Fender.
Yes.
This is set
There's
to me
that
by a friend.
sound.
There's that sound
In
again.
case you were wondering what Jeremy sticks his tongue out sound is, it's
Oh, from the tweet.
Yeah.
Or when you're just holding a Fender and you don't know how to play, so you go.
that's usually more probably like a widdly not like
I got
a-
that whammy.
Oh, it's, I mean,
That's like I know I can't play.
This is
and I'm
how
about
you do
to
whammy
demonstrate.
in Guitar Hero.
I thought you were
That's-
slap at the bass.
No, you
Well,
do
no,
whammy
that's
bar.
also why you play
Whammy
bass.
bar.
Because I dabbled in bass in
you
college,
dabs?
and even then was like, you only need to know 4 notes, then you can kind of accompany any guitarist.
That-
You're
Yeah,
like,
you
got
think you
it
gotta
in.
suck your head in.
Yeah.
You gotta-
Go.
Gotta suck your head in and get the fucking shoulders up.
Yeah.
You gotta get your
That's a
like
bass
the
player.
bass like
What a-
way up here,
Yes.
so you can just like.
Do you
No, it's
think?
gotta hang
do you
low as
think bass
possible.
Or
players?
way down
Or
low.
yeah, you just
Yeah.
like have it
You
by
gotta
your
have
knees.
lanky arms.
Do you think bass players do a lot of that shoulder exercise? Where
Yeah.
You lift up the dumbbells.
They almost
Yeah, with
only
the-
do
Yeah,
that.
they
just
Michael.
gotta
probably
do
also
that.
do a lot of
Was it
crack.
pedal?
They
right?
probably
Pedal
crack.
ball.
Yeah.
That's not an exercise. It's more of a way of
You're
life.
telling me Flea doesn't wake up every morning and do like
Flea wakes up every
500
morning and
of
goes.
those?
Pretty
does
much.
do
And that's
that.
why they're like, Donnie, we got
That's
him.
why his bass playing's so damn impressive. I mean, like, yeah,
He
there's other
spits a
people.
lot. He does a lot of tongue. Imagine
So
what
do you.
tongue sound he makes. He's probably like. While he's
I'm glad,
playing
I'm
the
glad that
bass.
you understood when I tweeted that. And that's like the start.
Yeah, so you
makes
said
tongues.
to
Yeah.
fill people in, Jeremy bought himself a Nintendo Switch.
I bought a Switch along with Super Mario Odyssey, Breath of the Wild, Snipper Clips,
Whole shebang.
and Mario Kart.
Yeah, you got all the good ones.
Yeah.
You
The whole
got some
catalog.
hits.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I bought
You already
those.
play it?
I started Super Mario Odyssey last night.
So Jeremy,
How many
You're
moons
not,
deep
you're not
are
really
you?
like a Stardew person.
I have like
right?
10 moons.
oh, you're dabbling. There's only
that more than me?
999.
Nice. Looking
Apparently.
forward
Oh,
to
yeah,
it. I was a
really. I looked
T-Rex
it up.
for a
Keep
bit with a
going.
mustache.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's
there's
pretty
apparently
early
there's
on.
like 880 in the game, but you can buy 119 like in the game.
Oh, like
But,
EA
at
style.
at the store. No.
Oh, okay.
No, it's like Mario style.
Got it.
You just use coins,
So you only need like
which means dollars.
like 200, give or take 100
Not
to
a
like
lot at
beat the
all.
game.
Yeah, probably
And
like
then you need
200.
like 400 to 500 to get the real ending. 600 maybe, I don't know. There's like a lot of moons.
there's a lot.
Something like that.
How much do you need to open up that area where the cannon is and you shoot to the top of the castle and Yoshi's
It's
there?
120.
Okay.
But those were stars.
Yeah.
They were worth a lot more than moons. Like one star is worth 5 moons.
I see.
So 120 really.
How many schmeckles is that?
There's like 20 billion schmeckles.
50 schmeck.
That's how much I spent on my fake movies.
It's down there for 50 schmeck.
God. Wait, you're not
25
Cod?
schmeckles.
you're not really a Stardew person, right? Like you.
I played it. I played a lot of it.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. I didn't know if you were big on grinding. I know Michael wasn't a fan of Stardew-esque games because there's no like objective. I guess
Yeah.
I love that.
There's
mindless
no
repetition.
final like you
It's
did.
so
I'm
good.
just like, what's the point?
That's
So
why
it
I
just
love
keeps
Minecraft.
going?
Still,
It's
Yeah.
exactly like Minecraft. Well, I don't know. Michael chooses to play Minecraft.
No. Well,
You know,
I was watching Emily play
Sky
Stardew
Factory's
Valley.
fun.
like here's a
because it's
ham
not
mask, and
Minecraft.
Michael's like, I'm in.
Right. It's
Yeah.
potato, please.
I was watching Emily
As
play
much as you
Stardew
call
Valley,
it
and I
ham.
just got bored.
yeah.
I just got very distracted. I was like, what are you doing now? I'm cutting the grass.
Yeah.
Like, all
You
right.
could cut the grass in
Do it.
real life. You wanted to.
Get
Why
out
is
there.
it fun in
you doing?
Stardew Valley?
I don't know. It's the same thing with
understand.
Animal Crossing. For some odd reason, it's like, this is nice. I'm just collecting.
I'm not big on those games, like the chill, like do nothing
I'll
games.
play them for a little bit, but then
The only reason I play
Harvest
Stardew Valley is I heard they were going to be adding co-op support. So I'll play with her.
Gotcha.
Because that's like, you can fuck around, you can do something.
Right.
Like, I
And
can
it's
jump
our
in
farm.
her game and help, like, mostly do
Cut
her
the
shit.
grass.
Yeah.
But I'm busy. Listen, I got like 400 trillion locations left to discover in Assassin's Creed.
Oh, God,
so
same.
I'm
Oh,
doing that.
man.
And now
That-
I've
yeah,
lost
that was a
data.
grind.
I told, well, you didn't lose data. You just stupid and you fucked it up.
I promise you,
What
I
have
turned
you
my
done?
game
She
off.
she pulled she was playing on one Xbox. She went to another Xbox. It didn't upload to cloud storage, right? So it was like locally on her other Xbox.
So you took the risk of being like,
No,
when
she
you were-
didn't,
Is that when you were
somehow.
syncing her data up
Right.
and it like erased it or something?
Somehow she didn't play it last night. It was like, you can play with your old data or you can sync the new data.
I hopped in, I got no prompt. I was like, why am I level 36 when I was almost level 38 at the end of work? I'm just gonna not play. Michael had a good point. He's like, just go back to work. You can sync.
It's like
there.
11:30 at night.
Yeah.
I'm like, just fucking play it tomorrow because you're gonna have to redo all this shit.
Yeah.
Just fucking
But I
upload
want
your
it
shit
now.
from the Xbox. So, according to her, I wasn't there to witness it. I just walked over to her desk today and she had her like 36 at work. I'm like, how'd you fuck that up?
I had no prompt.
Because usually, as you know, when it fucks up, if there's different data on cloud storage than on your local console, your Xbox is like,
Pick
what?
one.
This
Yeah.
is weird.
Yeah.
Pick one. And I'm like, tomorrow when you go in, pick local, because that's newer than the cloud storage. And she's like, got it. And then I wasn't there, and she had the old file.
No
so
prompt.
she
So
claims
I
there was
just
no
sucked it up.
prompt.
she's back at 36.
I'm sure
now.
she just mashed the A button and like skipped it, and then there's no going back once you do that. Once you
not.
sync to the cloud,
Swear
your
to
local
you.
shit's gone. So she got fucked.
Yep.
You got
But
How
fucked
long
in
does it take
Assassin's
to go
Creed.
from 36 to 37?
Couple
I imagine
hours.
1 to 2 is way
It
faster.
depends what you're doing.
It's like hard to explain.
If
Obviously,
you're
'cause
wandering
the
around
map's
in the
huge.
desert
If you're
a lot, I
wandering around the
imagine it's
desert
forever.
doing nothing, it could be like 20 hours.
No, I was
if you're
like-
just like knocking out
What an
missions, it
experience.
could be like an hour.
I've been
Gotcha.
knocking out like side missions and looting
Side
stuff
missions
so
will
that I
do
can get
Get them
XP.
experience.
Save the main quest for later.
I just hit 35.
But I've been doing like a little cove, so I cleared out the entire thing, and now it's like back to the basic beginning
So
of that. So I gotta
to
go
get
around
the
again.
achievement to find everything, do you have to visit every single question mark?
You have
in
to
the game?
complete every single question.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna visit it, you're gonna
Yeah.
complete
But
it.
yes.
Obviously. Okay.
Correct.
But do you have to do all the like diamond exclamation point side quests too? Are
Dude,
those limited?
Side quests are.
Okay, so
There's
once you hit like 40,
no achievement related to
fuck
doing
off,
side quests.
basically. Once you hit 40, there's no reason to do that.
Correct.
Okay.
I mean, you probably don't even have to. I mean, the story mission gives you.
It's
more
true. It would give
experience
you
than
enough, but I like doing them.
Are the mirages like random too, or do you have to go?
Mirages
certain
are totally
locations?
random.
Okay.
So
You
there-
can't trigger them
there-
in any
no,
way?
there's you gotta be in the desert or the Great Sand Sea. It's like all the way to the west. You have to be in that midday. Like so, it has to be during. If it's at night, you don't get anything. So
It's
it's
freezing at night.
Yeah.
You can't
Very
dehydrate
cold.
yourself
So
at
you
night.
just like
Yes.
because there is an achievement related to seeing a certain one. So you gotta walk around until you get that certain one.
Raining bugs.
Is that,
game.
is
Raining
that
bugs.
wasn't that like the last one you got?
It was
The
one of the
last
last
one
ones.
you got?
Yeah.
I saw you get that. at
Raining
work.
bugs.
So I'm an
for
ignorant
lesser rated
bitch, and
sky.
I haven't played the game.
Uh-huh.
How big is this map compared to,
Huge.
say, any of the other ones? Like
freaking-
It's
last
the biggest.
one?
It's
by
pretty
far.
big.
For sure.
Like Black Flag is probably close because Black Flag was giant, but you
It's
see
the
out the
ocean.
You got
round.
the
Yeah, there's
sea.
so much ocean.
This
There was
one is
tons
just
of little
walk
islands.
Now you got
everywhere.
Skull and Bones, which is basically just that part in its own game, a full fleshed out game.
Yeah, but that I
coming
don't know
whenever.
what's going on with that right now.
Yeah, is it like what on?
I think it's
pause
I think
or
it's kind
something?
of stuck in like development hell. At the
All I know is I hope there's a fuck ton of microtransactions. I just want to spend
Right.
just only
Just
on
get
one
in
game just
there,
constantly.
Just get in there.
Please, it's not EA.
Don't play the game.
Like
at
I'll
all.
just like pull my wallet out and just throw it into their hands.
I saw a meme yesterday. I sent to
do that.
Andrew. It's the scene with Anakin and Obi-Wan, where it's like, "You can't win, Anakin. I have the high ground," and it's Obi-Wan saying like, "You can't win, Anakin. I've purchased the high ground."
Oh God.
Yep.
Nice.
Ouch.
I want to see if. Damn it.
But to go back on what we never
Spelled that
even
wrong.
mentioned, you tweeted, you bought all the
Oh,
Switch
right.
stuff.
Yeah.
You tweeted a picture of all the stuff, and the only caption on the tweet was like 2 asterisks, and you put
Tongue sticking out noise or something.
sticking out tongue noise. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I opened it and just laughed my ass off because I know that is.
Really take a picture because I was standing there taking a picture going.
It's probably all scrunched up.
Yeah, I was. I was like,
It was turtling. I'm
He
sure.
made a point to come in and tell me about it. I forgot
Yeah.
what I was doing. I was like cooking dinner.
Next time it's not a picture. It's just a video of you going.
And Kat was like, what does that mean? Like she saw the going.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
You heard it.
And I was like, that's the noise I was making.
How do you not know?
Yeah. Because I don't
Who
think
are
I can
you?
hold that much.
Well, it's like I like how
She's asked you not
certain
to.
things
That's not
that
true.
achieve
I make it
hunger.
every time I cook something.
I like that certain noises we have we just know with like asterisks like that. It's like just describe like Gavin's bird noises. It's just that. It's like bird noises.
Bird
We go,
noises.
Oh,
And he's
Gavin.
got
Right.
a variety of them. Though.
He does,
True,
yeah.
yeah.
It depends
For
if it's
different
like if
purposes.
it's just like is it a
Exacerbated bird noise.
scream, is it a squawk, is it shock?
Yeah.
There's a
never
point
know.
now in the room where you could talk to each other purely by vocal inflections and just noises.
Yeah,
really.
Jeff would be gurgling.
Yeah.
He'd be like, gurgle, gurgle, gurgle.
Trials. I want to see when the next.
That's Jeremy's noise.
I want to see when the next, like, trial.
Yeah, what's
of
the next one I
Anubis-
can miss?
Right? Yeah, because the trial Anubis one that
Oh, that's
came
right.
and went. So
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed
Yeah.
Origins,
Yeah.
it's got like
Sad.
these god things.
Yeah, the Trials of the Gods.
Yeah. So there was like Trial of Osiris. So you fought Osiris.
Oh,
the
that was the Tomb Raider game.
dog head.
That's Anubis.
Anubis.
Anubis. Trials of Osiris is
Jackal.
Destiny.
Yes.
Right, it's also
Yeah.
Destiny.
Yeah. Okay. So
Also is a
Trials
god.
of
And then
Yeah,
the,
Osiris
trials, the
is
Trials
the-
Osiris
of Ra.
might come up.
I feel like the Trials of Ra is just staring into the sun as long as possible.
Fight a giant falcon probably.
I think Tomb Raider was like Temple of Osiris. That was that Xbox Live Arcade game.
I think I moved too much. They always have to check the focus on me.
Stop. You just because you're doing hummingbirds.
I know. It's
You're
just
you're
like
vibrating.
Yeah.
Trevor's just vibrating in place. He's
Am I
like
clear?
vibronium.
I haven't seen any info on it, but I do know that there's only
try to hold myself
There's
still.
only 2 other gods that they really mentioned in detail in Assassin's Creed.
Sobek was definitely one because there were missions.
Oh,
where you
let me
Talk
go
about
Sobek.
Sobek non-fucking stop. I'm right there
Crocodile.
now. It's with the crocodile.
Oh,
and
so
shit.
they do talk about Sobek a lot,
Yeah.
but in terms of like with Anubis, there's this whole thing because there's like a piece. What do they call a piece of Eden?
Yeah.
There's like a whole
That's the
backstory in there where there's one called the. I forget the weird word they use for it, but you know that Egyptian symbol that looks like kind of a cross with a circle on the top.
Oh, the
Yeah,
Ankh.
yeah.
The
Ankh.
Ankh, or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's like a piece of Eden is one of those.
It's like the relic in
and
fucking
there's
Crash.
this whole backstory where
right.
like
Or Yu-Gi-Oh.
yeah, exactly. It's like this. There's a whole backstory in Assassin's Creed Origins where it's like, yeah, Iris got that, or yeah,
She
right?
got it?
She got it, or Isis.
she fucking
right.
with your
His
name?
daughter has been fucking around with his.
Isis,
that's-
Isis.
It's the same god from what I
Yeah.
understand. It's just
Yeah.
a different translation.
Yeah.
So Isis got it, and then she used it to revive Anubis. Like she used this piece of Eden to revive her husband Anubis for one day, where they fucked, and then they had.
I mean, if you're
Horus.
going to, what
That's
else?
just-
Yeah. What
So
else would you
they've
do it
mentioned
for?
like they had Anubis, so they'll
And
probably
you
have
play
Horus
that
at some point.
horse.
Horus.
Oh, play the horse. You play horse. You play
become
the
a horse.
Or Horus.
Horus.
Doesn't he have a bird head?
Yes.
So
Isn't
how
that
a
like-
dog
I
head?
think
Horus
What's
is
Isis
like a
symbol?
Ra
bird.
and Horus.
Besides
I'm pretty
terrorists.
sure.
What are the
I don't know. I know what
symbol?
Iris, the god Iris,
I
looks
thought
like.
Osiris
She's
was
like
too, but I
a
could be
fucking
wrong.
rainbow
Yeah.
chick.
Iris
Like
is the goddess
angel.
of
She
the
looks like an
rainbow.
angel.
So-
basically.
In Greek mythology, she's the goddess of the rainbow, but also like the personification of it. So it's kind of cool that she like
So
becomes a
regular
rainbow.
looking
It's like,
woman
what's up?
plus dog head
Yeah,
equal
kind of.
bird head.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Sure.
Duh,
Equals
idiot.
Jeremy
Ra,
wants to know
Ra
who's
was
gonna
mixed in there
fuck
somewhere
it.
because Ra's a
Ra's
bird
a
head.
bird.
So
With a hat.
Yeah.
I
He's a bird
think
with a hat.
I think
Ra.
Horus is his illegitimate
Is
son.
Osiris the dead?
Horus just
dude?
sounds like a
Hang on.
really nerdy name. Like, hello,
Horace.
my name's Horace Gladwell.
Oh God, who invited him?
I need
Oh, Horus is
to
very dick.
I need to go study my.
I need
My literature.
I need to take my asthma medicine.
I swear to God, I didn't let him in. I didn't let him in.
I need to fix my eyes. That's
see.
a reference to the outtakes.
Yes, I was right.
Nerds
Okay.
have to fix.
Osiris is the dead person. Mm-hmm. So he's like fucking. He looks like Frankenstein, basically. Like Frankenstein's monster. He's like a green-looking dude.
Does he have little bolts on his neck?
I mean, kind of.
Did they?
but-
They had
Like,
electricity
they
back
stole
then. I
that.
believe it.
Yeah, right there.
Lindsay's looking at
He's got the
pictures.
pharaoh beard.
Audio listeners.
Yeah.
So maybe
and then
we'll fight him
Ra-
at some point.
Yeah, Ra has the falcon head or eagle head with the sun on it. 'Cause he's the
Yeah,
sun god.
right.
This
Sun
is-
god.
People are learning a lot this episode.
Yes.
Because he flies the sun across the
And
sky.
then-
does. He
yeah,
did do
Horus
that.
is other eagle person.
Oh, the bird guy.
I
Yeah.
I'm saying, who's gonna fuck them? Though?
But then there's Khonsu,
the real question.
who,
Oh,
like
yeah,
nobody
Link.
knows about.
I mean, imagine
Link's gonna fuck Horus.
Yeah.
you fuck while you ride. Tonight we
I
ride.
already had a lot of this.
Tonight we fuck. Yeah, so you might see us sporting if you're watching some delicious drinks here. Moonshine extraordinaire, moonshiner, I guess.
Yeah.
Extraordinaire, Nick Monnier.
Monnier?
Monnier. I don't
Yeah, I
know.
think it's Monnier.
It's IER.
Je m'appelle
Okay, I don't know. We
Monnier.
have his cooler. We have your cooler.
We got it.
And we don't know your address.
I have it now. He was
Michael's
very
got it
clear
now.
about that. So in the in this week's episode of Awu, if you
past
watched
one.
it, he sent some more. Just through the fucking mail now. Not even waiting for RTX.
And by the time this comes out,
Jeremy
the
just started
juice is gone.
screaming. Jeremy started screaming, we need to film Crash 3.
I was like, we gotta do it. We gotta film Crash 3. We gotta do it
So
now.
when he sends bottles in the future, it's gonna be Michael, Jeremy, Jack, etc. Crash. Let's watch.
Yeah.
It could be.
That's
Well,
the
He
stat.
did
I
write
got
Jack's name
rinsed
on
on
one of them.
moonshine and Crash.
Well, I'm glad
1.
he did because before I almost drank Jack's. Now we know. I'm like, that's Jack's bottle.
Yeah,
Don't
he
touch
wrote
it.
Jack on it.
I didn't even
He's
realize.
busy watching
I mean, I'll
Justice
still- I'll
League
still
and being
drink it,
kind of
but I
funny.
know it's
I was
Jack's
talking. I was
He's
talking
not
to Kat yesterday.
Well, he's with.
He's with kind of.
Yeah.
And I
Pardon.
mentioned this. I mentioned the peach moonshine. I was like, "Oh, he sent more. We have more of it." Like I was all excited, and she's like, "You know, we still have some in the fridge, right?" I was like, "What?
Gasp.
There's
You
still some
serious?
in there?"
It's
And
like
like there was still a bottle like this
is.
size with like that much in
And
it.
then there wasn't.
And now we know what to
Well, I was like, "It's probably fermented even more." It's probably.
I want to
Yeah,
know if this
So
is
what
like
happened
a,
to it?
It's waiting.
I want to know
Oh,
if it's
okay.
a family
So-
recipe or what. Like, obviously, he's not going to share it with us.
I mean,
It's a
why
secret.
is it obvious?
Secret sauce?
I don't care,
It
but I
tastes
don't
like
know.
family.
He would
I don't know that
probably.
he
I can
cares.
taste the family.
He
in
puts
it.
a little bit of family in every.
I can
in
taste
every
the love.
bottle.
Yeah.
That's like a magician's
Pisses in it.
secret.
Put a little bit.
What do you think that tang is? Little
Blood, sweat,
spin
and
on
It's
it.
tears.
damn good though.
So have
It
you,
is
you already
so
ate
good.
the peach
He
out of
comes
yours?
into every
Or do
There
you-
was no peach in mine.
Or do you say peach free, please? I want more
you
liquid.
didn't get the late peach. Like, he
No,
just
like so
probably
that one
didn't
doesn't have it
scoop
in it.
Does he have other flavors?
There's
I
definitely
need to
peaches.
know.
Dude,
he
if there's
hasn't,
some
he hasn't
fucking-
done anything other flavors yet.
But, I
I'm
mean,
not gonna,
why fuck with
I'm not
it?
gonna
Yeah,
make
it's true.
requests.
It ain't
If it ain't
don't
broken,
fix it.
If he wants to
Yeah.
branch out and start doing other shit,
Yeah.
you know, I'll
Peach
try
is
it.
right on the edge of fruit that is like too
Sweet
sweet.
as hell.
to
Really?
enjoy.
Yeah.
It's right on the
Strawberries
edge.
are pretty sweet too, but they don't really have like strawberry moonshine. That's
Yeah,
I love
weird.
like
pretty much
cherry,
anything.
cherry
I mean,
too
that's all you
sweet.
take is
Like
moonshine and put
cherry's
strawberries
up
in it.
there.
That's how you
I think
get
the
it.
only way that this could be better, just personally speaking,
Here we go.
would be a sweet little apple.
Sweet
There you
little
go.
what,
Apple's
with
good.
or
apple
instead
pie
of?
moonshine.
Instead of, not
So-
with.
so
not
like
with.
apple,
Apple
like
moonshine,
cider.
I would
Swap it
moonshine.
with.
I'd be all about
Or
apple.
fucking cider.
Call it cider.
Yeah.
It's classier.
It's yeah.
It's apple moonshine.
Not like a bottle of cider, but rather
Drop
like.
a whole
Moonshine.
Granny Smith and some moonshine. I'll
God.
drink that.
It's like you get none of the flavor. It's
I
just
suck
there.
that apple. He's pulling the apple out.
It just looks like bobbing for
Cherry,
apples,
please.
but with a tub of moonshine.
God. Have you guys been bobbing for apples ever?
Never.
No, I haven't.
All right.
Never.
I did
Also,
every
I mean,
year.
I've never done it either. She
Yeah.
says.
Yeah, we had like neighborhood parties, and there'd be like games for kids.
That's
and
how
one
you
was bobbing
spread
for apples.
disease.
How have
Yeah.
you never bobbed for apples?
I used to bob for French fries.
That
and,
just
oil.
There you go.
I had to, I've done that countless times. I can't even remember having a choice. I was just like a kid, and it's like, just get your fucking head in there.
All
It's
right.
tis the season.
Yeah,
Bobbing for
don't
apples.
drown, basically.
They didn't tell me that.
I mean,
They were like,
apples-
we don't care.
In Massachusetts, I mean, apples, it was like fucking fall hits. There would always be an apple
Then the
picking
apple
day.
hits.
They'd be like, they're like, let's go apple picking. Like, Kat loves it. She's like, let's go apple picking. And I fucking hate it because every time we go apple picking, we come home with a giant fucking bag of like 40 apples.
A bushel.
And we're like,
Yes.
all right, what do we do? Like, Kat makes apple crisp the next day,
Yeah.
and we're like, all right, there we go. There's some dessert.
Oh,
Now
you
we'll
got-
throw,
you
now we'll
gotta
throw
cook
out the
shit.
other 28
You gotta
apples.
cook
Like,
shit. You
yeah.
gotta do like
Yeah,
apple
apple
pie
pie,
and like
cider, we just
all
talked
kinds
about.
of shit. You can't just eat 40 apples.
You just,
Yeah.
Sherry's just sitting there on the couch, just like handful
I'm like,
of
so what are we
apples.
gonna do with all these apples? I'm like, we got so many
appled
apples.
You
out.
should make an apple pie.
Yeah, we could do that.
That'd be cool.
We
I'll
did
eat
damn
it.
good at the turkey last
I made a
night.
dessert last night, fucked it up.
Yeah?
But I did
Well,
it.
what'd you fuck up?
Kat's, she makes like these raspberry square things.
Yeah, well,
So I was out running and I got a text message and she's like, I was supposed to cook for work, like cook something to take to work. And I totally forgot. And I was like, and it was like 11 or something at night. And I was out there and I was like, I'll fucking do it when I get home. Like, do you have a recipe? Just give me the recipe. She's like, okay. So I got home. She showed me the recipe. She's like, here's what you do: this and this and this and this and this. And it's just like sugar and you make like,
flour,
a pastry.
And water.
You make a,
all of the sugar.
God.
More. Don't do it. I need to be pissed. Give me more food.
in fact, in a few seconds, you won't even need matter. So, anyways, it's like you just make kind of
No
a dough
makeup
out of
for
flour,
that
sugar,
roll.
and butter, and then like you put raspberry preserves in it, and then you cover it in that dough again and bake it. So it's like raspberry in the middle of like this sugary shit. She made it for Extra Life, and a bunch of people had it. But she's like, here's what you do this and this and that. And I was like, okay. So I did my best. I made it, and then I had to take it out of the pan to cut it into little squares and put it on the plate. And I guess it was too hot, and every time I picked it up, it would just goop out like off of the thing. Just be like,
do you have to wait for it to cool down? I guess.
Yeah, I guess. But she's like, don't let it cool down all the way because it's got butter in it, and that keeps it from sticking. But when the butter cools down, then it's gonna stick a lot to the thing. So you gotta do it somewhere in the middle. You gotta
I just want to wait it all
melt.
Yeah. So, but it was like I just kept picking them up, and it was like. And I was like,
put it in the fridge.
stop for my work.
A little bit.
And I like slap them on the plate. So it was just like there was a bunch of shitty looking ones, and then I put the nice looking ones on top. And
There you go.
Look at that. Beautiful.
That's how you do it.
Wrapped them up in the fridge, sent them away this morning.
Or you eat the shitty ones yourself. You're like, oh,
I
it's
ate-
over.
I like took a bite of the thing. And I was like, how much of this stuff have I eaten? Because every time I fuck one up, I was like, that one's fucked up.
Oh yeah. That's like,
I kept doing that.
I watch a lot of baking channels or like baking YouTubers, and they always cut off the excess of cake whenever they're carving something. I'm like, God, how much of that must they eat? Or they don't, and I would have.
Just a fuck ton of cake.
I know, like it's got self control if you're doing that.
Also, thinking about you with all those apples, all I could think of was you in that AH animated. Where you're like, "There's so much shit over here," and you're covered in.
Oh, yeah.
apples.
What was
That's exactly what it was like. I was like, what is all these fucking
it was
apples?
overcooked.
Yeah. There's so much shit.
Berry.
That's my favorite one, I think.
You're just throwing shit out the train onto the street
Yeah.
or whatever it was.
Frying through my onion in the road.
So you said you cut your finger cooking.
I
last
did, yes. I
Oh,
butchered
look at
myself.
that's a good one.
That looks bloody
Yeah.
deep.
Well, I made the mistake of talking to my family while I was cutting onions, like a
Ooh,
dumbass.
gotta be
So I
careful.
literally was like, "Oh, nice. Oh, God."
We're just getting aggressive, like, yeah, love
Get
it.
in there. Well, I was told that if you slice onions fast enough and you use proper technique, then you won't cry. It won't like produce enough juice.
Well,
or whatever
if
to
you're
make
like
you-
sitting above it for a while, it just like the fumes or whatever just get up in your eyeballs.
But allegedly, I was like, "Oh, okay, I'll give it a shot. I'll try and go as fast as I can," and then I fucked myself.
Get a slap
What do you
chop.
mean allegedly? You were there.
The other, well,
was
the
you.
Sorry, allegedly it works. So
right.
Oh, okay.
The other allegedly I've
Sorry,
heard
I
is
was-
chewing gum. I've heard chewing gum while you're cutting onions really helps that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's another thing I've heard. I've never tested it, but that's something.
I've heard also sucking on an onion while you cut an
Yeah.
onion.
I thought you were gonna be like
did.
sucking a dick.
just
Like,
did.
don't
Yeah.
cry.
I did.
Don't cry, pussy. That's how you do it.
Why would I say that?
All right. Jesus
Jeremy never
Christ.
cries when
No.
he sucks dick.
Put some onion drops in
No,
your
when I
eyes
suck
and
dick, I'm a man about it. I
Stern and forward.
when
staring
what was
inside.
this for?
like a
What were you
straight
cooking?
man.
What were you cooking with the onion?
What was it? It was some kind of like chicken pad thai thing. Not my best dish. I think I kind of fucked up some of the consistency of like the juice that was around it because there's like a little like coconut milk mixture you
Yeah.
have around the chicken. I think it was just a little too.
There's
wet.
also way too much kale, and I don't
yeah,
like kale.
You hate kale.
Kale
I don't know why
Kale
you
can
put
be
it
rough.
in my food.
Love it.
So put it in your food.
Yeah,
You have the
well, I did,
option.
then.
You're the chef.
I put on a burger I made the other night. I put arugula on it, which was great on the burger. If you eat that stuff by itself, it's rough.
Yes.
It's like
No
bitter and it's just like. But like on the burger, it was good because the burger was so hot. It like started to cook it and wilt it a little bit.
Oh,
and I was
nice.
like,
So is it chock full of vitamins, or do you just like?
I
sneak
couldn't
it
think
in?
of any other noise for it. That's exactly what it was like.
Is it like, is arugula just chock full of vitamins, or is it another useless vegetable like lettuce?
I think it's very similar to a useless vegetable like lettuce.
So if you
Kale, I
hate it,
think.
why are you
It's supposed to be
sneaking it
useless.
by? What's it doing?
No, because when it combined with everything,
The flavor.
Oh,
man.
it adds.
worked.
We're taking you to
Gotcha.
flavor.
like I went to I
I'll go
went
to
to
Flavor Town.
I went to a bunch of levels on this burger because I like made the meat and then instead of just like I had like Colby Jack cheese, which is usually what I do on like a burger, like melt that on top. But instead I did brie. If you ever had brie cheese,
Gotcha.
and that was awesome. That melted over it. Had the arugula, which was a little bitter and crunchy, and it was really good. And then I made caramelized onions. Like I
Oh,
caramelized
fuck
them so
yeah.
they were sweet. And then that went
Yeah.
on top.
Yeah.
Are you
And
guys,
I made like a truffle aioli to go on top of that.
Oh yeah.
That was
I've
fucking
been fucking
awesome.
with Munster. If we're talking cheese.
Oh,
Munster's
yeah.
good cheese.
Munster's a good fucking cheese.
Good cheese, good family.
are you guys making stuff for Thanksgiving then? Or
No, I'm flying home.
I observe privately.
oh, nice.
By myself.
We made the turkey last year, and that was the first time we ever did it. And surprisingly enough, we didn't fuck it up. It was actually
Nice.
good. So I think we're gonna try again this year because we have one. We got like 2 turkeys. We ended up having an extra one. So now it's been in our freezer for a whole year. Now we're busting it out again. So
I'm going
Perfect.
home, and I'm going to a place that I don't really want to go
Home.
for Thanksgiving.
Boston,
like certain
yes.
family members that I don't like, and it's just like, if I hadn't already bought the flights, It's like I would love to just be like, let's stay home. And
I'm
let's just
sick
let's just have
next week.
let's just have Thanksgiving at home.
I'm feeling sick.
Sick next
Like
week.
what sucks is Kat and I've never had. We've lived in a house for like 3 years, whether it's here in Massachusetts, like just the two of us. We've never had a Thanksgiving or a Christmas just at our house, like
Not
a Christmas
ready yet.
morning. You know what I mean?
Not ready
Like,
yet.
I'm not ready yet.
You'll know.
Yeah.
I still go home and sleep at my parents' house. I'm like, Santa.
You'll know.
It's
Go to
coming,
sleep,
bitch.
Jim.
You know?
We
Damn
hosted
it.
last year. That was nice.
I know, you keep saying that.
Yeah.
Well,
We did.
That's it.
most of your family though is still in Boston, right?
Like, all
so
of
I
them,
mean,
yeah.
like, so that it becomes more of a burden then to host it down here. Whereas
What he's saying
Well,
is you need to wait till your family dies and then you start a new family here.
once you
I'm looking
squirt out a
forward to
couple
it.
of
then
babies,
Yeah.
that's when you'll have.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
But
force
it's
them
like
down here. Babies can't travel.
there's something really nice about just waking up on Christmas morning and you're just in your house, like your own tree. If it was just me and Kat, and
Santa
and
came.
the kittens. But no.
Yeah, we don't really give a shit about that anymore because we hang out with our nephews and they still enjoy Christmas / think Santa's still real. So that's all the joy now is watching.
Bring Jack over, he'll spoil that.
Yeah, that's true.
Santa Claus is bullshit, right?
Fuck.
It's my favorite Jack line of all time.
Was that in school?
That was in school to the little kids.
They had to know. They knew what they were getting.
And
into.
Santa Claus is bullshit.
Don't bring kids around Achievement Hunter.
I do
Expect
feel
it
like
not to
Iris
happen.
is gonna be that kid who's like coming to school.
Yeah, she will.
like,
She's gonna be the one.
kindergarten.
She's gonna be the one telling all the other kids about like
This is
Santa
what
Claus,
sex is.
about like
Yeah.
dicks and like all that kind of shit. She's gonna know. I'm not gonna have her be the one who's like 12 years old and comes home crying because she found out Santa Claus.
She's gonna be the one
Yeah.
that makes
You're gonna
it.
load
Yeah,
her
you're
up.
gonna be
She's
making.
She's gonna be a
She's
real
gonna be-
Lindsay. She's gonna really bully people and
Yeah, pretty much.
She's gonna be well armed going into
No,
school.
see, the thing is, it's gonna be a combination because Lindsay was all physical, Michael was all mental battery.
which is
Psychological.
opposite of what you
Emotional.
think.
Yeah, stereotypically. it's
Normally,
reverse. No.
guy bullies are the physical ones and girl bullies are the mental ones.
No, I
This
didn't
was
have.
backwards.
I don't have the mental.
Menticle.
Yeah, see
The menticles.
capacity.
I ain't got the
Told you.
menticle.
As soon as Lindsay came out with the
What's
mentacles, they
Yes.
were like, she's.
all right, back it
I'm
up.
not gonna let her get in my head.
Yeah, I wasn't smart enough. I'm like, I'm just gonna punch you in the face.
I'm not smart enough. I'm just gonna
pretty
beat
much.
you
Take
down.
that, give me your Pokemon card.
I just, it's always been a bug in my head. I'm just like, oh, is that what you're gonna do?
That's like that's the Michael mental thing.
Wow.
If you're sure about it, I mean,
Oh, interesting.
You do it so much. You don't even do it under your breath anymore now. You'll do it like at people. You did it to Jeff this morning. I forget what it was.
oh,
I do
interesting.
it every morning.
Yeah.
It's so great. I walked in the room earlier this week, and there was a conversation happening, and I don't even remember what the hell it was.
Oh.
It was between like
It was Jack and Jeff.
Jack and Jeff talking about something. I walked in.
It was the release of Battlefront 2. What day it released on.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
That's what it was. That was great. That was great. So, Battlefront, if you've got EA access, it's an EA game. Like they do that with all their games. You get it like if you have
Couple
EA
days
access,
early.
It's like
you
a
get it
week
it's like a
early, I
week
think.
early.
Yeah.
It's usually like a whole week before the actual release date for the game. But I walked in and Jeff was talking about it, and he's like, "This is this week," and he's like, "Well, Battlefront comes out Friday," and Jack's like, "Well, it came out last Friday," and Jeff's like, "Well, I mean, on EA, if you have EA access, but the game didn't come out, it's early access. Like that's in the description, like early access." Which I would agree with Jeff. Like,
Right.
it comes
The
out when
release
they
date
sell
of
it
the
in the
game.
store,
Right,
and
yeah.
you could go buy it.
Right.
And Jack, like, let's watch Jack. He's just like, "Yeah, but it's already out though, so it came out." And Jeff's like, "It didn't come out. It came out a week early with
let's
EA
put it-
access."
Let's
But
put
we
it
have
in
access
Jack
to it, so it
terms.
came out.
Jack likes to watch movies, right? When movies come out on Friday, it's usually like Thursday night or whatever. So you can just watch it early, or you could be a critic and you can watch it even earlier.
Right.
Like there's critic
Right, if
releases.
you see a screening
but the
2 weeks
fucking
before it
movie
comes out, you're like,
Friday.
came
But I mean, and Jack
Came out.
immediately fully knew the game came out that day, but
Right.
just
I thought you said
right up-
fully nude. I
Yeah.
was-
No,
It was-
no,
it was
he
Don't make
knew-
it
Jack, fully
knew the
nude.
game came out when Jeff was saying it, but just was like, well,
Just-
I'm gonna
just
keep
poke
this
it.
going.
Yeah, so I
right.
I opened
Doubling
the door
down.
that was happening, and I was like, "Oh, all right," and I rolled up my sleeves and just got in the middle of it. It's just poking either way.
Yeah.
And I was just sitting there watching the whole thing. And Michael walked in and he goes, like he heard the back and forth a little bit. And he goes, "Hey, so when does Battlefront come out?" And it was
Yeah.
like what he did.
Yeah, it's like
you didn't know
You
what
wait
the
for a
conversation-
lull, and
you
I'm
know
like,
what?
does that come out this week?
And
or?
as soon as Jack heard him do it, he picked up on it. And was like, "No, it comes out last week. It came out last week." Yeah.
Then that Jack does
Yeah,
the
it's out,
thing
it's
where
out.
he's like, "Oh no, it comes out this week, even though it came out last week." Jeff
Yeah.
said it comes out this week, even though it's been out for 4 days already, though.
Yeah.
Boom.
There you go.
November
Hey.
17th, right? Again, the sensible human
That's today.
Knows when it actually comes out. That is today. We are pre-taping. Again, Thanksgiving fucked everything up, as I mentioned last week. If you've been tweeting at us for 20 or 30 minutes, get
Sorry.
got.
Google
It's not live.
the sensible human.
Yeah, the sensible human knows the release date is when the game comes
Yeah.
out, not early access.
yeah.
And that one, and I just looked at Michael and I went, why?
But it's a win for me. When anytime any kind of conversation like that where I can just feel what's happening and just get in just to piss people off, it's fine with me.
Yeah.
And that was a light example of it. Like all three of us in that conversation knew what everyone was doing. There was
Mike,
no
that was
there was
like-
no trickery.
No one was
Every-
getting mad.
Famous
Everyone was just
example.
It was
playing
like
along.
a warm up. It was like
Yeah.
we're
That's
greasing
child's
the
play.
wheels, for when this happens later today.
And then I did my
it's not a
contribution,
real
which was to
thing.
put my headphones on.
Yeah.
And
And
Jeremy
then
will
so that way when they
absolutely agree.
invariably talk to you, you're like, huh?
No,
nothing.
he's not playing anything. It's just
Yeah,
He's
it's
just
It really is sometimes.
Dude, Jack's
Sometimes
been
just-
I did that a
fucking
lot.
Jeremying it up lately too.
Jack has heard things far
He's
less
done it
than
like
I
3
haven't
times
heard
in the
things.
last week.
Yeah, normally when I come in to talk to you guys about something and he's doing something and I just kind of like, he'll figure it out.
Jack is, again,
this
when
point.
Jack's like, no one's talking to me, they haven't talked to me, I have nothing to do with it. And then someone's like, hey, you're part of this. This is the Jack. What? That's what?
Fucking
we're
what?
always be like, we're doing the thing. Wait,
what are we doing?
Wait, what?
Well,
What is this?
he's done
He
the
does that.
what's not, I guess, with the Jeremy thing.
Yeah.
Of not only does he not hear stuff, but then he'll suggest
He suggests
stuff
something that was just discussed
that was
at length.
just talked about.
Right. And then everyone will go, and it splits usually. Right? Like we have the conversation, XYZ, whatever.
Conclusion.
Goes by, then Jack's like, oh, XYZ. Half the people in the room go, well, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
And half the people go, no shit, idiot.
Yeah.
You just talked about that. And it's really, you never know which way you're gonna go. And then he'll go,
What was my idea?
oh, yeah. Well, that's what I said. Yeah, Jeremy said my idea.
See, I usually don't pay attention, but I assume when like someone's talking to me about something that I'm already doing. Like Jeff was addressing the room about some recording, and he was behind me, so I thought he was talking to me about a YouTube video I was watching. So I took off my headphones. I was like, "Oh yeah, it's this YouTuber called Mike Diva. I love his stuff." He's like, "The fuck are you talking about?"
Shut the fuck up.
Lindsay does that a lot, too.
Well, at least she's ready.
It's
so
true, yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I got an answer.
so yeah, like
Jeff,
it's
what
like
you
the
want.
opposite
Never
of Jeremy.
cares what you're watching.
Yeah.
No, I
He
know.
never cares.
Well,
he doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, and
he
I've
doesn't
stopped
care
asking him, so you should
about
know.
like some kind of reference you're gonna make or
I've stopped asking Jeff and Gavin about pretty much anything. If I'm ever like, man, Gavin would love to see this, I'm like, Lindsay, no, never show him
yeah,
anything.
you should be.
Yeah.
Like,
You
it's
should.
not even worth my time.
Meanwhile, my Slack is like,
Poor Jeremy.
I see like a Lindsay message come in, I just go, and like,
like
go over
20
and see what
messages.
video is there now.
You know it's a video.
I know it's a video. I'm like,
She
I gotta watch,
speaks
or like a
in
dildo
video.
on Amazon or
Right.
something. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh
She
yeah, there it is.
speaks in video or Amazon store link.
Yeah.
Speak in YouTube haiku.
I do speak in YouTube.
It's a
haiku.
subreddit
That's
that, like,
Andrew.
No,
Yeah,
she
Andy
doesn't
fucking
speak in
loves
YouTube
that.
haiku because if she did, it would be short and sweet. Lindsay would be like, here, just watch this 48-minute video.
I speak in documentary.
Right, yeah, that's what it is.
I dabble in
So
both.
what? So
I dabble in
so
both.
you guys have like always been into like the criminal, not justice. What is it? Like the
Like
crime
forensic files.
investigation,
Oh,
the
yeah,
forensic
I
files
love
and
that
stuff.
shit.
Is there a new thing that you're like? Speaking of documentaries, like I know Planet Earth 2 came in all those Xboxes, which
I've
is
been
I
going
haven't
hard
watched
into
it yet. I haven't watched it.
Egyptian
But, like-
documentaries and ancient civilizations. So
Oh yeah, you were on a kick in an upcoming video about
Because she's playing Assassin's Creed, so she just keeps watching all these documentaries about like
mythological
Egypt
stuff.
and shit.
well, before I'd
Ancient
been doing
Egypt's good stuff.
Ancient Egypt's awesome, and before I had been listening to a bunch of documentaries about China,
Uh-huh.
and it was kind of a similar time period, somewhat, a couple thousand years BC, but the emergence of the Chinese Empire as a whole, and then like the creation of China itself was cool, and I was like, oh, this fits perfectly into Egypt, so I just kind of like
Did you
sidelined
like?
them there.
Did you like history as a
Same time
young
period.
tot? When you were in school,
Yes.
did you like
When you
history?
were a little tyke.
Yeah, she's
English
a huge
history. I hate
history
math.
nerd.
I only liked biology and science because it was visual. Like fuck physics,
Yeah.
fuck chemistry. No. Yeah.
Nerd,
Get that
nerds.
shit.
Oh, okay.
nerd.
Fuck you. Mike was just in the back of physics.
History.
Fuck this.
Die!
Well, this morning too, you were
Kill
asking
yourself.
about
Like, whoa, what the?
you were asking about something with ancient Egypt. And you're like, isn't it this thing? I was like, no, that's China. He's like, I can't get your shit together.
Yeah,
Whatever.
it's,
like, whatever
it's
you're
like the
watching.
flavor of the week. Lindsay will fucking just bombard me with like, she watched this documentary, and then it's not even like, you gotta watch this documentary. It's like, I watched this 1 hour documentary. Let me take 6 hours to just explain everything
So
that I
check it
learned in
out.
the documentary, but much slower and less like cohesive. Like,
Yeah.
and then this guy, oh, wait, let me go back. First, This guy fucked his wife, and then
Record that
and then
shit,
the
dude.
daughter.
That's like a video.
He fucked the daughter.
Lindsay
and then-
explains.
because it was
I'd love to
holy.
do that.
and
Lessons
then-
with
Oh,
Lindsay.
no,
I
wait,
would
wait,
love
wait, go
that.
back.
That's
And I'm just
This
like,
this hurts me because Kat does the exact same.
So this is
yeah,
like,
and I'm just like, and then I'm an asshole if I don't know every goddamn detail.
Right.
You
yeah.
know, where I'm just
and you're
like,
like, you asked, you're like, well, what about that? What does that mean? You're like, well, I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah,
It's not
the thing she
Cooper's
was talking
pyramid,
about this
okay?
morning, I was mentioning, I foolishly mentioned like one or two things about
You ignorant
Egypt
bitch.
because in the goddamn loading screen of Assassin's Creed, in between tips, sometimes it just tells you shit about Egypt. Like, hey, did you know this happened? So
used to shit in
I just
diapers.
mentioned something to Lindsay, and I'm like, oh, and I set her off, unfortunately. And then I made some kind of connection where, again, I tried to do the thing of like, hey, I was listening to you when you were talking at me a lot about crap I don't care about.
Correct.
Hey,
Tough to pull off correctly, but you can do it.
I didn't though, and
tell me.
I was like, oh, that's like, didn't you say there was the guy in Egypt that were like, he's like, I'm Pharaoh now, so no one else can wear gold except for me, like it's my color. And she's like, that was China. Please, that was China. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry.
son of a
I'm
bitch.
sorry, I forgot. It was like China. She was on this
like
China
China.
kick for like 3 weeks.
China.
They were like China. And then
love
Assassin's
China.
Creed came out, and like that, it just became Egypt. And now it's like Egypt.
This
Who
is,
knows
this is
where I'll go
great because
next?
it's like Charlie in Always Sunny when he thought he was like he was the lab rat where he thought
Oh,
he was
yeah.
getting smarter. I become
Flowers
more
for Charlie?
smarter.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he like thinks he's fluent in
is
Chinese
me
and
to a
shit.
T. Yeah. Well, going back to Michael, like egging people on, or totally
What do
like
you got here, Jim?
basically taking the piss out of people's arguments and stuff. Is Jeremy understands? Like, I love when you do it to other people, and it's awesome to observe it or be a third party. Like, oh, Michael's doing his thing, but when you're the one who's receiving it, you feel like such an asshole.
Devious.
And he does that sometimes when, like, again, I'll be talking about something like, oh, I watched this documentary about this. He's like, oh wow, okay, yeah,
And I like
oh,
that it's
wow,
like in the
interesting.
privacy of your home where
Oh.
there's no camera. He's
Oh,
like,
man.
he's like Jim. He like
turn it
turns
off.
to a camera that doesn't exist.
All the time.
Like, what are you
all the
doing?
It's like I did it a
She
couple
like
times.
shakes you.
She gets real pissed off. I did it a couple times this week, maybe last week. There was a couple that got like a couple laughs. It's always good, like the unexpected laughs where it was Gavin. He was like, "Wait, what?" And I was like, "What?" And then, like everyone just shit on him. I had a couple of those this week. In a similar fashion, Lindsay will be like, "Oh, I learned something today," and I'll go, "What'd you learn? What is it? What is it?"
For me, that's instant, like, stop talking to you.
No,
Walk
for
away.
her,
I'm
she'll
like,
just hit me because she goes right back to that bullet. So many
exactly
times,
it.
so many
It's the
times,
psychological
I'll
and
be
the
like,
physical.
"What you going to do?" And she'll just slap me in the face. Right, and I'm like, "That was uncalled for."
You're like, what? What'd I do?
No, I mean, I know what
What's
I
going on?
did. I'm just saying, control yourself. Okay, get annoyed and leave. I'm like,
I
"What
know.
you going to do? Oh, you about China?
I know the
What
worst.
happened? What
The
happened?
worst response.
So just start saying like this one guy. I'm like, what did that guy do? What happened? He fall down? He fall down and go bye bye.
And usually he'll pinch my face
my
too.
God.
So he'll get all up in my face, like, "Oh, that's really cute. You're trying so hard." It's
Or
so
like
cute."
especially when
know
she's like
so much.
she's like playing Assassin's Creed and she's like, all right, I got up to this guy. I'm like,
Oh, man.
level 35. Look at this. Oh, you got your horse.
God.
Yeah.
I didn't know what's in it.
like,
She's
really
like gonna like
rage,
Hulk
like-
smash just right on your face.
It was already bad enough. It's gotten worse since working for Jeff. Like Jeff's made me worse. Jeff and I have a very similar like piss people off enjoyment, you know, of like not the Jack thing of like just overtly push your buttons and piss you off.
Yeah.
It's like Jack's like a fucking parrot that's like you're just like shut the fuck up. You just
Yeah.
want to strangle him. Like I said, me and Jeff are more just like the concentrated like jabs. Like
Right, you'll plant a little thing every now and again.
and then like you plant it, you let it sit, you come back to it later, you see how it's growing, you water it a little bit, you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
You
Oh,
water the
I know
insult.
exactly what you mean.
It's like, oh, it's looking good. It's flourishing. It's
Yeah.
flourishing over
Flourishing.
here. I'm gonna come back to this in a day.
Yeah, and I understand how counterintuitive it is for me to respond in a childlike manner to being patronized, but I still want to punch you in the face when you do that.
Right, exactly. That's exactly.
Yeah. Sorry. Imagine that right next to you too, like
For the audio
inches
listeners,
away.
asterisk sticking his tongue out face.
Oh, yeah.
Which, to be fair, too,
I'm asterisk fuming.
also to piss her off too. Sometimes there's a fair amount of molesting going on
Good.
Yes.
at the same time. Being, you know, married and it's cool.
Yes. This is somewhat consensual.
It's cool.
It's cool where
Within the
she's not like, no,
confines of-
stop that.
At the
It's more like,
moment, I am angry.
yeah, and then she's like, the fuck off of me. It's like to further just piss you off.
He's like, come give me a hug. Give me a hug. I'm like, no. Get away from me.
No, stop.
You're dead to
The
me
number
right
of times
now.
I will just like lick her face or her head, and I'm like, and she's like, get the fuck off me.
It's like fucking Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah.
You like pull the chain in. and
No,
go,
I understand that. I can understand
She
that.
married me. What a fool.
I don't do like the cat.
I guarantee you fuck with Kat though. Like that.
Oh,
seems like,
constantly.
It seems like you both would fuck
Constantly.
with each other.
Oh yeah. Well, she doesn't fuck with me that much because I just absorb it. Like I'm just like an
like a
absorption.
punching bag. Just
Yeah.
You get hit
just
in the
like,
fucking
bring
head
it.
with a bouncy ball
Bring
5
it.
times a week anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
What's
It's
she
like
gonna
you
do?
do what you will.
Dude, if you came home and Kat was just throwing bouncy balls at the wall, you would fucking lose it. Like,
I would
that would
lose
be it. Jeremy would be like, no! That's all you gotta
She's
do.
back home writing
Buy
notes.
Kat 1,000 bouncy balls. Just be like, just do whatever you want with them. Just go to
poor
I'll
them
do
upstairs.
the thing to Kat every now and again where I'll just constantly say either you're not listening or you're not hearing me, and I'll just keep going over and over again. And I'll be like, Kat, just can you turn the oven on 350? And she's like, yeah, I already did it. I'm like, Kat, you're not hearing me right now. I need the oven at 350. She's like, it's there. I'm there right now.
It's
I'm like,
on.
"You're
It's
not
preheated already.
listening, Kat." And I'll
damn
just
it.
do that for like an hour.
He's putting the food in. He's
Like,
like,
she
this
can't
needs
talk
to
to
be
me.
on.
She can't talk to me because I'll just keep doing that. She hates that. She won't ever punch me. She won't go full on punch. But she'll get we have like a squirt bottle we use on the cats.
Oh, yeah.
That's the bad one.
That's for Jeremy.
She'll break that out and spritz me if I'm being annoying.
That's why you were so good at the who spot where we did the 2 lines.
Oh, the two, yeah, because that's my 2 lines.
I'll use a knife.
Yeah,
I'll use a
I
knife.
have 2 lines. I have you're not listening and you're not hearing me.
What you got there, Michael?
I have an ad read. I didn't plan for the silence to wipe over the podcast.
Oh, I saw the thing.
Yeah, it indicated
picked
us.
up.
I
and
was
we-
waiting. It was loading.
like a
it's-
conductor.
Michael, do you have a
Screen
whatever
open.
this is ad read?
I do have a movement watch.
There
I'm
it is.
wearing
Oh
right
my
now.
goodness, what time could it be?
It's
Time to
I don't know.
save.
It's 12:50.
I
saw
know.
it from here.
That's true. Hey, how are you? The holiday shopping season is here. With Movement, you can skip the crowds and standing in crazy lines and find a gift they'll love at prices that beat department stores. Movement watches start at just $95 at a department store. You're looking at $400 to $500 because they figured out that by selling online, they were able to cut out the middleman and retail markup, providing the best possible price at such great prices. Movement watches make wonderful holiday gifts too. Classic design, quality construction, and styled minimalism. Over 1 million watches sold in over 160 countries. Get 15% off today with free shipping and free returns by going to mvmt.com/offtopic. Now is the time to step up your watch game. Go to mvmt.com/offtopic and join the movement today, or just come to the office and take Nick's watch, because that's what I did.
Man, ordering
looks
online is
It took it
the
right. It's
best.
something.
Well done.
Yeah, it
Well
is
done.
for like especially for holiday shopping.
Yeah, exactly, especially for now.
And the age we live in, it's like
I want
couple
that
of
thing.
days.
Gimme.
You know what
It's
I
here
mean?
tomorrow.
It's not like gotta buy it 3 weeks ahead of time.
Yeah.
You know, it's all sold out.
You don't have to drive out somewhere. Speaking, I mean, it is Black Friday today.
Right
Correct.
now.
Right now.
If you're watching this live.
And Cyber
is
Monday
the 24th.
came up with the I guess the advent,
next
the
week.
invent of the internet. It's like
Right.
You want a better version. You don't want to go out. You don't
I
want
also
to
like-
fight the crowds at Walmart.
They could have called it like piece of shit lazy Monday.
yeah.
Because that's what it is.
Sleep
but it's
in
great.
Monday.
Right.
Yeah, I take no offense to that.
Fucking
That's true.
sleep your ass off Friday morning and don't move your body until Monday.
That's just
You
Cyber's
just
year for me.
eat
I
the
mean, it's
turkey
just like all the
and
Cyber
then
life.
wake up.
Buy
Cyber-
everything online. If you're not
what I
buying
do.
stuff online,
cyber
you're,
man.
you're
I mean,
fucked
it's even
up.
with stuff like that, like you have to try on, like shoes. Yeah, there's like an occasional, you might buy a pair and you're like, shit, it's a half a size too small or too big. Once you get it though, I'm done.
Once
That's
you
it.
hone in your brand
You know what I
and your
mean?
size,
Right,
and you're an
yes.
adult, you're
Right,
just like,
like
fuck
the
it.
last 4 pairs of sneakers I've bought have been online, and I know what size.
I'm good
to
on
get.
sizes
I've been
until
good
I
like
shrink
for
when I
2
get old.
years.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
You get shorter.
I
and
get
fatter.
I'm hunched over, I get shorter. I plan on getting
looking forward
super
to it.
skinny and just having
Fuck,
an enormous
can't wait.
chest gut.
Oh, you should.
Just
yeah.
like
It'd be like a
No,
toddler.
you're gonna-
I can't wait to
I'm
be this
bent
little
from the top,
garden
for
gnome.
sure.
I'm gonna
of an
be
old
At
man.
90, Jeremy will be like,
Yeah.
I'll be like,
Jeremy's gonna turn
my
into a garden. That's
triangles.
true.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
be bones
Jeremy-
and joints and just a beach ball of a belly. That's what I want.
You're,
You know-
you're going candy cane for sure.
Yeah,
You're
dude,
gonna bend at the
absolutely.
top.
You know Doc from Snow White?
Yes.
I want
Yeah.
Snow White?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, the
gotcha.
Big
Yep.
glasses and
I
like
gotcha.
big beard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
like
the hat.
Callus.
Intelligent.
You want that Callus bod.
I want that callus bod.
that
so
Destiny 2
bad.
Callus
Now
bod.
answer-
You're like, I want
wait.
to look like
I
that.
look like that. His arms are like this, but he's like that.
He's like, I lift and I eat.
Right. I love that. I could just be that.
Now answer me this: who's the sexiest of the 7 dwarves?
Grumpy?
He's
Let us know in the comments, but what grumpy?
Grumpy.
I like the one that's angry.
I can't.
He's so hot.
you could probably hate fucking.
I can't picture a lot.
Hey, fuck you, actually.
Jeremy's
That's
a
true.
masochist.
That's true.
I can't picture
So what are
a lot
there?
of them.
There's
I don't
dopey, sad,
You could
depressed.
probably
sad. His name's not sad.
There's
He's
anxious.
sleepy, but like, should you be fucking him if he's not conscious?
Yeah.
No,
that's
he,
not
he
consensual.
can never consent
What
to
if he's
anything.
like,
Not
do
cool.
it, and then falls asleep?
Not
He's
cool.
like, he writes out a contract and
He could have
slips it
changed
to
his
you.
mind while he was sleeping. Don't do it.
You can't though.
Dopey, I
If he
feel
wasn't,
bad.
there
Oh,
they
there
are.
they
I'm glad they
All right,
threw up
let's-
all the
let's-
dwarves so we could pick
Yeah.
them.
Bashful.
Bashful.
Here we go. We've got
Bashful.
Bashful's kinda
LSD.
sexy.
Dude,
Dog.
Bashful looks like he wants to get
Yeah,
fucked.
look at that.
We've got
Okay.
we've
I
got
mean, he really does. Look at him.
What?
What's he doing?
You
He's
tell me
fucking
he's
high.
asking for dick
Sad.
pics?
We've
What
got-
is
Sad isn't one of them.
we've got sloth. We've got
Sloth?
we've got
So many
LSD.
things. Yeah.
We've got fucking
Look at the
marijuana.
ass on Grumpy.
That's true.
Yeah.
He's
Look at that hip cock.
Yeah.
popping it out.
Damn,
Like,
dude.
I knew it as soon as you asked.
Also, who was on the end? Who was that?
That's
Sneezy.
Oh, that's
Sneezy's-
cocaine.
Sneezy's
Yeah, he does
he's
coke,
sniffing
for
his
sure.
fingers in
Yeah.
somebody's ass.
Oh, that maybe,
he's
maybe
like
an
smelling
ass play.
poop butt. Look at him.
Grumpy's just
Look
getting
at him.
grumpy that the other guys aren't taking their turns with
Damn,
their fingers.
dude. I mean, you know, they're all so.
Where did
delectable.
where did this question come from?
My brain.
Lindsay.
I said I wanted to look like Doc.
So now imagine you're sitting at your desk. This would be a something Jeremy would get. It'd be like a quiz she found online. Like, if you were gonna fuck one of the 7 dwarves, which one
It's
would
like a
it be?
BuzzFeed
Also,
quiz.
Yeah.
There's not much different between Doc and Happy,
You know-
right? They're super similar.
I mean, you know, they're
Yeah.
dwarves. You know, that's
What always
They're-
freaks
they're
me
very
out
similar.
are their
He's fatter,
fucking
though.
shoes. Do they only have one toe?
Yeah, giant big toe.
Like you take that fucking
No, that's
shoe
just
off
that's
and they
like
just got a
that's like
single
the
toe?
that's like the reservoir tip on the condom. It's
Yeah.
not part of their feet.
It's because their feet
That's
sweat
where
so
their
much
feet
they
come
need to go
goes.
somewhere.
Right. It's just if you squeeze that, it just goes.
like a little grape.
Yeah. That's it. That's not their toes. That's just the extra tip.
I see.
Anyways,
I want an artist renditioning though, of just like them slipping a shoe off
Yeah.
and it's just like a single toe.
I like the
all right,
artist.
I
No,
stand
air
by that. I'd
fresheners
fuck
in it, yeah?
Grumpy.
I like the artist
I stand by
renditions
that.
Fair
of
enough.
like
That's
say like
good.
Pokemon, where like they show shit you can't see. Like
I'm going
like
Bashful.
Diglett's a big one. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you see
like,
the
what is
drawings where it's
Diglett's
like
body
Diglett,
look
and then
like?
someone draws underneath.
Yeah.
I
and
want to
it's
see
like
I want to see that with cum in their shoes.
You should.
Like the
condom
tip.
shoes.
Yeah, like the reservoir tip. Like you see the X-ray
you
and
can
their
tell-
shoes are just filled with cum.
Also,
That's why
You can tell they've been busy because the reservoirs that get bulged out.
that's one of those Pokemon things that pissed me off too. They're like, no one knows what a Diglett looks like. I'm like, horse shit. A Diglett's died somewhere, and you've dug up a
No, I
Diglett.
know.
Yeah,
You
probably.
know what it
That's
looks like.
any
right?
Pokemon.
I
ever.
do love when the artists take like they make like anatomically accurate renderings of what the interior of like a Pokemon or something looks like, and it's like the most horrifying thing.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like, it's like, oh, what a
It's
freak.
terrifying.
Cover that up.
Put that away.
Fucking-
Put that skin
dude,
back
if I was in the Pokemon, I'd be a hunter. I would just hunt Pokemon.
Be like
Yeah.
Team Rocket.
No, I mean I'd kill them in mountain.
Oh.
Like
He'd
mount
be-
them on my wall.
He'd be trophy
What's
hunting.
the point
he'd
for
be,
that?
He'd
Would
be
you
big
like
game
shoot
hunting.
with other Pokemon, or you'd shoot them?
I'd shoot them
Fuck. How do
like
you shoot a
Clayton over here.
Blastoise though?
with a in the head.
Rocket.
I
launch.
kill
Yeah,
Rhydons
wow.
for their horns.
How do you kill turtles?
You step on them real hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
No,
a
I'm
big
pushing.
fucking boy,
Blastoise
man.
is 4 to 5 feet tall, right?
He's shorter than me.
Yeah,
Blastoise
but
is
he's
shorter than me.
fucking thick.
Oh,
He
he's
is
thick.
He's
thick as
He's
fuck.
big enough that what you got to do
And
is sneak up
juicy.
on him and climb down one of his soft holes. Like, so you got to get
Oh,
up
I
in his
see.
shoulder.
Get in there?
And
Break him off on the inside.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
about the giant Blastoise from the animatronic island? Though?
Ooh,
He'll get
that
you.
one's
They were
scary, yeah.
huge.
Yeah.
It was very
Oh, what?
misleading.
That's a Diglett in a
Is that
different-
real?
Oh,
What?
It's definitely not.
Oh.
I don't think that's
What?
real. I think
Why
it's-
is-
that's like a
That's just people.
why stay in the
drawing it.
ground if
No.
your body's that stubby? Like, I'm going to keep just the tip in the
Because
ground.
then they walk like assholes. They do like
Well,
this.
see, I like the artist that
Maybe
made
they're
it look like
embarrassed.
it's a.
They should be.
It's
Uh-huh.
3 dudes underground hugging.
yeah, it's like
Oh, I see.
It's like super like muscular
Yeah, yeah.
bodies. Like,
Yes.
yeah, they evolved by
Dig,
finding 2
Diglett,
other
dig,
guys.
dig, Diglett, dig, dig,
Trio.
Diglett, dig.
Doug
Trio, trio,
Trio.
trio.
That wasn't the right tune.
I know. I was just. Well, it was dig,
It is
Diglett, dig,
now.
and then I switched over to trio.
Got
We
it.
talked about that recently. What would the best like Pokemon sound effect / noise was? It's Staryu, right? The,
They all say their name. And then Starmie goes,
Yeah.
Yes. I like Goldine.
Freaks.
Goldine.
None of them make any sense. Fucking Ekans. Shabak. Or is that's Arbok?
That's Arbok.
Arbok says Charbok. What does
Charbok.
Ekans say?
Snake.
I guess he just
He goes-
he actually
he goes-
he actually just
Because
says
I'm a
Ekans.
snake.
He just says Ekans. Yeah, Arbok.
Did you guys see Pikachu talking in the new movie?
What the fuck?
It was bullshit.
Not even the same voice actor.
Did you see
Just
it?
like total.
No.
Well,
yeah, I
didn't
when he
watch
starts
it. Apparently Pikachu like speaks English.
Yeah,
It's
it was
real
nuts.
weird.
Like
Yeah.
it's a whole
I don't
poignant
know what
scene with
Trevor's
him and
doing
Ash.
here.
Yeah.
Because
It's like
I love you, Ash.
yes. Have you seen?
Does he have his feet up?
Kind of, yeah.
Well, he's like he's just like
It looks like the scene at the end of Lord of the Rings where they're
He's
at the
laying down.
fires of Mordor and Sam and Frodo are like, "Fucking love you, bro. Like, let's make out." But it's like Pikachu and Ash, and it's like,
It was like,
Pika.
I'll miss you, Pikachu. Pikachu's like, yes, Ash.
Yeah.
he just like caresses his face.
we will never.
It's
Dude,
just Sam Jackson.
Dude,
Yeah.
speaking of
was
Sam,
weird.
no spoilers here because it's still relatively new. But I binged the Stranger Things season 1 and 2.
Yeah?
I've seen it all. Fucking Rudy,
Samwise.
Rudy.
carried him on the
He was
show.
in there.
Get Rudy's tonight.
You should get Rudy's. But
that's it.
I would, dude. There's a lot of like people popping in season 2 of that show. Like
Peep pop.
Rudy, not Rudy's the barbecue place. Rudy.
Damn.
What the fuck is the actor's name that plays Sam?
Yeah, I don't know.
Sam Jackson.
I know what it is.
Yeah.
I know what it is, and it's in.
Sean
what is it?
Astin.
Sean. There you go. Is it Sean Astin?
You
Dominic
better be right.
Monaghan.
You better be fucking
You're
right.
probably right. I'm the only one I'm confusing him. What's because Iceman's
Combs.
name is Sean something. Sean Astin. Iceman is Sean
Iceman?
something. Iceman from X-Men.
Bobby?
Yeah.
Oh.
His name's Sean
the
something.
guy from Quantum Break.
Yes, Quantum Break guy.
I know him
His
as
name
Bobby.
is also
Oh,
Sean.
no, yeah, the
we're
Animorphs
on a
dude.
first name
I mean, that's what I
basis.
know him from because I don't.
Ash Moore.
Ash
See,
Moore.
that's why I'm saying.
The
Sean
door
Ashmore.
opened. He yelled the name
wow.
and
That's
then
why I
closed
fucking
again.
love broadcasting. It
Wait,
can come from anywhere.
Right, you have no idea.
Who's the fire guy in X-Men? What's his name?
Fire
Pyro.
guy.
Pyro?
Pyro, but what the act? What the
I have
actor's
no
name?
idea what that kid's name
Pyro Johnson.
Yeah.
Great.
It's Ryan from The Office.
P. John.
is. Yeah, fire guy.
Ryan started the
Fire
fire.
guy.
Super
But
crazy.
anyway, he's awesome. Stranger Things. It's awesome. Season 2. It's heavier than season 1.
I was
liked
kind
it.
of.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I saw the whole thing. I saw the promos leading into it, and I was kind of like,
Fantasy dick.
yeah, so I was kind of concerned where the season was going to go. I was pleasantly surprised. Really enjoyed the season. So if you haven't seen it, definitely see it. It's like one of the reasons why you should get Netflix for
It's
sure.
a really good job to like build off of season 1 because season 1 has kind of like it's kind of got one of those endings of like a movie that's a single movie but then turns into a trilogy where like it could be over with one.
Yeah, sure.
But they leave little breadcrumbs
Little-
for a second one.
100%.
The second season starts and it's like the end of the first season's like mostly. I don't know, kind of like happy ending, you know, like they resolve most of the shit and it's like we figured out most of the stuff, you know, and you could be satisfied with moving on from there. And I was wondering where they were going to go with season 2. Season 2 starts and it's like, nothing's good, by the way. It's all terrible.
Everything's terrible.
And it's like 10 times worse than season 1, like one episode in. Where I'm like, oh my God.
It does that thing where it takes something from the original. Like I'm trying to avoid spoilers,
Sure.
but it takes like the main like concern, the main problem from the first one, and it's like, yeah, that was nothing.
Right, exactly.
You got real things to worry about
Exactly.
now.
All I kept thinking about is the first season when like the shit they're doing in the second season. Like by episode 4 or 5, they're doing shit that like they didn't do at the end of season 1.
Yeah.
But it was really cool, and like all the characters that they had in it, they really like advanced their characters. Steve's fucking awesome. He's like one of the best characters in the
dude.
show. The new guy, he's one of the only guys I can't think of his name, the character's name, but it was Max's brother, the
Joey.
fuckface. The fucking asshole,
Yeah.
like the new dick that shows up in the town.
Yes.
And he's like got like daddy issues because his dad's an asshole and
Were you
shit.
talking about the Lawrence
I
brothers?
don't remember his name, but-
that's
I
the
also know Joey
fucking
from
kid from
Friends.
fucking
Oh,
Power
okay.
Rangers.
Jean Jacket. Oh, he is.
Never
I
seen
haven't
the
seen,
main
I haven't seen Power Rangers.
That's
Battle of
fucking
Wa-
that's Jason from Power Rangers.
Gotcha.
The whole time I'm like, this kid looks so
The
fucking
Red Ranger?
familiar.
Wait,
Yeah.
which one?
Uh-huh.
Jeez, okay.
I was like, this kid looks so fucking familiar, but it's like that 80s hair.
It's
just
the
throws it
hair
off.
and the like
He's
the
got
mustache
the hair, he's got
and
like
stuff.
the earrings
Yeah.
and shit.
I saw him in an interview and he looks totally different than like he's got his normal haircut
Right.
and stuff. But
Now I've been passing by every now and then when Michael watches it, so I'm kind of, I guess,
Take
a
the
little bit
dive.
caught
Get up in there.
I want to, yeah.
This
But
Michael
does it-
took the dive because like I want to wait forever to watch it with Lindsay because it's like when we're talking about blah blah, and
No,
she just
don't.
sucks.
That's fine.
So that's like this last week or two, I've just been like
Don't
watching
even bother me.
everything that I'm not caught up on.
what else are you on?
I'm caught up on Good Place. I'm caught up on The Walking Dead. I'm caught up on Riverdale. I'm caught up. Stranger Things. I finished Jessica Jones like a month or two ago. All I ever watched was
how'd you feel
Daredevil.
about that?
That's it. I liked it. It was
Some
alright.
people like it's kind of polarizing in a
liked
little bit of a way. Like
I didn't fucking love it, but I liked it.
I liked that it was like kind of different.
It was very different.
It wasn't like let's just.
It wasn't
fight,
all
we're
punchy,
superheroes.
punchy. Yeah.
It was like
The
psychological.
Killgrave shit was cool. I
Yeah,
liked
yeah,
it.
Ew.
So I've watched.
Jeff, you watch TV.
But Jeff,
Join in this conversation.
I watched. I've only
We
watched
need you.
Daredevil, so I just caught up on it. I watched all Jessica Jones. I'm now tearing through Daredevil season 2. I've only got 4 episodes left because fucking Punisher comes out today. Today,
it does?
Today, the 17th. Not when you're watching it, which is
How did I
24th.
fucking miss that?
Yeah. So I only got 4 episodes of Daredevil, and then I'm
didn't
gonna
miss it, it's
I'm gonna
today.
skip
I
Luke
know,
Cage.
but
I'll watch
I
it.
missed the
I'll
announcement.
watch it.
Skipping Luke Cage,
Release.
Iron Fist, and the Defenders.
Heard
I'll get to
Iron
that
Fist
shit
is
later.
eh.
That's what everyone says.
Iron Fist sucks.
But I want to watch it
sucked.
anyway, because then I'll be like, I watched every Marvel
It
show. I
sucks
watched
so
them
hard
all.
it made fucking Defenders start to suck.
I thought the
that
best
sucks.
part about Defenders was how much they referenced how much Iron Fist sucked.
Well, it was so meta. They're
It
like,
was
he's
so-
always
They can make
saying
fun
this
of
I'm Iron
themselves.
Man
That's
shit.
They're like,
Iron
it was
Iron
like
Fist shit.
20% of Defenders was
I'm
making
immortal.
fun of him as a character and an actor.
I love shows like that. If they
Basically-
can
As a
make fun of
character,
themselves.
Just doubling
an
down.
actor.
I mean,
Yeah.
what are they gonna do?
Yeah.
Recast him?
That must be a horrible feeling. Like Marvel
Probably.
has so much good shit going for it, and being like,
You're like the only
you're the
one.
one that sucks.
You're the one
You're
that
the
sucks.
problem.
Well,
You're the DC.
that sucks.
I heard Inhumans wasn't so good.
Oh yeah, is that Marvel?
Yeah.
What is that?
I
What is
also heard that
Inhumans?
was really not good.
It's their next. It's like a mutant
Isn't
thing.
it X-Men?
It's like
Yeah,
it's
connected.
like
Black Bolt and a bunch of other people.
yeah, it's other mutants that I'm not familiar with. I haven't seen it.
I was never into it.
That's the thing with X-Men. Is like there's so many fucking mutants. And like there's
That's
a,
true.
There's a
The
ton.
roster
Well, here's the thing,
is
like-
deep.
It's like it's you
But
know.
even Marvel was like the well is fucking deep with villains and superheroes, and so I was like always concerned going into it. Like, you want to do Avengers, that's gonna be tough because how do you have like 10 fucking main characters in one? I don't know. All it is to say, they did a fucking amazing job. X-Men being kind of held in a different. Who are they held by? Like
Yeah, it's weird.
FX or Fox rather?
Sony?
Sony.
I think it's Sony.
Sony.
Well,
But
didn't
they
have the
might-
recent-
It's like
yeah,
it's so it's
acquisition.
kind of like
It might
There's a whole
release-
thing
Might all
happening.
go back
Yeah,
to.
Well,
it's-
that Ryan Reynolds tweeted about it, but it's totally true. It's like, okay, if we do have the acquisition, if Disney does take over with that property, it's okay. Well, what's gonna happen with Deadpool? That was
Fucking
clearly
Disney,
marketed as an
man.
R-rated movie. Like it is R-rated. So
Right.
Deadpool is like the only of like the Sony franchise type thing. Is that Sony that made Deadpool? It is, right? Because it's
I wanna
owned
say
by
yes.
it's like X-Men.
No, I don't. I don't know. I don't fucking know.
They got.
I have no
They
idea.
have 2 of the X-Men, and they go to like the fucking house, and he's like, "Oh, it's almost like they wouldn't let you have any more X-Men. The
Yeah.
house
Right.
seems awfully empty." So
Yeah.
I have.
Is
I
it
think it's Marvel. I want to
Colossus?
say it's Marvel.
I think it
Colossus
Colossus, and what's the
and
girl?
I think it is Marvel.
Supersonic.
Pretty sure it is
Teen
Marvel.
Yeah.
Warhead. or
And she,
something
Yeah.
like
looks, she
that.
looks
Deadpool.
awesome in the new movie.
Oh, yeah.
by the
No?
way, yeah.
They did
No,
such a
Deadpool's
good
not
job
Marvel.
at making me
Okay,
care about
fuck, why not?
characters I
Because
didn't
it's like
care about.
Deadpool's the
Like
only one that I
Colossus,
could
I
see
just
like
didn't care
being
about.
in like like showing up in an Avengers movie.
Wait,
'Cause it
was
was like
Deadpool Marvel? I don't think Deadpool.
because it
was
was
Yeah.
really
Feel
Feel
good.
free to
I don't
correct me
think
because
so.
I don't know.
Like,
No,
no-
I don't think it's Marvel, but I don't know.
None
if
of
it's
the
Sony or
X-Men
Yeah.
films to me felt like on the same par
It's like
with
Bob's
the Marvel
films or
films.
something?
No. They
And
totally felt totally
certainly not any of the Fantastic Four.
Oh,
Films.
you talking about X-Men? Or yeah.
The most recent Fantastic Four was such a disappointment because it seemed like I had such high hopes for it because again the Marvel universe was doing so well, the cinematic universe, but it was just so much talking over and over
Yeah.
again, and like I get that that's originally how the series started anyways, is people in a lab talking to each other. Okay, cool, but you got to make it exciting now in this day and age, especially when you're
Definitely.
competing with stuff again like
No, it's
Avengers.
20th Century Fox.
You just got to get into
Yeah,
it. It's
Fox.
kind of like
Yeah.
what Hulk did.
Fox has
with-
Deadpool, X-Men, and Fantastic Four.
Okay,
And
so that's
who's-
so that's
who's
where
doing
Fox comes
Venom?
in.
Okay,
Because there's that
Oh,
Venom movie coming out.
Topher Grace returns.
No, it's not Topher. It's not Topher Grace.
God, I was so excited for
Who
Venom
is
back
it?
in the
Wait,
day.
no, it's Tom Hardy.
Yes, it's
isn't
Tom
it?
Hardy. I think. Yeah.
Nice.
Tom Hardy as
Because
Eddie
he's
Brock.
always got to have his face covered.
Oh,
So
shit.
he's gonna start with a
He has the
camera in
Bane
his
voice
face,
the
and then
whole
he's gonna
time.
have the. Anyway, I'm excited for that.
symbiote is a part of me.
oh god, Please
But like that
don't
makes
stop.
sense. Like to have I just said his name.
A
What's his
big,
name?
bulky, like stocky
Tom
guy.
Hardy?
Yeah,
Yes,
absolutely.
Tom Hardy. It makes sense to have
Forever.
him as
As
Eddie
Eddie
Brock.
Brock, yeah.
In the comics, Eddie Brock was like a mastodon
football
of a human.
player.
He was-
Football player.
He was giant.
Yeah.
But I mean, even beyond football, but Flash Thompson was a football player.
Topher Grace gets
but
out
like
on the field.
Eddie Brock was massive.
breaks immediately.
And then Topher Grace is in there like, I was in that '70s show. And like, I'm Venom now. It's like, no, you're not. Shut up.
I'm a big boy now.
Have
Yeah.
you guys read any Gwenpool?
It's Topher.
What's that?
Have you guys read any Gwenpool?
No.
I don't know anything about Gwenpool except she looks fucking awesome.
I mean, from what I've read
I don't
so
know how
far,
that
I
worked.
love her character, and I thought it was connected to obviously Deadpool comes to mind, but apparently the creators say no, she has nothing to do with him. There's no association.
Total side story kind of
Yeah,
thing?
pretty much.
Gotcha.
So she has the same like katana weapons. Her outfit's all pink, and she's got blonde hair, and she's just kind of like
I thought it was black and white. Is it pink and white?
pink and white.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but
or
she's-
pink and black. or
She's
whatever.
got a very Deadpool personality. She's very like hyperactive. She kind of reminds me of like Tiny Tina.
She break the fourth wall.
Ugh! Oh, don't.
Oh,
you not like
you're
Tiny Tina?
I
Jack, yeah.
hate Tiny
Oh, I
Tina.
love her,
hate,
yeah,
it's my
so.
least favorite character in any video game.
Because you don't like women?
I don't like the way
Jeff
that she
perked
talks.
up when he's like, I can throw
See,
something.
Jeff did the thing.
He went-
He was
Yeah.
like,
No,
I'm gonna go after him
I
for
don't.
this.
I can tell you what. I don't like the way she talks. I hate that. Like, do me a flavor. Blah blah blah. Like,
yeah.
I fucking hate that.
I got you.
Speak English, idiot. I fucking hate
It's
that.
America!
Yeah.
English only, USA.
Yeah.
Jeremy over here.
Meanwhile,
That's what
Jeremy's
she
like,
language.
Do me a
Dukes.
flavor. Don't be like, oh, that badonkadonks are all up on the. I'm like, shut up. Like, you're a 6-year-old white girl. Shut up.
Goodness. But then again, also, like, you're in the
Tiny
office,
Tina.
you insult people, and you're like, fucking doof. I'm like, doof, Jeremy?
No.
That's the
Doof.
hardest
Do you
can
like
do.
I
Handsome
don't call
Jack?
people a doof. I say stuff
He
looks
loves Handsome
doofy.
Jack.
Do you like Handsome
He's a
Jack?
Love
man.
Handsome
Because
Jack.
he's a dude, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, you figured it out.
Because he's funny. And his voice, he's the same voice that does Perfect Cell in Dragon Ball.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, it's
Dude,
that
Perfect
same.
Cell's awesome.
And like,
I
that-
also did
He's just so
Tagore.
I like the
creepy
shitty
in
and
Yu
side.
Yu
stuff.
Hakusho.
Tagoro? Which one is that?
Tagoro. He's the
I
big
watched like a
motherfucker. He's
couple
the
episodes
older
of
brother.
Yu Yu Hakusho, but I don't
Tagoro,
remember
watch it.
anything
He's
about
both.
it.
It's the Tagoro brothers. The big fucking meaty guy with the shades. You suck. Go on. He's only like the biggest protagonist in the goddamn show.
I'm so sorry,
Fucking Dark
Michael.
Tournament.
I'm so sorry.
Jesus Christ.
Speaking of movies, though, like
He's the elder, or no, he's the younger Tagoro. Sorry, the elder is like the weird, like, long hair guy, and he gets killed and put in a fish tank. It's the whole thing.
Oh! Yeah, I got you.
I love my wife. I texted
one who
her,
looks like
hey,
a
we should
Schwarzenegger.
get barbecue tonight because had Rudy's on the brain. And
Uh-huh.
she said, does barbecue and drinking mix? And I was like, probably not. It's a good
only-
point.
yeah,
she
they
knows I'm going to
only
be like
mix.
hammered.
Yeah.
Sorry, side note.
No,
barbecue.
no, I
is
want
cute.
barbecue because of
I do
you.
want barbecue.
Let's get Rudy's.
Barbecue
we
makes
get
you,
fucking
but
Barbies?
barbecue's so heavy. It makes you like. I've never eaten Rudy's, like gone full on Rudy's, and felt great after.
No, you don't. You take a nap. You
feel like shit.
Yeah, but that makes you feel good. The nap.
As
It's going
two
full
cents
on and
makes
then
it
working
that
is
with
bad.
like liquor. I
As
don't know.
Gus says about barbecue and drinking, the best part about getting fucking hammered while eating barbecue is when you throw up, it tastes delicious.
That's
That is
true.
true.
That's, yeah, but there's a lot of things I could eat that taste good.
Sometimes you trap a piece
Feel
of
like
meat on the way out, and then you can eat it again.
Destroying barbecue, going home and passing out is
in the
amazing.
sinuses, you gotta
Eating
go.
barbecue and then going back
Gotta
to
get 'em-
work and filming sucks.
Red Bull is the worst to throw up.
It's bad.
Let's
Red
find
Bull's
out.
I
up
would
there.
argue salmon's bad.
Red
I've thrown up
Bull's up
salmon
there.
a
That
couple
sounds
times.
pretty gross.
That's rough.
Yeah, bananas are pretty nasty too.
Salmon's up there.
Bananas.
Yeah.
Peel and
That's-
all.
bananas would be fine.
The worst part about throwing up a
Bananas
banana
are
is
Great.
the
They'd
peel.
they'd come up the same
They
consistency.
come
went
right
down.
out. That's what are you talking about?
Yeah, banana.
Yeah, they get
mushy
smoothish.
banana. It's like pudding.
Nah.
Right.
Banana pudding.
And bananas taste
I'll
good.
tell you what I love to
Banana
throw up
flavoring
is
is
ice
nasty.
cream.
Yeah.
Yeah, just smooth and creamy. Tastes the same coming up as it did going
There
down.
you
I
go,
like a
people. If you need to
milkshake.
throw
Yeah.
up, ice cream.
How
Or if you just
quickly-
want to throw up.
How quickly would you have to vomit after eating ice cream for it to still be ice cream?
I mean, it's not really ice cream. It's
like
just
ice cream
it's
soup.
I
just
mean,
a
it melts
sugar
pretty
milk.
quickly.
Yeah.
I mean, you could like boil up some ice cream, and if you eat it, it's probably still gonna taste like the vanilla ice cream that it started.
I
with.
mean,
I bet
Yeah.
it does not.
it'll be
wanna-
like
let's try
you'll
that
get
out.
some flavors there. I feel like if
They'll
it was
start to
one for
caramelize.
one, no one would make ice cream. They would
Yeah.
just sell a cup
Otherwise,
of liquid.
they would
and
just
you
drink Adam's extract vanilla and be like, "Oh,
Right.
this is just like ice cream." But it's
Right.
Wow, that would suck. Who's gonna drink vanilla extract?
Don't do that.
I mean, if you're just looking for the flavor.
Sorry, you're talking about Jeff coming in and adding his jabs. We were talking earlier about how
Yeah.
you and Michael do that. Michael also does
Just
this
like
thing,
the
I think Jeff
psychological
does, too.
jabs.
Yes.
We were
He came
talking
out of the
about.
corner punching like to Jeremy
A
today.
little bit.
I know, but
He
that's
put it. He
it's
put it
funny.
on show.
But
Who did?
He put it on display when you came out.
Who did?
You.
you.
Well, what?
I don't even remember
Don't
what
worry
it was.
about
You
it.
came in and it was like it was.
In the office?
It was
No,
a,
today.
It
Right
was
here.
a.
When
it
you
was
sat
a-
down. You were like pop pop pop
Jeff's-
to Jeremy, and then you sat down.
Yeah, Jeff.
It was like a psychological shade
And then
you were
went-
throwing at him.
And then
Because Jeremy hates women and he likes
That's what it was.
Oh,
That's what it was.
well, I have to
that's-
stand up when I see misogyny. I have a daughter.
That's what I'm
Thank
saying,
you.
Jeff. You
Yeah.
walk
You
in the
gotta-
room, you
right.
surveyed the situation, you're like, Jeremy hating women again? That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me
I
and you were
thought
all
Jack
about
was the
that.
hate women guy. Why is it me now?
Why is
Jack's
it
not
you?
here.
Because you're the
That's
everybody's
fine.
everybody's
Yeah.
a slut guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say slut a lot.
You do.
Don't be a slut.
What
And I won't call you one.
I mean, that's a life lesson
That's
for the audience.
that's not true. Not being a slut will not stop Jeremy from calling you a
might
slut.
still call you
I would
one.
say most things you call a slut are not the definition of slut.
but
like,
that's-
that cup's a slut. It's like the cup wasn't being a slut.
Right.
I can't.
But it
it's
might
like
have
Maybe
it's
open
deserved
his
it.
mouth
It's
all
true,
over
it's
it.
true.
Because you were banging the cup.
Sometimes I've taken a shit and called my own poop a slut.
Right.
Why?
Yeah.
Was it up your asshole?
Being a
Is that
slut.
why? Yeah. All up in?
See?
Yeah,
You shouldn't have been
it's just
doing
loving
it.
your
It
asshole.
doesn't make any sense. But okay.
The word has transcended the initial meaning. It happens.
My point was, I will be telling a
See?
story.
She's getting slappy.
I will be
violent.
telling a story, and
slap?
Michael will just interject
How could
after
she slap?
something. We'll be
Like the
yeah.
word president used to mean most important person in the
Don't
world.
keep going on it.
And
Don't
now-
keep
And then
going
it
on
came
it.
into the convo.
Now it's funny.
What was the time to present?
Now it just means joke.
God.
You're not wrong.
My question
Yeah.
was going to be, does Jeff do the same thing? And he just answered my own fucking question.
Yeah.
What do I do?
Mine.
Yeah.
Where I will be telling a story, or someone else will be like, "Wow, I'm getting a lot of details, and I'm about to tell the final point," and then someone interjects and goes like, "And there was."
Hey,
an
so
ass."
anyways, she was about to make
Yeah.
her point, so I made her point
there
by
was a
interjecting
fart.
her right before
Right.
the point.
Yeah,
Like the
like-
number of Lindsay times, like, so I turned
Son
the
of a
corner,
bitch.
and then the guy, I was like, he had his dick out,
Like-
and then she just hits me. Or like right now, she just grabbed my arm violently.
Good.
And she's like, you ruined it. And I was like, or did I make it better?
Ruined it.
I was just
Ruined
reading.
it.
I was reading a part in the
Soiled
book
it.
Soiled it.
for breakfast. I was reading this book for breakfast, and there was a scene.
I was eating a book.
Did that fill you up?
Well, the tacos did.
Got it.
But I was reading while, like, I have a routine. You know, I have I'm developing new routines now
That's
as
what
I
old people do.
transition into my new life.
Yeah.
As a person who does different things than he did before today. And so every morning I go to a different diner or restaurant or coffee shop or taco place or whatever, and I eat breakfast and I read.
Dude, I've been jealous. You've been talking about your
I did.
breakfast
This
in the
morning, oh dude, this morning I had a carnitas breakfast taco and a chorizo taco.
I haven't eaten
Nice.
At Lazarus, and they are
So
delicious. They
hungry.
have this red sauce. It's a fucking. They'll give you the red sauce and the green sauce. Typically, I'm all up on green sauce. Ignore the green sauce. This red sauce
Really?
is phenomenal. It is spicy and it will blow your
Is
dick
it
off.
spicier than the green
Blow your
sauce?
dick
It
off.
is spicier
There
than
you
the green
Green's
sauce.
usually
Sign up,
spicy.
The green is usually spicier, but
What
not.
does it do to
That's
me?
why
How
they're
it
fucking.
affects,
They're
your
shifting the
penis.
paradigm.
Throw a dick. Just
They're shifting. Yeah. They flipped everything upside down at Lazarus when it comes to the two spice bottles.
man.
Well, yeah, they're bringing you back to life.
Coming to
Lazarus
sauce.
style.
Yeah, exactly.
like a Lazarus pit.
And
You're,
so I'm sitting reading my book.
Raj Al Ghul.
And there's a part in this book that I'm reading. It's about a dude, like, it's about a bunch of shit. But this Jamaican dude goes in and he assassinates this guy. And he goes in and he assassinates the dude. And the dude was watching porn in his basement and jacking off. And he said he had his fingers up his ass with the other hand, which is why he couldn't reach for his gun. And I was thinking, do people put their fingers up their own ass?
There are definitely people.
Like, I know people that put, like, butt plugs or dildos in or everything, and I could see if the guy was, like, jamming a dildo up
He
his
should have been
butt.
more resourceful and used his gun to get up the ass, so he's always ready.
But I just think,
They would've had it.
Yeah, I mean,
I just think,
wow.
like, if you're like, and you're just like,
Yeah.
it just seemed weird.
Yeah,
like the visual,
sit on
There's
something.
a
the visual was.
0% chance
I was trying to
that people
figure out
don't
how
put
it
their
worked in
fingers
my
I'd like to
head.
see it. Yeah.
I'm sure people do.
Let's see what we got.
But mostly,
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
mostly
that
you
doesn't
put,
work.
mostly you put.
So much work.
I think most people put
'cause then you
stuff
gotta-
in their
Well,
ass.
the thing too about it is right. Like I'm thinking, without putting fingers up my own asshole, I just jerking off is enough work, right? You're concentrating. You got one thing going on.
Dude.
You've now got two very complicated things happening at once.
Two different motions.
I feel like I would put so much
like
time
rubbing
and
your belly
effort
on your
with
head.
fingers in my asshole that like my dick would go soft.
Wait
like,
till you get into your 40s. I was jerking off the other day.
yeah.
Don't even. Fuck.
And then what'd you do
Yeah?
with your fingers?
And I was like, I got the erection, first part.
Okay.
Step 1, get an erection.
Done.
Step 2, start pounding it out.
Okay.
Right?
What's step 3? What's step 3?
Hurry
Step
up, I'm
3 is-
losing it. I'm losing it.
Step 3 is ejaculation. Step 4 is cleanup and embarrassment.
And regret.
And regret, yeah.
Cover, step 5, cover up.
The dirty feeling, yeah. And step 6 is like try to put yourself physically as far away from that scene as possible. Right? Like, I'm gonna go for a jog. I'm gonna go get some coffee. Just hide from my shame.
Doesn't return to the
Put
scene
an
of the
event
crime.
between you and the
you have to,
the event.
unfortunately, because
Right.
it's probably your house. but-
Everything was fine. The setup was great. I was all
Which
alone.
step went wrong?
I just started jerking off.
And it never
And,
finished. It was all day.
And my dick was like, I'm happy to be erect. I will maintain an erection. Physically, I got, but you're not going from point A. Like, we're not getting there.
Never
It's
getting to
never
3.
gonna happen. And then my dick's like, we can do this all day and all night long, but no. But you are
was
not
like,
achieving completion this
Your dick
day.
was like, I won't quit, but you will.
What
Yeah,
I'm learning from
and I'm
this,
like-
what I'm learning from this, Jeff, is your dick is very reasonable.
And I was just like, and I'm like,
listen,
I can
It's
it's a hard
really,
work go.
I can
But
really,
It's not gonna happen.
I would, the penis, I would appreciate an orgasm. I would. I could use it in my life right now. It's a thing that like, I got very few things to give me pleasure. It's not like I can go do, like, I don't know, I'll just have some whiskey and I'll be fine. I can't do that, right? And
It's a great fallback.
and it's a great fallback. There's a lot of things I can't. I'm not gonna go shoot up heroin, so I'm like, just let me
Also good
let me
fallback.
jizz into a paper towel, please. And my penis is like,
Please, this is the negotiation.
He's in the kitchen going,
Let me have this.
please!
Let me have this.
God
I'm like-
damn it.
no.
This hacker
My
crap.
and I was like, no.
We were
and I was
talking-
like, fuck, that's depressing. And then so I just walked around with
He's
a
like, he's getting
useless
tired, he's like
erection.
swapping hands.
Just useless. It's not even like it's like I'm gonna go back inside now and hide so that you don't have to deal with this. It's like, no, I'm gonna stay
Stay
erect.
in
You're
your
gonna
face.
walk around with a fucking
gonna see
boner,
this.
but you're not getting anything out of it other than frustration.
Damn.
I'm gonna stand
You
there
should've-
and I'm gonna be a little
Did
bit
you
in front of you and a
dribble?
constant reminder to you that I am not
No,
playing ball
only
with you.
drive.
Listen,
what I'm
that
asking.
frustration boner is only going to add to the
Did
next
you,
time.
did you dribble or nothing? It was just
Nothing.
both sides. Wow.
I would
Nothing.
have incorporated some practical uses, like hang some paper towels from your dick,
No.
like try and open something with your
This
dick.
is why you
No.
have to
Oh,
You
you
don't
gotta
have
hang
a
the, you gotta
dick.
hang the
Get a
shower towel from it. It's
goddamn
funny.
thing.
Yeah.
I will say it's
You've done that. Everyone's done
obviously
it.
You do that.
Right, you come out of the
Yeah.
shower and you got the towel and you do that, but
Yeah.
it's still hanging there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Love
for sure.
that.
Everybody does that.
But it's,
That's
it's
always
usually
funny.
only got a couple seconds, right? It's not like
While it's
not,
still,
it's
while
not
it's
Jeff
still
out all
full
day. It's not,
strength.
yeah, it's like
And it's like, oh god.
It wasn't a time-sensitive thing. I'd cleared my docket.
Can
Yeah.
you,
I had like
Your day was, it's
I was-
scotch-free.
yeah.
You're like, I'm ready
You
to
had
go.
penciled this in.
and I was ready to go. I was like, I'm here for as long as this is gonna take. But my penis very
Your
clearly
dick
was like,
filled the time allotted
it was like
to
like
it.
Michael said earlier. It was like I can wait this out longer than you can, and it was right. And I just fucking gave up.
See, I'm
I was just mad at my
terrified
dick.
of that dick.
Mad at my. I'm still thinking about it now. I'm mad at my
you,
dick.
it won't get you, Jeremy.
You went to-
You're
you had
I'm
to go to
terrified
sleep.
of having an
Okay.
argument with my dick that I won't win.
God.
yeah.
Can
know?
you bring a
It has
doorbell
all
with
the
your
power.
dick?
I will
Jeremy.
beat that into submission.
It's got all the power. He tried.
Yeah.
Oh.
Didn't work.
Surely.
Start beating it physically? Like, just,
Nah.
Listen to me.
God.
There's no winning.
maybe you'll discover something about yourself.
Yeah.
Going
Yeah,
back
I
to-
discovered that
By
like
polarizing
I
it.
did. I discovered a lot about myself.
Right. Going back to
Anyway,
fingering assholes, allegedly.
there's a Seinfeld joke in there.
Uh-oh.
I just don't like. Maybe if
We'll
just
get
like.
there.
Here's the thing.
Yeah,
Again,
It
it's so
was
much work.
Something about the way it
I'll
was
bring you
written.
back.
It just made it feel like I can see like you're like I want this
fist.
cylinder in my butt.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Don't put my
That's
water
a
bottle
Maybe
in
not
your
this.
butt.
I don't have anything small. All right, I want this Red Bull in my
Red
butt.
Bull, yeah,
take it up,
Like,
take it
like
up.
you're like.
You could definitely fit that
That
in
I
there.
get. There's like
That's
a
such a
pressure or
blunt
like a
edge.
length
That would
or
be-
whatever.
It's like
This
Whatever,
is-
you're
yeah,
like,
it's
that's
literally
good.
you punch
But then
something
I
in
think
there.
of like is what
Here,
it made it sound like.
here's the
Like,
thing.
Really looking for his keys.
Right.
What,
Yeah.
what you
I
got
can't put
here
both-
is a
So anyway, the guy
stranger
fucking died. He got shot in the head.
Yeah.
Got shot in the head with his fingers. He didn't say finger. He said fingers. With his fingers up his ass and his dick in his hand.
Did he just leave him like that? He didn't like.
He left.
died
Not
with
only
his
did
hand
he
up his
leave him like
ass.
that, he left New York.
Oh.
He had to leave, or Chicago. It was in Chicago. He shot the guy's wife, who was running down the street screaming, popped her in the head, and then he moved.
Yikes.
man.
That was in the book.
We've talked about masturbating with your non-dominant hand, and it just doesn't work.
It doesn't.
This
Bullshit.
is literally the stranger to an all different level. You're
Yeah.
shoving a stranger's hand up your ass. What is that hand supposed to do except flop around inside?
I don't
what
know
What are you doing
what
there?
to do.
I
I,
don't
wouldn't know
know.
what to do once I got there.
I don't know the anatomy of the inside of an asshole.
Do you
I
have
don't
to
know
be
if there's something you're
ambidextrous to,
aiming
like-
for. I don't
Yeah.
know what it's
Ambidextrous?
like. You know, I just don't know what's going on in there.
I know
And
for women.
I think you're going for
I
the-
don't want to. I don't want to find it.
I know what you mean. I know that I have a
Does
prostate,
Jeremy-
and supposedly that's a fun thing to deal with,
Jeremy,
but
homework assignment.
I've never
Go find
touched
out.
it. I've
I'm
never
not
seen
going
it.
in there.
Go back up in there.
I'm not
Go
going
home.
in there.
Go
That
up in
is
there.
the gates of hell, and I'm not allowed to pass. And I know that.
Get up in there.
All right.
Come back with a report.
If I
Tell us
could
what's up
tattoo
inside.
a road sign on my body, I get a tramp stamp that
It's up-
says
it's up-
exit only.
it's like
Because
up
no,
inside,
nothing's
too.
going in there.
Ugh. I feel like
I feel like you're somehow anti-gay now too. I don't know what it is about you.
It's not anti-gay. If you want to fuck a butt, go for it. I don't want to.
it's just not your prerogative.
Yeah.
You just want to hate.
You want to put something in a butt, you put something in a butt.
Way up in there.
I don't want anything in a butt. I don't want anything of mine in a
How
butt.
are you
I
gonna
don't
learn
want
about
anything in
yourself?
my
I think
butt.
if I did want something on my butt, it wouldn't be 3 wiggly fingers.
3 wiggly
Or
fingers. I mean, you
whatever
could
it
start
is.
with a like.
I mean, some of it is me.
confused, like,
Some of
what
it
am
is
I
me
doing here?
like like taking creative liberties with what I'm reading. But that's the point of.
It's like
That's the
just
point.
squid
It
hands.
never said wiggly in the text.
That's the point of reading, right? Is to like expand your imagination. Like
You're
that's the point of
imagining
it.
it's 3. It
This
could have been
is
2.
like it's
It
a
could've been two.
non-fiction fiction. It kind of.
I just don't see myself sitting in a lazy boy with my dick in my hand watching a reel-to-reel porn because it's in the 80s with like any number of fingers wiggling around on my butt. It just seems uncomfortable. It seems
You
weird.
got a hole in your lazy boy that you're getting up through, and
You need the Ass Blaster 2000.
you know what that reminds me of? You remember in Viva La Bam when Bam got his dad a lazy boy around his shitter?
Phil?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he Phil the lazy boy around his
Phil
toilet.
had a horrible life.
You know what's sad?
Well, you just blast in there.
If
and
you
start
look at them
punching
today, like I remember used to think like you used to watch Jackass
Yeah.
or Y2K or CYK
Yeah.
or any of that stuff. Sorry, CY2K is a movie. And any of that shit, and you'd look at it and you'd think like CKY. Yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jeff.
And you think like, wow, Bam Margera, you see like his dad, and you're like, he's gonna look like that someday. Now, if you put them together
was
next to each other,
terrified,
you think, wow, his dad looks better than him.
Oh, no.
Like Phil
Bam,
Owens is
Bam,
better than
he's
Bam.
blown up.
Oh, no.
Bam is blown up.
Oh, that sucks.
But he didn't just, it's not just like fat, he just looks like,
Well, what's
That
he
brings
looks
something
like,
to
What's
mind.
sad about that is
He
because
looks just
in the
like-
show, that was the realest thing, was like he was actually concerned about his dad's health. He was actually concerned,
Yeah.
like, I don't want to turn out like that because that's, and now that's,
He's starting to blow up.
I don't know the man,
Speaking of- 'Cause
but
he'd go
I
up to me and be
assume
like,
it's
"Hoagie,"
just
you
a
know,
life of hard partying. Because
sure.
it's not just
I'm
it's not
sure.
just like a weight thing. It's just like a
his heart's gonna pop.
like how people said I looked like I was dying when I was drunk all the time.
Oh, no.
Like it's
Wow.
it kind of reminds me of that. But I assume
Yeah.
that he's had a much more interesting life than just
Speaking
drinking
of
whiskey.
blowing up and looking like that, have you seen a fucking photo of Christian Bale lately?
Yeah,
Yeah, dude,
I saw
he's
that
Dick
photo of him
Cheney.
bald with his like.
He's like,
Have you seen
into
that?
it, man.
It's
He's
fucking
like-
insane.
Yeah.
He's playing Dick Cheney in
now
like
that
a
guy is a fucking
transformative.
method actor.
Transformative.
he's like the captain of I'm gonna change the way I look for whatever.
Uh-huh.
He did Batman Begins, right? He got kind of beefed up, but he wasn't like huge, you know. But he got kind of muscular.
He was an average Joe's
Man,
like
the machine.
Then he
Beefed
did
up.
The Machinist, where he just ate one apple a day. That was it.
You know who else
It
did
was
that?
cigarettes and coffee.
I mean, a lot of
Wasn't it?
actors, a lot of
It was
actors
just
and
like-
actresses do that. Matt Damon did it for that movie.
Matt Damon.
That movie where Meg Ryan was a female pilot and she got shot down or whatever.
You got mail.
Amelia
was it.
Earhart.
that was it.
City of Angels.
That was it. It was all three of them. And he had to play
Dennis
like
Franz was in that.
an ex-soldier who had AIDS or
Cage.
whatever, and he dropped like 60 pounds. It was his first big role. It was before he was Matt Damon. It was before Good Will Hunting, and I read that he did permanent damage to him for the
Yeah,
rest of
I've
his
heard
life.
that that's
Yeah.
not good.
Yeah. I heard like what was it? American Hustle. Christian Bale's character in that. I haven't seen it.
It's a good movie.
But he's like he's got a bad posture. He's got like a gut and stuff. And
bald.
and because of the posture and there he is.
There's a picture of him.
getting ready for Dick Cheney, the upcoming biopic.
That's him getting ready for. That's not even
Biopic.
him like full on. Like he shaved his head.
I guess
for
that's what it
dude.
is. Apparently, I don't know. But
I hate that.
he's hurt his
What?
back. Like he popped a disc or something, and now he's like lost a permanent like inch of height or something because he's because he was always like.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Like that's nuts.
Like I understand that it's
Christian Bale.
biopic.
That's good for you. Good for you.
He'll lose it.
That's what I said at Christian Bale right there. Like
Yeah.
big, fat, and bald. Good for you. You deserve it.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Okay.
he'll do it and it'll be gone. It'll
Yeah,
be
I
gone
know.
as soon as the movie's over.
I mean,
whatever
even
he's
if it's
doing.
not.
What about
though,
all the
he's
heavier
done his
Americans
work,
who are
okay?
already there? Why do we have to take a skinny hot man
All of
and
those
make him
method
gain
actors
weight
could've-
to be Dick Cheney? Aren't
gotta
there
follow-
millions of
No,
people that
he's
are already just?
I feel Jeff on that. There are many. I guarantee there are talented actors who happen to have that exact body type who just don't get roles.
I
Yeah.
hope it was
I
good
know.
because it's fucking useless.
Like finally, like I can just see like somebody going like finally a role for a fat man, and Christian Bale's like, I'll eat some pie.
That's true.
That's not
Fuck
fair.
you, I
Taking
wanna
up
be
their
fat
jobs.
now.
It sounds
I'm not
like
gonna
it's-
cut 30 pounds and get muscular. Like,
Taking up their
I'm not gonna
jobs.
do that.
And
yeah.
it sounds like it's not beneficial for Christian Bale, anyways. So
I mean, it's beneficial to his fucking bank
He's
account.
getting some
Yeah.
points.
His
But
bank
here's the
account's
thing.
already
know
doing
what
pretty
that-
good.
you
okay?
know what?
Dude,
He's
I'm sorry, but the
He's
Dick
saying
Cheney
it's fine,
movie,
he
the
needs
Dick
it.
Cheney movie's not
did
going to
it
be a
again for the
$300 million
audience.
film.
No.
It's going to be a small market. Like him, like
He's got guaranteed
pepper him
money.
in
He's
there.
now
doing
look
that.
up Christian Bale and the Machinist.
he's doing
Look
that.
up how he
He's
looked
doing
at
that to
that.
win an award.
And then look him up in the Newsies.
You know?
Yeah.
He was
He knows
like
what he's
12.
gotta
If you want to win an award
Goonies?
that
The
badly,
Newsies?
Dude,
more
the
power to you.
craziest
Goonies.
thing to me about The Machinist, where you
Stop
see
drinking
Christian
this.
Bale, where he's like fucking skin and bones, right? Is that The Machinist took place between two Batman films. He was Batman, then he did The Machinist, and then he was Batman again.
And he was a bigger Batman
And he was
the
a
second time
bigger
around.
Batman the second time.
And then he dropped down
What was
again
the-
for something else that I can't remember,
The
and then back
interview
up
with,
he went.
it was Jennifer Lawrence, but I forgot what was the movie that she was in with Christian Bale. What was
There
it?
he is.
There he is.
Machinist.
How? Jesus.
This guy does it.
Look at him!
Yeah.
I feel like he does it
Look at
just
that
so
freak.
conversations like this happen.
I mean, he's
I'm
doing
gonna
it.
stay
He's doing
relevant
it well.
by being a freak,
What's he in with?
There's a lot of people.
by changing my weight.
He was
somehow.
in
He's
something with
skinnier
Jennifer
than the
Lawrence.
zombies in Walking Dead. Then.
Yeah.
He really is.
Yeah.
There's a lot of actors that are fucking freaks.
Jennifer
in terms
Lawrence
of,
was in
like,
American
I gotta
Hustle
get
with
into
Christian
American
Bale, by the
Hustle.
way.
That's what it was. That's
like
who I'm
I
trying to
gotta
think
get into character, so I'm gonna do something bizarre. You know,
Hmm.
and what was that? There was a big one with Shia LaBeouf
Holes.
fairly recently. It was the
Yeah.
tank,
Oh no, it was the tank
Eagle Eye.
movie. The tank movie where he pulled his
Even
own teeth
Steven.
out or whatever.
He pulled his own tooth out and he didn't shower for like months.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Take a shower.
Right, and
Take
everyone
a
on the
fucking
set was
shower.
like pissed
Take
at him. They're like, you
one
smell like
fucking
shit.
One.
I'll get
at
into that
least.
too. First,
Fuck
American
off.
Hustle apparently is where Jennifer Lawrence was with Christian Bale, and they kissed in that movie. Yes.
Yeah, they were like they were couples.
Well, there was the whole interview where Jennifer Lawrence had been talking about fat shaming in the industry and how that's bad, which is I agree. But then in the interview, she's talking about kissing Christian Bale, and she's like, "I wanted to kiss Batman, not Fat Man." I was like, "Ow,
Wow.
rude!" Like,
That's
chill
rough.
out. All
Well,
right.
okay then.
He's still a famous actor.
He's
Yes.
Well, not even that. He's still a human being
I'd
with
make out
thoughts
with
and
John
feelings.
Goodman given
More
the chance.
importantly,
Yeah.
famous actor.
Do you think
Yeah.
he actually-
money?
Well, he's rich.
with money?
Rich as fuck.
Money.
Like,
Listen,
let's not fat shame him. Calm
the
down.
fat don't make
Yeah.
him poor.
I imagine
Yeah,
he's such a
no.
method actor. He actually killed somebody for American
Here's the thing
Psycho.
that gets
get
to a
into
point
the
of
character.
like method actors.
Yeah, method acting is bullshit.
It's like
a way to
at,
indulge
if you
yourself.
when you get to a point of
It's
method acting,
sociopathic
you're not
acting.
acting.
Yes.
That's that method acting means you're not acting. It's like, oh, I'm just gonna not shower.
I will become
no,
that
no,
person.
No. We're hiring you to pretend like you haven't taken
Yeah.
a shower. That's the acting. If you just don't take a shower, that's not acting. You're just not
You're just
showering.
filthy.
That's-
You want
you're
me to
just
be
dirty.
homeless? I'll go be homeless.
That's
Michael
I
brought
don't-
up a fantastic point too. Is like during what was it, Suicide Squad filming when freaking Jared Leto would like mail
That was like
people
fake
stuff.
method acting. That was
Yeah.
like method acting with like, I'm method acting. Look, I brought a
That's
scorpion
like
to
that's
set.
like I get to indulge myself and be a dickhead with no
Yeah.
ramifications
Well, that's
or
the thing.
consequences.
It was,
When do
it
you-
was
Like,
super
"I'm getting ready
artistic.
for the
When do you
movie.
ever
I'm
hear a
Daniel
story
Day-Lewis.
about someone method acting who like brought cookies to set?
Right, as I was saying, I was like,
Trailer.
method
Yeah.
acting is an excuse for being a piece of shit
Yeah.
asshole. When is someone like, I method acted, like I went and helped kids for
Like when,
charity?
like when
right?
Sybil
To learn my
Shepherd,
role.
when
Yeah.
Sybil
It's always
Shepherd
some
was
asshole
when
move.
Sybil Shepherd did the made-for-TV movie Martha, when she was Martha Stewart, which is a phenomenal made-for-TV movie, by the way. If you ever see it, you should watch
Okay.
it.
I haven't.
She,
Is this Martha,
do you
like,
think she
post-prison?
stayed up?
She's
Yeah,
in the
it-
prison.
it is about prison.
Oh, I figured.
She goes to prison in the movie, yeah.
Okay.
And then they all hate her, and they like torture her by saying Martha
In
when she's trying to
prison?
sleep, which is not nearly the rapingings I would imagine they're going
Sure.
on. in normal
Doesn't
prison
she
movies,
win
say
them
her
over,
name.
though?
She
Like,
wins them
she had
over by
some
teaching them
friends?
origami.
Yeah.
And they
They're
like
knitting
decorate
shit.
for Christmas.
She had some fucking, she had like tight friends.
They do some origami decorating for Christmas. They put cranes everywhere, and then they're like, prison's not so bad when Martha Stewart's around. But anyway, at
Making
some
it a lot
point,
more homey.
do you think like
a good thing.
Sybil Shepherd the night before her like first day, she's like, gotta make these cookies, gotta make these gingerbread cookies for everybody, because I'm Martha Stewart.
Right.
No.
Right.
No, it's only when you're like, I can do a dickhead thing,
Right.
and nobody, and then I get away with it.
I'm gonna take a shit on someone's desk. Method acting.
Because that's what my character would do.
Right.
My characters are
Daniel
drug
Day-Lewis is
addicts,
like,
so I'm shooting up.
It is in my research, I've
sure
determined that
anybody-
it's
Yeah.
possible
I'd love to-
that
Sure.
Abraham
I was taking
Lincoln.
it away from her.
Abraham Lincoln might have
helped me
shit
out.
on a
She
person's
drank like
desk
half
as
this
a
bottle.
joke, so I am going to shit on a desk as Lincoln,
Right.
and it'll be like, ha 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 ha.
Right.
I'm the president.
Yeah, I forgot who the actor was, but there's a famous story about one movie where an actor was supposed to, in the scene, the character stays up for like 36 hours, something crazy. It's like a military movie. So someone came in on set and they were like, "Oh, I've stayed up for 48 hours. I'm ready for the role." And then the other actor's like, "I just pretended to be tired." It's like, yeah, that's what you should do.
Well, everybody has a different process, right? But Howard Stern has a pretty take on how, like, go back to Daniel Day-Lewis, 'cause I feel like he's the king of this. How fucking annoying it must be to act with that guy, because you're like, all right,
He drinks your
Lincoln,
milkshake.
I get it.
It's also-
I get it, but I'm just trying to eat tacos.
Right, it's also-
now.
it's
like,
also
we don't
kind of
shoot for another
bullshit.
4 fucking hours.
It's
Can I just
also-
talk to Daniel Day-Lewis?
Right.
I don't want to have lunch with the president.
It's also bullshit because it's a one-man show, right? Like you've decided I'm the method actor here. Everyone else is gonna deal with me. Like, can you imagine filming a movie where 4 of the main characters are method actors? Like,
Yeah.
it would be impossible.
Yeah.
It's
Same.
literally like one person, some jerk off on set, like method acting, and every other person has to deal with them. Of like, yeah, it's they called cut, and
I
then
wanna
I
play-
stopped acting.
I don't
not this guy.
I don't like acting, right? So I don't do it often. I want to play a role where I'm an alien, like an alien monster, just a
are
monster or an alien,
alien.
and then I'm gonna method act that for like the entire time. Like I'm
This is gonna be his
like
Trevor voice where he's like,
standing in line for the bathroom. It's like, do you want to go? You want to go next, Jeff? I know you got to be back inside.
hands. It's all the hands.
That was almost a shirt.
That was almost a shirt.
Hey,
Hey, but you know what's a shirt now instead?
Jeff,
Let's surprise him. He hasn't seen it
Jeff,
yet.
you haven't seen it yet. Trevor has a sneak peek of a brand new shirt coming out with Q1.
It's coming out Cyber Monday.
Oh fuck!
Oh, wow,
my
is that
fucking
early?
asshole!
You can preview it right now, and
That's
in a couple of
Monday.
days you can pre-order it.
Did I have anything to do with the shirt?
Yeah,
got
you're fully
everything to
involved.
do with
You
it,
just
Jeff.
haven't seen the final touches on it. Jeff, it takes place in it's that shirt, but it's done now. But not that. What we actually
He
designed.
doesn't remember.
He doesn't remember it all.
Oh, I know.
You're gonna-
There it is.
That's
There's the
shirt.
shirt.
That's the design. That was the initial design of
Yeah.
the shirt.
Which, by the way, that was Trevor. I didn't draw that.
No, that was
Who
Trevor.
drew that? That was Trevor.
That was Trevor.
That was Trevor drew
My
it.
idea, but I didn't draw that. That was Trevor's artistic
no, I know,
ability there.
but
That
you're
was
involved.
Jeff, like just putting it into my brain and me.
But the actual
But
shirt.
here's
you
how
mean,
I had my creative fingers up his asshole.
You had his creative fingers up his asshole,
And he was
we
just screwing
designed
around, like puppeting me like a
our
weird
first
alien.
Get Good shirt.
Yeah.
Really, it'd be in the
Yeah.
Get Good line. It's a lightning round shirt.
Yay! I want to see it. Can I see it? Was that the preview?
No,
have
I
it?
mean, I assume Trevor sent them the real picture.
Da-da-da-da. It should be on the screen somewhere.
Look how fucking awesome that is.
Punch it
pretty
in the
fucking
design,
badass.
because who's that
I
guy?
thought that was you for a second.
No,
Trevor.
that is that's a male model. Jeff's gonna run up to the monitor to examine the shirt.
It looks
now.
like you and Alfredo had a baby, and that's the model right there.
Dude, it's nice as fuck.
pretty
And we
fucking
did have a
awesome,
baby.
dude.
That's Jeff looking at the picture of the shirt.
Wondering.
It's pretty good, right?
Majesty.
Michael's got a pan with
You
some
got that
pills,
lightning strike. Look at that lightning
Ryan's
strike.
got
I got a
turkey
lightning
dinner.
flag.
and it's a turkey dinner.
This is
not a chicken dinner.
the exact example of what I was talking about last time I was on off topic. When I was talking about how much I appreciate the in particular the art department in Rooster Teeth, because that is an idea I would have had 7 years ago, and that would have been like, hey Gus, wouldn't it be cool if we had a shirt like this? And he would have gone,
Yeah, it would be.
yeah. Anyway, and then we'd move on to whatever. We'd go to
Right.
lunch, and that would be it.
That's
this
awesome.
is
And now it exists.
this is a
Who
one
fucking drew that?
Tobin design. He's one of the many
Tobin made that?
artists.
Yep. You know he did.
So
does
fucking
he
good.
How does he have
good.
so many different
So
styles?
it's
He
me,
also did,
Jeff, Jeremy, and Ryan in a
The
Jeep.
Ryan poster.
Like a it's like a Jeep to simulate our lightning rounds. Particularly, this is PUBG. As we got some supply crates dropping, we got lightning striking in the background, we got shit blowing up. I'm popping pills, I'm
Michael's
throwing
got his
pills
pills
in
with
my
his
mouth,
pan.
holding a frying pan.
Jeff is looking
it's
dapper.
so goddamn good.
Ryan's
That's
got
such a
a
good
chicken
shirt.
shirt.
Jeff,
I
you look
cannot
like a
wait to
fucking
wear that
hero.
shirt.
Yeah.
I believe.
Look at him go.
I believe the creative direction I gave Trevor. I was like, I think we should make a lightning round shirt. And he goes, what do you want it to look like? And I went, yeah.
A
And he
lot.
goes,
You
well, you
kept
want like
doing
your
that,
hands
didn't-
like that? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, I don't know what that means.
So I
Is
went
it
to
like-
Tobin and I was like, 2 ideas. One is just and the other, and then the sketch. And he's like, don't think we could do the hands, doesn't really play to the lightning aspect of it.
I
I was
like
like,
coming out of his hand.
there could be static coming off
I
the hands.
remember
And it's
even
like,
you did that and you went, yeah, and we went to
Sith
it's Palpatine.
Palpatine, yeah.
Kills Mace
Because it's
Windu,
just
yeah.
keeps going like that and there's lightning.
unlimited.
And they got it. They did it.
What
That's
you thought,
meant, right?
what you thought
That's
was
what you meant.
Jeff doesn't know what he's talking about, or that dude's crazy. But obviously, I'm brilliant because that's what we got.
You did. All I say is in the sequence of events, if I'm remembering
I would have bought a
correctly.
fucking hands shirt.
If I'm remembering correctly, Jeff, you said, yeah, and then we got that shirt.
Yeah, pretty
It
much.
was
Is
like
that correct?
lightning.
That was
Yes.
the order.
Step
Well
one.
done.
Step two.
Very well done.
What
Yeah.
else has Tobin made besides the GTA 5
made a
poster
million
and the
things.
Mad
The
King
biggest thing
poster?
that, the Mad
He
King
made the
thing is
fucking Rooster
is
Teeth
the last thing I
Land poster,
remember.
right?
I think that was him. Yeah.
The
Extra Life poster?
Extra Life poster,
Yeah, I think
which
you
is
meant
like the
that,
coolest thing ever.
Yep.
I gotta hang that up still.
But yeah, so
Tobin's
you
top.
can pre-order
Billy's
this
got one in the
on
bedroom.
Cyber Monday, starting on Cyber Monday. Since it's a pre-order, it's going to have a little bit of a delay to it since we had a quick turnaround on this one. But yeah,
Dude,
if you
get
like
it while
make
the
sure to-
getting's good.
Get it while the getting's good.
Get it.
Get good and get this shirt.
Get it. Get good.
Pull a lightning round in the store and just buy.
Dude,
buy.
speaking of get good,
What you
We're-
getting up
Speak
to?
of it.
we're currently doing a series right now.
Hey, Jeremy, guess what? That's true.
It's like one of the best ideas we've had in a while.
It's a good idea.
I really like it.
Whose idea was it?
I don't know,
The
but
Get
whoever
Good
it was, they were
tryouts,
okay.
Jeff. Get Good tryouts is such an awesome idea. So we
Good
were
tryouts.
like, hey, we need to do a third Get Good series because we got good in Rainbow Six Siege. We got good in Player
We
Unknown.
got so good.
got
so good.
So
Player
good, they
Unknown.
had to make a shirt.
Like
Jared.
the best
G,
in
the G stands for
world.
good.
No
Yep.
one out there is better than us. Like they can't even tell us they're better
Player
than us.
Unknown's Battle Good.
So
Pretty
Battle
unfucking
Goo.
believably good.
right.
There you go.
Pretty fucking unbelievable.
So we're like,
fucking
PUBG.
believable.
we need a third game. We told people we need another game to get good in. We said, give us your suggestions.
The audience has been talking up
and
a
you
storm.
fucking did. You gave us suggestions. You gave us a bunch of games, and we didn't pick one. Instead, we're just doing.
We picked them all.
We're doing get goods in
Tryouts.
a bunch of these games, and they're
We're
just
gonna
tryouts.
have-
It's
We're
one
doing a
episode
month
for
of
each
Get Good
game.
Tries. We're gonna do 4. So this is what we filmed so far.
Okay.
We filmed Rocket League.
Yep.
We went by all of your. There were so many recommendations and suggestions,
Lots.
and we appreciated it. But we decided that instead of just like you're saying, putting up a poll and having people say like Rocket League, and then we're stuck with Rocket League, we're gonna let you see what it's like because I
Yeah.
think a lot of people have an idea of what a Get Good would be like in their head, and they see it and they're like, well, that's not what I wanted.
Yeah.
Like everybody was like. PUBG is a terrible idea. It's
true.
You should not do a Get Good. Rainbow Siege made all the sense in the world. PUBG sucks. It's going to be boring. We're not going to like it. We don't want it. Meanwhile, the whole time they're saying that, we had already filmed
You
it.
had already finished.
We
it.
literally
we
shot
knew
all
it was all
5 before
done.
part 1 came out.
Yeah, and we
I
knew it
remember
was
we
one of the
shot,
best things we've
we
ever
shot
made.
part 4, which we won.
Yeah.
We got the chicken dinner, and we were like, I don't feel like we got good, but we're never gonna win again. We're never gonna win again. So against our better judgment,
instinct.
we shot part 5, and we're like, let's
10
just
minutes
do
later.
one more, and we fucking won again. And
Yeah.
we were so much better in part 5 than part 4.
That-
Unbelievable.
people won't know that,
fucking
but we
good.
shot part 4 and 5 15 minutes apart.
Back to back.
Back
Yeah.
to back.
We literally
we had
We
shot
shot
it,
part 4, we got
had a
lunch,
conversation,
and then we had part
shot it
5.
again.
We
and part of the
won
conversation
2
was
games back to back.
we did the thing. Can we have a Get Good that's only 4 episodes long? And we were like,
We'll film a shitty 5th one.
we'll share it, and if it doesn't, and then we're like, if it's no good, then we just won't release it. And it was fucking part 5, and it was
Saving
it was
Private
awesome.
Mikey.
It was one of I think everybody's favorite moments this
That
year.
was one of the best moments I've ever had in Achievement.
I don't
Hunter.
think there needs to be.
Circling back around.
Go ahead.
Not
Yeah.
to cut you off.
Sure, go
but I'm
for
doing
it.
But he will.
Go for it.
We decided instead of letting you just vote on a poll on
My
Twitter or
boss
whatever
and
on the
my
site.
inferior.
There you go.
I'll let him have this.
Boss and employee.
That's very kind of you.
Thank you, sir.
I'm a generous god.
We decided, I thought, like, let's just pick the 4 that because we have an interest as well. We're invested in this. We're going to be playing this game a lot. So we said, let's pick 4 of the ones that the audience seems to want, and we'll just do examples, and we'll put those out each week. As it's also a really easy way to come up with a month of
We've
content.
actually, as of the time this comes out, Rocket League, which was a
it's
fan
4
favorite, has
4 videos.
come
The
out.
first
now.
one
already
we
come
filmed,
out.
and I'll say it was fucking. I wasn't in it. I watched it. Oh, that was great.
You had
It felt
some
great. It felt
yells
great.
in the
I
background.
had some yells in the background. I participated as a fan.
Were you coaching?
Not really.
and
Were you hosting?
you did a thing.
He was Jeffing.
He was just
like,
like, I'm here too.
and then we
He
did.
He did do that.
What did I
do
do?
that.
What did I do?
You fucking flashed
flashed
your.
us.
Oh yeah.
At
What
one
was
point,
I?
I don't want to spoil it, but at one point, Jeff, there's no webcam, there's
no
video.
visual.
We scored a goal and Jeff flashed us.
Like a soccer fan.
He went like this in the room.
I ran around the room like, ah!
He did do that.
And I did that, and then I heard Lindsay go, wish I hadn't seen that. Not to anybody else. She just goes like,
Oh my god, we're gonna have an HR situation on our hands.
Now I know
He's
that
got
Jeff
Jeff's
has
nipples in her
Jeff has some
hands. That's
tattoos.
it.
that I didn't know were,
I did.
hanging
Have you seen
out.
Jeff without his fucking shirt off before?
Yeah.
When?
The
When we
reunion.
floated the river, or the
Yeah.
she wasn't there.
I wasn't
So-
there.
Well,
Yeah.
You think she was
We all
watching that
saw it.
shit?
So
You're not
Yeah.
a first member?
people
Yeah.
try to look
I hopped
away
in.
from
Am I
me
gonna
the
have to
less
slap
clothes I
you?
put
You got some
on.
green here,
Yeah.
right? Green or blue?
Something.
I've had some
hopped
yellow
in
where I
for-
got shot
And,
by a paintball.
There were moments
So-
at the pool and then
I don't know
Jack
why
being
it's yellow.
crashed.
So Rocket League, we thought
Yours not yellow?
Oh, it's totally yellow.
part
Oh,
of
yeah.
this. I'm gonna go back even
Lay it down.
further.
Go so
I
far.
realize I meander with my stories. I'm gonna go
Go
back
way
even
back.
further.
Go take us
So
back
Further
to
into the asshole.
Take us to the upside down.
in the early on in this process of what the fuck is the next Get Good gonna be, I've wanted to do Wildlands for a while because
Yes.
it's tactical
We've
based.
talked about
Oh,
that specifically.
God, I
It's
love that.
class based. It makes sense.
And you
So-
fucking love Ghost Recon.
So me and you and Ryan and Jack, we filmed a Get Good
the four of you.
part 1 in Wildlands, and I realized that I think it's more me than anybody else. I just was not happy with it. I
Right.
thought it was very mediocre. It was a very mediocre way to start
Sometimes
a
you gotta
show.
wet the whistle, Jack.
And
Yeah, it didn't
I
feel
didn't
great.
think it was entertaining. I didn't think it was funny, and we weren't bad enough or good enough. I just think there was enough going on.
Sorry.
And,
was wetting the
That's
whistle.
a
and so I was like, let's scrap it. And then we ended up transitioned into this idea. And so we filmed Rocket League, which I thought was phenomenal.
Went great.
Then we filmed Battlefield 1,
Which went
was
great.
Gavin's
Come on,
dying.
You animal!
She just poured it
I'm
everywhere.
still
It's almost
laughing.
like broadcast, if possible. It's almost like you should pip in Lindsay for
Sorry.
that whole conversation.
She just went like this and then just missed. And just poured it all
Still
over.
laughing
Okay,
at my stupid
Battlefield.
joke.
Do we want to?
Okay,
Do we want to talk the whole month?
Yeah,
We can
sure,
talk the
why
whole
not?
month.
Why not?
Let's
We
spill
filmed
the beans.
Battlefield. That was yesterday. Rocket League Battlefield.
Both
Today
great.
we filmed
Battlefield 1.
This morning we refilmed. It has nothing to do with him not being in it. But Jack's out of town, so we refilmed Wildlands because I started after we played it. I thought I need to spend some time with this game to figure it out. So I played a couple hours worth. Yesterday and the day before, I think.
Building up some steam.
To just kind of get the hang of the game and kind of like work it out and figure out if it's going to be good for us. And I still think it's a good possibility for us. So we filmed that this morning. I thought that went much better.
Yeah, it did.
It was much
It
more
went
entertaining.
way
It was-
better than the
It was
last
the three of us and Ryan.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I thought that was way better. And then off topic today, we're thinking about filming the last one. Maybe Call of Duty.
We're thinking maybe Call of Duty.
We haven't
Fine with Call of Duty.
talked about Titanfall 2, talked about Call of Duty,
I'll
talked
say
about a couple
this,
things.
and if Call of Duty's the fourth, of the ones we filmed, I'm totally happy playing any of them.
Me too.
They're all like.
I think they all work.
I'll
And
say
so many good games.
And I will
just
say,
get good.
I will say,
that's the good part.
I mentioned this in Rocket League, because again, we're kind of like coming up with the idea as we're shooting them. So we're kind of explaining it in the video what the
Yeah.
hell we're doing. Like this is a much better place, like off topic when we're not playing the
discuss.
game, to be like, hey, this is what we're doing. We kind of like run through it real quick in the video, like, hey, this is a get good
yeah,
tryouts.
We mentioned it in
I know
last
even
week.
in Rocket League, like I think we should call them get good tryouts. I think it's a great name. We didn't even have that in Rocket League. We just kept calling it test, like get good test.
Good
Test.
And then you came up with tryouts like in between Rocket League and
Beautiful.
Battlefield
Kicking
1.
you, I think. Sorry.
I would be happy playing any of these games. I think the only point we should stress to the audience is the only thing is the cast has not been set.
No.
Right? Just because
Right.
the tryouts, it doesn't mean who's going to be in whatever. Because Rainbow Six, there was no set, because it's 5 players and there's
Right.
6 of us. So we swapped in a lot. But PUBG, that was more of like, we should decide 4, because it's 4 players. You know, and I guess my thing with Get Good is I've got no problem swapping people in and out, but the only thing we can't do is we can't start a series, get a couple parts in, and then swap in someone who hasn't played at all. Because
Right.
then they're not
Or
getting
swap in
good.
someone who's
well, then you're
really
aggressive.
good at it. Like we
Well-
did that with Alfredo a couple times. We brought him in.
But you
I
know,
would say,
people
here's the
knock on that too. They're like, yeah, well, they didn't really
Yeah.
get good at Siege because Alfredo played. Alfredo didn't play the ranked match.
He
the
didn't
final
play the
stuff.
last
He was
one.
only in, like,
Also,
2 to get good.
Alfredo has choked like a motherfucker on
Yeah.
console.
Yeah.
Holy
Yes.
fuck!
Well,
You pull
another
that mouse and keyboard away from that guy, and he's fucking.
Jeremy and I saw him on the
worthless.
fucking.
You just kneecap
on the.
Yeah, the
Oh,
stream.
we were the two baboons.
What was
in
it?
the
The,
called us
it was the
baboons.
recruitment stream, right?
Yeah.
The
That's what he
Extra Life
called us.
recruitment stream. When he
Alfredo.
choked it.
He called me and
Alfredo
Jeff
came down to
baboons
like
'cause
head
we
to
were
head and he
just
choked
annoying
it.
you.
Or was it 2v1? What was it? I don't remember.
was
Here's
like-
the thing.
He fucked it up.
Yeah, I know he choked, but here's the thing for the audience. He's coming in to kind of help swing into the get good. He's almost like a micro coach. He's coming in to fill in a spot, and well, unfortunately, if he choked, he didn't hold his weight. But he's coming in to kind of help keep you guys
No, I
going,
totally agree.
keep you guys on your toes.
Yeah.
He's a
It's
solid-
not
solid-
coming in
he's
to
a solid
fucking
alt.
crutch you.
No, no, no.
You guys fall.
And a lot of,
polished
and,
it
and
off
the
on
thing
10.
is, even if he was coming in to crush
And-
us,
and
He
didn't-
doesn't.
he hasn't done a good job at
Well, what
it.
he did
So
with
let me-
Michael, what he did with the crutch was he came in and just swang it really hard at your knees.
Into his own leg.
In
is
his
what he
own
did.
legs.
Yeah, he broke his own legs, Caleb style.
He
Let
used
me,
the crutch.
like-
It's the meme of the kid
Margot
putting
Robbie
the
style.
stick in his
What's
bike.
that?
Did you break her legs?
No, but she's playing Tanya Harding in that new
Oh,
movie.
sure.
Oh,
And
maybe
then-
she's a method actor. and
I,
maybe-
Tanya.
Why?
I Tanya, which
I don't know. It's
fucking
kind of like
crazy.
I can't
validating the wrong
believe-
side of the argument, but
Let me ask you guys a
could've been
question.
sad.
Early heat check.
why are we glorifying?
We still have one more to film.
Didn't stop him.
So far, what do you lean? If you had to pick, if you were in charge, what would you pick as
You're
the
gonna bias the
as the next
people.
get good? Just out of personal curiosity.
I
Leaving
think-
that the
I think-
audience is deciding by
I
their
think
views
I
and
would.
their
I
comments.
think Ghost Recon is up there for me. I feel like that'd be a very close second. I think I would lean Rocket League.
Rocket League. Okay.
Just because it's different.
Yeah.
Rocket League is a fucking fantastic game.
It
And I'll
is.
say this for the tryouts that we did. I don't know if this is gonna be, if we did Rocket League, I don't know that we would do this. But in the like more tournament style, like good, as somebody's
fuck is
screaming.
that?
Standards, we play without any kind of power-ups, and it's a totally different game.
Mm-hmm.
Because usually, anytime we do a Rocket League Let's Play, you got the ice, you got the boxing glove, like all
Sticky
kinds of million
balls
things.
and all kinds of
Tornadoes.
This is
and
just
claws
straight,
and-
like, you know what
It's
the power-ups
just
are in this
soccer.
game? Motherfuckers know how to fly.
Yeah.
And we don't. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
people literally flying through the air, driving on the ceiling. Like that is the getting good without power-ups.
Right.
And I'd be interested to see if we could actually pull that off.
So for
because
yours is Rocket League.
We're not great at it. We've played a bunch of it. Yeah, I'll go Rocket League.
Cast
I'd
is
be
not
happy.
set on Rocket League, obviously. If that's and I think probably these 3 of the 4, because we haven't filmed the 4th one, have all been so good. I think we'll probably get to them all at some point.
Yeah.
To be more like the order.
Right. If there's something we don't select from the tryouts,
That doesn't mean we're not gonna
it's
come
not
back
going to be
to
a
it,
good.
right.
down the road. I probably won't participate in Rocket League because I don't think it's possible for me to be good at that game. I've tried. I suck, and I don't want to drag anybody down.
Yeah, but that's
I am
get
gonna
good.
be
Yeah,
your
could
fucking
get good.
cheerleader.
Yeah.
I'll draw like your logo on my chest when I'm
That'd be
flashing.
awesome.
You can
We
see
could
it.
do like we could have the 3 or 4, depending on how many players we do in Rocket League. We could do the 3 or 4 gameplays and then just a Jeff cam.
Yeah.
Just like a camera of like cut to him cheering with his tits out.
It says like the crowd cam, and it's just Jeff.
Yeah.
I'll say that. Jamie, how about you?
If I had to go off of what we've done so far, I would probably also lean Rocket League. I thought Battlefield 1 was really
I mean, they were
great.
all good.
Yeah.
I had a
They were
ton of
all
fun
good.
playing all 3.
In the same vein of you saying, I don't know if I'd play Rocket League because I don't think I'll ever be good at that game. That's how I feel about Wildlands. I don't think I'll ever be good at Wildlands.
I know I'll be good at
Something
Wildlands.
about,
What about-
there's something
yeah,
about
so-
Wildlands that I'm just not.
What about it?
You said that about you used to say that about Rainbow Six all the time. You'd be like, I don't want to play because I just can't get good at it. I don't know how to shoot. Nothing works. I used to like self-doubt so
Let me
much
also
early on.
throw
And
this
you were
out
fucking
there,
great.
and you shouldn't self-doubt yourself, Jeremy. I'll throw this out, and you should definitely be in this. What about Get Good Ultimate Chicken Horse?
No.
I was gonna say that too.
That's Michael.
Yeah.
We've recorded 2 Let's Plays in that game. That's the game I'm by far the worst.
Y'all just
at
played
of
that
any game I've played.
Yesterday?
Yeah, and the day before.
Yeah. And then
I've never been worse at a video game in my life.
God, I love
I
it.
have-
Michael had-
love that game so much.
Michael had a
It's so
few
much
moments
fun.
of comeuppance. That's all I'll
Comeuppance?
say.
as a
Yeah, but
I didn't.
not from me, anyways.
as a
No
person
way.
who admittedly loves the Ghost Recon franchise, I think it's fucking phenomenal. Graw 1 and Graw 2 are some of the most fun I've ever had
Play
playing
the
video
fuck
games.
out of Graw.
I would probably go Battlefield. It was fucking
Battlefield was
chaos.
fun.
It was
It
fun.
was just insanity
It was a
and
ton of
chaos.
fun.
The ground was shaking every 2 seconds. Buildings were
Yeah,
exploding
dude.
around
That
us.
fucking Apple
It was just
Squad.
nuts.
Get the
Apple
Apple
Squad
thing
did
together.
it, man.
Nuts.
I'm a Butters man.
Oh yeah.
Butter Squad.
Damn.
Butter Squad.
I love that character.
Yeah.
It's great. Yeah. Hear me
Battlefield
out.
is fucking epic though.
It is.
I love it.
It
Like,
is.
I-
It is fucking crazy too. Where there's not really any other game that I can think of. I guess that's as big. I'll
Not
say.
as big.
But
Call
like,
of Duty's actually stepped it up this year with like war mode and stuff, with like a lot of action. And
But it's
kind
still
of, like,
Call of Duty. It's still you.
it's
one
still
other
like,
guy.
It's Call of Duty.
Battlefield's
It's
still
Call of
like the
Duty.
destructibles in Battlefield are fucking
Oh,
impressive
yes.
for a game that I don't really play. I mean, I'm not huge into like first-person shooters. I like competitively. I mean, I like campaigns. Wolfenstein 2 was fucking amazing. I love that game. I'm not huge into like competitive multiplayer, so I haven't played a ton of it. But like even us doing the thing in Battlefield 1, doing the tryouts, like when there's 3 or 4 of us like hunkered down on a roof and we're shooting people, and then the roof is gone.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Or
like
the
they're
building
blowing
is
it
done.
apart, and like the roof is collapsing, and we're like jumping off of it. That's fucking cool.
It's cinematic.
That is cinematic as fuck.
It
That
evolves
reminds
your
me of like
playstyle
GTA.
too.
Yeah.
Like there's times where I'm like in the second story of a building, the whole roof gets blown off. And I'm laying like hiding
Like,
behind
that's
a piece
fucking
of
cool.
wall.
I don't
and
know the
two
game's
trying
been
to
out for
snipe
a while.
2
but-
seconds into playing Battlefield, I thought, why didn't we make more videos than this?
It is super fun. I played
Y'all did that
way
y'all
more
did
than
that
I
big,
expected when
the
I got
big
that game.
family one.
The war.
That was
Yeah.
actually a year ago, like today almost,
Yeah.
or maybe whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
now
a
hear
little over
me
a year
out.
ago.
I think I'm gonna do get good video games.
Yeah.
Get good video games.
Well,
General,
you're
yeah.
Assassin's Creed motherfucker.
You've been
Yeah.
creeding.
yeah.
That's
you
damn fun.
Creed hard.
Dude, let me tell you
used to play
something.
Creed.
I mentioned this to Jeremy in the office, and this really isn't going to hit people that haven't played the game, but if you have played the game, Lindsay's been playing Assassin's Creed longer than I have, because I was playing Wolfenstein. They both came out like the same day.
Yeah.
I was playing
Fun.
Wolfenstein 2. I beat that first, so that was like 2 weeks. So she's way ahead of me in Assassin's Creed, but then she's been out of town, so I've been playing the fuck out of it, and I'm like kind of catching up. But it's, as even you've played it, Jeff, it's like super fucking free roam. You know, there's like the
love
missions,
that. I
but you
love
can
it.
go
Your own pace,
anywhere. The game is fucking huge. There's so much to explore. There's like 1 million towns. There's 58 synchronization
It's
points.
giant.
It's giant, right? So the other day, Lindsay and I are playing. She's playing on the Xbox One X and our like big TV, and I'm playing on the PC, like, you know, next to her. And we're just like kind of talking, but not like specifically about what we're doing. We're both just playing the game, you know, checking our baby's alive. She's still good. Keep playing Assassin's Creed. So I'm climbing. I'm like, I look over at Lindsay's screen, right? Like I'm climbing the side of a rock or something, and I look over at Lindsay's screen, and she's also climbing a rock. And I stop and I look, and she climbs to the top of the rock, hits the synchronization point, looks around, and then like gets her off the rock. And I was like, pause your fucking game. Pause your fucking game. Where the fuck are you? Where the fuck are you right now? She pauses the game, pulls up the map. I was like, I'm climbing the same rock right now.
Really?
Literally the exact same spot.
What
I'm like-
level were
I'm
you?
like, I was like 32.
What level were you?
I hit 37 yesterday, but I lost some
It's
data.
like
so
36, 37.
Yeah, she would have been like
I'm like,
40
watch
probably.
this. Look at my screen. I climb to the top of the rock, hit the exact same point. We're literally in the exact same out of 58 synchronization points in the entire fucking game, climbing the same rock at the same time. Weeks apart. Like I said, she's got like a
odds?
week more. And I was blown away. It's like to explain that to someone, they're like, I don't know, is that a big deal? It's like I could have been anywhere in the world.
such
Like
a
the game is
huge
enormous. Like I was just like, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't fucking believe it. I was just like, that's wild.
And that's why you guys are married.
That's why.
That's
I know.
the-
That's why they gave
baby.
us the baby.
They just gave it to you.
Yeah, they're like, here you go. We signed the thing, and then they handed it over.
Also, are we gonna
They
branch
flew it
into
in.
Get Goods? It's like Get Good taxes. Like, how do we do that?
No.
Man,
Get
I
Good driver's
went to
license?
school, never knew how to do
Get-
taxes.
Get good, hire an accountant.
Yeah, exactly. I already did that.
Did it like 9 years ago. It's
Yep.
fucking great.
Get Good for Jeff is like, don't
Get
shit
good.
yourself.
My mom's an accountant, so
Get good
Keep your pants
bathroom.
clean. Yeah, there
Like
you go.
go to the bathroom.
get
squatty
good,
potty.
get good bowel movements.
Yeah.
The squatty potty will evolve your game.
Squatty
hear.
potty is amazing.
Haven't used it.
I will
we
vouch
have
for
them.
I used it.
You know what? I just like.
I don't. I
Bungalow.
doesn't do anything.
I have a
for
little
me.
man shirt
Loves
either.
it. Doesn't
During
do
my
anything for me.
pregnancy, especially, that was a lifesaver.
That makes sense.
Maybe
It's in the
maybe
it
it's
just holds
just
my
that
legs up.
It's in the way.
I've never had a problem
Why have it
shitting.
there all the
Yeah,
time?
I thought maybe it would like
And other people do.
explode out of me. It didn't really do anything.
Yeah.
It's just like uncomfortable. You gotta wedge it in there, and then you're like sitting like this.
Yeah,
and you're just
it's a
like,
little
this,
odd.
This
You need to get one of
isn't
those
as good to,
high-rise
like, play with my
pots.
phone.
Yeah, it just makes me want, like, you sit on a squatty potty, it makes you want to be able to recline the toilet backwards. So
Yeah.
can,
You know what I
yeah.
do is I just like I get in there and I stand up on the seat
Yeah.
and I'm just like an ape.
Some people do.
Yeah. I'm sure there are people that do.
I saw
They
it made
have
for
certain
hard.
countries
think
that say
that
don't
one
do
through.
that.
I saw a made for TV
Hi,
movie
just in
once.
time. But, oh God.
Saw a made for TV movie once when I was in high school, maybe, and it was about this family that adopted a little girl from Vietnam, and it was about the drama of like trying to integrate her into their family, and they couldn't teach her how to use a toilet, and every time they'd go into the bathroom, she'd just be standing on the toilet.
Yeah, well, like I said,
And
they
I
have
was thinking,
signs in
like-
certain countries because of that. They say, like, don't stand on the toilet. You gotta sit like this.
Yeah.
We'll teach you how.
Maybe she just couldn't see it clearly.
Nice, dude.
If they, well,
you
I mean,
see better,
I'll
more
tell you
better?
what, Jeremy. If
Felix-
you're not seeing it
Felix
clearly,
Gray's over there.
I think Michael's got a solution.
It do your eye more better. What's that?
It do your eye more good.
Yeah, if you're looking at screens all day, you can do your eyes more good with Felix Gray. Because they're for looking at like monitors, and you know, if you're like a nerd like us, working,
All of us, yeah, really.
staring at computers all day, you're looking at screens of all kinds. You're like motioning it, but the glasses aren't in the shot. There you
I
go.
was waiting for them to cut.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Well, they're not gonna cut because it's all me, baby. That's
All
what they're
you.
doing. So here you go. Hold that for a
they
second.
wanna sell
Hey, no matter
glasses,
what you
okay?
do for work, chances are you're staring at your phone or a computer a lot. Our eyes weren't made to stare at screens all day. Dryness, migraines, and blurry vision are just a few of the reasons you need to protect your eyes. Now you can look great doing it with a pair of computer glasses from Felix Gray. Felix Gray lenses are specially designed to filter blue light and eliminate glare from screens, which are the two main culprits behind digital eye strain. Their glasses have blue light filtering technology embedded into the lenses, so they remain effective without the telltale yellow tint or color distortion of the other blue light filtering glasses. As you can see, they're nice and clear. There's no like, I don't know why you're making that mouth face, but there's no like yellow color or tint or anything. That just looks nice and crisp.
That's just my jaundice.
Felix Gray's frames are handcrafted from premium Italian acetate. This is the same stuff Versace uses. They look great. Felix Gray glasses are available in both non-prescription and reading lenses, but I hear prescription is coming soon. I imagine, because they're telling me it is. All orders have free shipping and free returns, so you've got nothing to lose, except that annoying eye strain. Give your eyes the break they deserve. Go to felixgrayglasses.com/off-topic to try a pair of Felix Gray computer glasses and discover a smarter way to work. That's felixgrayglasses.com/off-topic. felixgrayglasses.com/off-topic. That's Gray, Gray, not with an E.
Yeah,
Just so
you know what? Like people argue about how to spell that. I think
It
it
comes
is
up a lot.
Totally with an A.
Comes up a lot, and it's also
Well, it's
people.
color
It's the
versus
color
name.
and the name
Yeah.
fucks it up. That's
That's
always
true.
what
It is a proper noun. Here's the thing. I actually found myself staring at a
Oh,
screen
are
you
not
gonna wear those?
too
Yeah.
long
What
ago,
what?
and,
I'm
and
comfortable.
I felt I was going blind because I was just staring.
Professor?
At
This is good. What model
Alright,
is that,
cue
by
one
the
up.
way?
What model are you
frame,
wearing
What
here?
frame is that? Take it off your face and look at it.
Look at the acetate frames.
It says it right there. This is the Faraday. This is the Faraday frame. These are
Oh,
nice,
like Daniel Faraday.
classic, nice classic black.
Or like
you
a
know,
Faraday
you're
cage.
looking at them. What I also like about these is these don't have these.
Wasn't that Daniel
These
Faraday?
particular ones don't have them, but you can also order. They come with like a slight magnification.
Yes.
So if you're looking at screens, it gives you a little,
gives
you a little pop.
It gives you a little
punch
what is it,
in.
Jeff?
Oh,
Show
Jeremy, you
us
look
the
smart
pop.
as shit. Look at
It
you.
gives
It's
you
not
a
like
little-
lightning.
it gives
A
you a little
pop would be
pop.
like, it'd be like, hold on. Well, Laffy Taffy. It'd be like,
You look good, Jeremy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good
Nice.
pop.
wait, check this out.
Hold on,
Jeremy's
here
right,
we
put
go,
them on,
here
put
we
them on. Take them off.
Take
put
them off.
Digital zoom.
All right, put them on. Hold on.
Hang on.
Sorry, put them on.
Quiet.
Yeah.
Damn, I heard
Go.
you put them on.
Yeah.
Jeremy, you
That
look
was fucking
smart.
good.
Jeremy,
Now you look like an author, my
Yeah.
friend. Now I'll buy your book.
It's like Carl Sagan.
Author,
You know what's
yeah.
really cool?
It's like
Yeah.
space time and
The
shit.
down
my
to earth
God.
scientist.
You invented space.
It's like, oh my God, what?
I'm like, hey kids, I'll
When
teach
did
you about
Stephen
science and
Hawking
it's
learn
gonna
how
be
to
fun.
walk?
And it's gonna be
More like
whatever I
Stephen
make up.
walking.
Oh.
Want to do an experiment?
Okay.
Maybe you'll
It's
learn
actually-
something.
It's actually like really cool. Like you say, it filters out like the harsh blues and like yellows and stuff. It's like you can actually see that light. Like Lindsay was wearing them and looking up at the lights. I could only see the blue of these lights up here kicking off the lenses. Like
Nice. Nice.
I don't know shit about like
Oh, wait, I want to look
physics.
History. Give me
here.
Despite my
Where?
degree, but like
Let me feel.
There you go.
actually,
bring
yeah,
up his
show us,
degree again.
demonstrate.
I feel
You
pretty
know what? I just gotta
intelligent
brag
right
about
now.
it sometimes.
You see? Yeah. You got it?
I don't. By the way, speaking of stuff that's good, I don't want to get in a whole like.
Listen, the banana
like
one's
I'm not gonna do a whole like
worst.
Yeah, I
divorce
agree.
conversation.
Uh-oh.
Next.
But one of the nice things about living only for yourself, at least half the time now as an adult,
Yeah.
that I haven't had in a long time, is that no one can tell me no anymore. And I
dick told you no.
only, well, except for my penis, I only eat Laffy Taffy and banana popsicles now. I had
Jeff,
12 banana popsicles
Great.
for dinner last night.
Awesome.
If your dick
was
says no,
awesome.
isn't that you telling yourself?
Have
no?
you ever
What
thought?
was the hypothetical you gave me about eating banana popsicles? Sometimes you just want to open the fridge and you just want to know what you want to eat. You open it up and all you got banana popsicles. So you just have that for dinner. I'm like, Jeff, did you have banana popsicles for dinner? He's like, 2 nights in a row. 2 nights in a row.
I have a lady that shows
on the edge.
up. My favorite lady, she shows up and she's like, "Here's your Diet Pepsi and banana popsicles again, sir." And I'm like, "I'll see you tomorrow."
I think you're onto something about that Diet Pepsi. I think it is actually better than just like normal cola.
It's so good.
It's
Is
great.
it better
So
than
good.
Diet Coke?
One
Diet Coke just tastes
banana popsicle
legitimately
dinner.
like
It's
chemicals.
I
amazing.
love Diet
Like
Coke.
I don't hate it.
I like the taste of
It's
Diet
just
Coke better
it
than Coke.
really
for
doesn't
sure.
taste like.
I want Rudy's
Great.
so bad now because
You want what,
talking
Rudy's?
about it. Yeah, we were talking about it before.
I'm
right.
just thinking
You know what
about
I'm gonna
people
have? I'm gonna leave
fingering
here.
their
What are you gonna have?
assholes.
I'm gonna leave here.
you gonna have?
I'm gonna go film Call of Duty maybe. Whatever. Around about 5 o'clock. I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna drive an hour to my place. That's 3 miles away because I live downtown
Traffic.
now.
Yep.
I moved.
But you
I
really-
moved. I lived 2 miles from work. It took me 6 minutes to get home. I now live 3 miles from work. It takes me an hour to get home. Great.
Austin,
so
baby.
I'm gonna
Get a helicopter.
I'm gonna drive. Should get a helicopter.
Drop you right off.
I'm gonna drive home. I'm
Or
gonna
a sewer
crack
boat.
open a Diet Pepsi, turn on the TV, and start diving into some banana popsicles.
Yeah, you start
Hey.
there they are.
That's them! Oh my god! The budget saver. No, put them back up. I want to see them again. The 18 pack, women owned. I didn't even know I was supporting women,
His
but I am.
perma bonus
The
coming back.
Budget saver, banana twin pops.
Thanks for supporting us.
There's 18 of those. That is a meal and a half right there.
18 is a meal and a half, so 12 is a meal.
Yeah, it's about 12 of them.
Wow.
He's done the
Right.
math.
12 banana
Wow.
popsicles.
So why budget saver? There's like these like really fancy cool ones that I
Fancy
saw.
cool
doesn't
doesn't
need 'em.
always mean anything.
Yeah, it's actually true because
Expensive doesn't equal good.
You know, that's
Trevor.
actually
If
true.
you've
It
never
does.
had a budget saver banana popsicle, twin pop,
actually,
I
god
wouldn't.
damn it, I want some goddamn budget
fucking
savers.
Yo,
fantastic.
banana flavoring is disgusting. It's the worst thing that's ever been invented.
You're
but
a
bananas,
fucking
All right,
monster.
all right, all right.
You're not even
Great.
human.
All right, Lindsay, I agree.
Eating a
You're
banana.
a face.
I'm eating banana
Lindsay
flavor
is
right now,
Lindsay,
Hitler.
I agree with you on the banana flavored Laffy Taffy because Jeff is a fucking animal. But what
What's
I
wrong
have
with
to say is the worst
I'm
flavor.
not judging your lunch.
If
That's
you,
okay, man.
If
You eat what you wanna
say
eat.
motherfucking grape right now, I will
It's
punch you.
goddamn great.
It's not great.
Grape flavor
No,
is
no.
not
Lindsay,
even
I'm with you.
real.
I'm with
It
you,
isn't
Lindsay.
even real.
You saying you don't like grape flavor?
I will drink grape flavor, but it is not grape. And it is the worst of the
Okay,
flavors.
all right,
Normal drink.
I hate grapes.
Listen,
I'm gonna tell you right now.
I love
Actually,
grape.
I'm gonna
tell you right now.
I hate grape
Grape
flavor.
is
I
little-
love grapes.
This
I hate grape
dipshit is
flavoring.
right. Grape,
yeah.
it's the
I
worst
love
of the
how you
flavors.
No,
Grape
no,
flavoring is
compliment me,
great.
Jeff.
I'll
Bananas.
those
I'm on
fucking
both sides of this in that the
grape
fact that
Airhead.
grape
Oh,
flavored
amazing.
stuff. First off, I find delicious. Second off, is not grape.
No.
It's not grape. It's not grape. It's purple flavored.
Purple flavored
It's
nonsense.
purple flavored.
Purple drink,
Okay.
yes.
Oh,
Basically, if anyone
Careful,
says,
it's
"What is
purple
purple
and
flavor?" You
sugar.
go, "It's Diamond Tap." Do you ever have
Yeah,
Diamond Tap?
fucking medicine.
Purple flavored. All right.
Yeah.
That's why you get the,
Dude, I
the cherry
love that
diamond
shit.
tap.
No, see,
So
I
you
had,
don't like
you don't-
cherry.
So you don't
Maybe
dime
that's
kill
it.
yourself.
because I had banana flavored medicine when I was growing up, and that like made me hate banana
Who the
flavored.
Banana
fuck makes
medicine.
banana flavored medicine? I've never even heard of that.
So
I don't know, but I hope I
That's
get sick so I can
called
have some.
That's
Oh,
called
it's nasty.
PTFD.
Yeah.
It's when you have the flavor, but it's post-traumatic.
There's two
It is.
flavors of medicine to me. There's grape, which is Diamond Tap, and
very
there's
funny.
shit, which is
Thanks,
Robitussin.
I'm a big
Well,
fan of that.
That's the two flavors.
There's a lot of shit.
I planned that a
red
week ago.
shit.
Oh, I hate
Red
them.
shit.
Disgusting
That's
cherry.
Robitussin. You have that, you're like,
How do you guys feel about Pepto-Bismol? I hate the taste.
My
Pepto-Bismol's
God, I could.
legit.
What's that pink liquid shit?
Chalky and
That's
chalky.
it.
I know. There's Pepto-Bismol, but I mean, this is the shit you had to get prescribed. It was like an antibiotic, and you're a child, and you're like, that's a
This
good.
Blaine.
motherfucker can drink
Blaine.
it like
I'm getting-
soda.
Blaine.
Blaine.
That's-
Blaine.
Blaine.
Also, this motherfucker can drink it. You drink Pepto-Bismol. That's
Hey,
how
Blaine.
it
Well,
works.
like you drink it like a soda. Like it's
Blaine,
nasty to
come
me.
here.
How the fuck did you call Blaine?
Come over here.
Hi, Blaine.
I don't
Good to see you.
think my
Blaine,
brother wanted
Blaine,
to be
Blaine,
on
come
the
over
show.
here.
Blaine.
You're doing a great job. Keep up the
Are
good
you
work.
playing Battlefront? or-
Blaine, come over here.
No, I'm not actually. I'm kind of fighting EA
Yeah?
on the whole thing.
Oh,
oh,
okay.
nice.
Yeah.
Oh, you're the
taking
one
a
fighting
stance.
it? You're the one
Yeah,
that took a
I'm
stand?
leading the
Okay.
charge against
Blame
them.
moonshine.
Thanks, man.
You want some moonshine?
I was gonna say he could have some of mine, but you could have some of his rancid one.
Why is
It's
mine
not rancid.
rancid?
It's not rancid. It's just you.
Blaine, I love your stash.
Thank you.
By the way.
Thanks for having me on, Michael.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good to see
Where
you.
you going, Blaine?
Seriously, don't lose the stash.
Blaine's kicking off another season of $1
Fucking
Million.
like that guy.
He's an awesome guy.
No.
Yeah.
Blaine.
I made an episode with him. He made it real easy. It was good.
Is
Yeah?
Blaine
Yeah.
24?
Who gives a shit?
Blaine is ageless.
How old are you?
Blaine's 27.
Oh, okay.
24. I was like, Blaine's not
Fucking
young.
life's
He's
Man,
not.
just wanna say
What?
hi.
Speaking
No.
of 27,
Is he? You're younger than me?
Look it up. Look it up, motherfucker.
There's no way Blaine's
Look it
younger
up.
than I
I
am.
know how old
I
people
know he's
are
younger
that I
than
don't
me.
like.
Yeah.
I'll look up
God damn, he's in earshot.
That's the point.
I know.
Blaine.
He's like right around the curtain going.
What did Blaine say in one interview for something? He was like, I have an interesting relationship with the Joneses. It's like they
I feel like
insult
I have
me,
to
but they
convince
love me.
Blaine
your
that I
age.
like him.
Yeah.
I like every time
How
I
old is
see
he?
every time I see Blaine, he's like, "You guys hate
I'm looking
me.
it up.
Why do you hate me?"
Everybody in Rooster Teeth thinks we hate
Like
them.
every time I'm about to talk to Blaine, he's
27.
like,
Most of them, right?
I'm about,
how
I'm about
old
to
is
say
he?
something.
Here's what I can say. Here's
27.
what I'll say about Rooster Teeth employees. Perceptive.
Yes.
They are perceptive.
I'll give them that. They're
Oh,
smart.
they know.
Well, Blaine.
They know.
I
Blaine
like
was-
what you alluded to.
Yeah, Blaine was a fat kid like me, but instead of bullying people, he just got really self-conscious. So now he was like, "Oh, I hope people
But
like me."
I mean, there's
Is that
times
what
where
he's
I'm
like?
like, I'm
Yes.
trying to
You know
say
that?
something
Doc,
nice to
he
Blaine,
told me,
and he's like,
yes.
what shitty snarky comment you're gonna say? I'm like, Blaine, I was actually trying to say something nice. I don't want to say anything anymore.
The
Blaine.
Blaine train.
Blaine train?
Yeah.
Is that what they call them?
I
That's what I
don't,
call
you
him.
know, I
Stop
don't
offending
need
him.
snark. It's just like, why is Blaine here? I'm just asking an honest question.
Also,
hear you.
Why are
going
you
back
here?
to fingering assholes.
You ever think about that? Did you
Allegedly.
ever think about why we're here?
Yeah, and fingering assholes. Yeah. My roommate walked in on somebody in college. Her roommate. at
Watching
the time.
RPB while fingering their asshole?
No.
Oh my
I
god,
wish.
I did that too!
Yeah, but
They
supposedly
didn't come in their mouth.
with one hand they were fisting their vag, and with the other hand they were fisting their ass. And they
Oh,
were just
me
kinda
too.
doing
How?
like
That
a
doesn't
So that's like
finger
kneading-
thing.
kneading
Wait, that was
Yeah.
Blaine?
That's
like kneading a pizza.
Yeah, actually.
Blaine fisted his asshole?
And vagina.
And
I was
his-
surprised.
So
Oh,
you
that's-
will
that's
fist bump
Bro fist.
yourself?
I'll be
Bro
honest
fist.
with you. I'll be honest
Look
with you.
at that
I always
handsome devil.
Look at that little
suspected.
guy.
I always suspected
I don't know why
Blaine didn't
there's
have a
no-
penis.
I don't know
Looks
why
like
that's
Jake
up there now. There's
Gyllenhaal.
a
That's
picture
the
of
face of a fister right there.
young Blaine.
That's what they look like.
I was thinking,
Watch out.
first thought I ever had when I met Blaine was like, there's no penis there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like Ken doll.
That poor guy.
Oh, like a woman.
I can't believe
Yeah.
you walked in here.
I can't believe he walked in here of his own accord. He knew it. He was like choosing to walk
Wait.
out to like the fucking like,
Execution.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say hi to the guy and shake his hand.
They're adjusting my
What is that
focus
called
again.
when they shoot you?
Execute
Podcast
ya.
hat? Like,
I'm so
is
sorry.
there
I
a
move
name
around
for
a
that?
lot.
Yeah,
Execution.
there is. No. What the firing
Firing
squad?
line?
Cut to
Yeah,
that.
there you
Firing
go.
squad?
Firing squad. He was like marching out to the firing squad, like, I'm not scheduled, but I'm just gonna stop by. I'm getting
Sure, let's
shot.
see
Oh,
that.
what do you know?
Nobody shit in my mouth yet today. Well, I don't know what he does.
Oh, you
Maybe
want to
that.
shit in your mouth?
Oh yeah.
I'm cooking
Oh,
up
you're
a
saying
bruiser.
Blaine
Yeah.
thought
There's
that.
time.
He's like, I'll get shit on right now. I love getting covered in feet.
I just wanted to say hi to
We
him.
were covered in feek yesterday.
We
in
were.
Like a,
We
It was a
were.
video game
Oh, we
thing.
were.
We weren't actually
Halo.
covered in
Oh, it
feek.
was a Halo
Yes.
thing.
You talking about
Garbo flush.
Garbo flush. Yeah.
I don't think I could get into that.
I'm still into Garbo
I call it
crap.
chemical toilet.
As a
there was
sexual
Garbo,
device.
Zap.
Poop shit.
Yeah.
Don't
She,
poop.
she can't either because
Don't-
I bring it up a lot.
Don't poop or shit on
Like
me.
Gus and I had a friend
I
who
bring up
had
all
a
the time,
girlfriend.
and
I
I'll
love
kiss
like
on
when
it.
Like-
I love when Lindsay lays down the line. lie. She's
No.
like, Absolutely, here's my like boundary.
I'm
Again,
a fucking
fuck
freak.
off.
Don't shit on me.
That's going
All
back
right.
to like what I was saying before when like I piss her off at home and
Yeah.
like she's talking about
And then you
something.
try to piss on
She'll be
me.
talking about whatever.
What?
And I'm like, what if? Just like quick,
Trying to make
like
some
what
showers?
if I just pissed on you? She's like, no. I'm like, but it'd be really funny. Do it in the shower. You just turn it on. It'll be on already.
Nope.
I mean,
Like,
that's the
I
thing.
just,
No.
I'm just trying to drive a conversation.
Here's what I don't get.
You know what I mean?
Here's what I don't get, and I want to get it. I
And
want
I'm
to
like,
understand
here's
it.
the thing.
Academically, I want to understand
You
it.
might like it. Who knows?
I want to academically, I want to
Could be
understand
cool.
No.
Could be cool.
Who the
So,
fuck did
and
that?
Max is over there. He probably does this stuff. I don't know.
Max?
He's a fun guy.
Come here, Max.
Here's what I don't understand. Like you, like
Come here, Max.
like a golden shower, right?
All right.
Like the point of sex for me.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Yes.
The point of sex for me.
Scooch on in.
Max,
buddy.
let me tell you about the point of sex for me.
Max,
Don't stand in the front.
Max,
You look,
right
you
here.
look
Come
good,
here.
looking good in that
You're on
shirt, by the
set,
way.
so you gotta take a sip
Let
of
me also
Jeremy's
preface that
nice.
Jeff doesn't represent
moonshine.
straight
Peaches.
sex
I hate
entirely,
peaches.
but for Jeff,
you
what do
hate
you
peaches?
enjoy?
It's
Well,
probably
the
not
point
good.
of
more
the point
cinnamon
of
and
the point
alcohol
of
than
sex,
peach.
like the end result of sex to me, all the work to get up to it is to have the orgasm, right? Which is what my
Yeah.
penis was so sorely denying me the other
Yeah.
day. And
That's everybody's goal, right?
and you just like it's like whatever you do to get there, it's whatever. Like like that's the cupcake. You're gonna, you know, you like you eat
Yeah.
your dinner to get to the dessert, right?
Cupcake is
The
literally-
dessert is like the
That's a euphemism. Anyways.
and then the shame. I don't know how peeing on someone or being peed on makes the orgasm better.
I mean,
Have you
I don't
been-
know.
I'm not saying it doesn't.
Have you been peed on?
No.
Listen,
Not that I
I'm
know
here to
of.
understand
I mean,
everybody's
not in a
fetish,
sexual way.
all right?
I was in the army.
I've heard it's a dominance thing.
What's that to do
Well,
with it?
yeah.
Like I'm peeing on you now. I feel
I
dominant.
own
Now
you.
my penis orgasm is going to be stronger.
Max, how do you
No,
feel
now
about
we're gonna have
this?
sex with someone who smells
Why
like
do you gotta
piss.
Why do you gotta like?
I'm not
why do
dissing
you
it, I
gotta-
wanna
no,
understand
No, not
it.
diss it. Why do you gotta like take it all apart?
I unpack
Some
everything.
people
I
just
unpack
might like
everything.
piss.
Sometimes,
Might
Max,
just be a
you
thing.
gotta
Some people
peek
just
to the
like-
Or is it
dirty
like
side to
I
see
like
what's
the
going
smell
on.
and like adds? Are you big? Are you into the?
No, I've never
No.
done it, but I wouldn't be like weirded out by it.
Oh, I would.
Yeah, but do you think it would enhance the situation?
Of like,
feel
would you
like-
be okay doing either way, getting peed or peeing? Which
Yeah,
one?
sure.
I don't
mean,
want
like,
either.
See,
give it
my
a
thought
shot.
was like,
What are
you
you
know,
doing
give it a
later
shot,
Let's go.
like you know, in like a bathtub or something. Like,
No.
don't
like
piss
Tough
on
Girl.
me like in the
like
car.
Top Girl.
Or on our bed?
You know, don't piss on my
bed and
You gotta get
Russia?
the rubber
But
sheets.
like, people pee in the shower.
Yeah.
My Casper mattress.
Maybe
Yeah.
you pee on a person in
But
the
that's
shower.
not sexual.
Pick your flavor.
That's
I
just
mean,
me.
I
Not
need
yet.
to actually get pint glasses for
You
the
come
Yeah,
on
go for
set,
it.
and,
Yeah, make sure they come back, motherfucker.
No.
They're on the right
Absolutely
side
not.
over there.
do your goddamn damn
I'm
dirty
looking for
dishes.
another- I'm
We
looking
got
for
some
some-
Game
Lindsay, I'm with
ones
you.
there.
I'm with you.
Yeah,
I don't.
you can
I don't have
rate
a
the
problem
Game
with
Attack
it.
ones.
I don't think it's necessarily weird because
Lindsay
everything
hates
is
it.
weird
She
to
thinks
somebody.
you're weird, and if you like
You're a
piss, she
freak.
hates you.
You're a fuck.
I
She doesn't want
just-
you watching.
I guess I just
And
don't
I think
understand
that's
how
wrong.
it enhances the situation.
I don't know either, but here's the thing.
You know how like you put like
There's a-
rose petals on the bed when you want to have a romantic night,
I
light
agree with
candles?
you.
Is there like a piss equivalent of that?
Here's the thing about
Yeah,
that,
for
though,
people
right?
that love to clean
Yeah,
up.
you dot it in urinal cakes.
Like
Here's the thing about that.
I put down all the plastic sheeting and I've
Urinal
put on like the
cakes.
R. Kelly and like
I-
now we're gonna get into it.
Like,
Dude,
some
I
people
I
like
would
it,
love it if my lover smelled like, you know,
Some people
ammonia
like
the
it.
whole
Asparagus
time.
and
Your own
ammonia.
piss.
and I
Man.
understand that, like you said, like I just don't know how do you get there?
Like get ready, I am
But-
dehydrated.
But here's the thing: I don't know how magnets work, but they do.
Insane,
right.
Insane
You're right.
compost.
They
just
do.
metal that
Michael,
traps
I don't
gravity.
have the same open mind that you do.
I'm just saying, I don't understand the internet.
I have a
How
happy
does
sex
that
life
work?
that doesn't involve
You know what
your
though?
like this.
You know this
And
guy's
it
being
works
so
with
evolved.
that.
I'm gonna tell you, people that have people like Michael that are evolved. There's always something though. You try to put anything near that guy's butt, and we'll see how evolved he is.
It's true.
He'll shut you down.
Well, like from
We'll
my
see how it
experience,
Yeah, that's true.
Evolved
The
tea.
most,
Jeremy,
like-
try putting something in my butt and see
No
what happens.
thanks.
You can try it.
No, thank
you.
you.
can try it.
Am I wrong in that
You
the
can
most
try
hardcore,
it.
conservative, usually Christian
What's up, dude?
Max coming back in.
got some
Max-
piss?
Male G spot is in the anus, so
It is.
if
Well,
you-
yeah, it's the
Hey,
prostate,
you're
right?
missing
We're
out
talking
on your
about putting
entire-
I don't care where it is.
That's why I've heard like stories of dudes getting prostate
Let me ask you a
exams and they
question.
were like, I love shit in my butt. I
Yeah,
never knew
I'm
that.
just talking about there's
Better.
3 floppy fingers up in there.
Like a penis or a dildo, a hard cylindrical or like a cylindrical object, or like wiggly fingers.
Like a stranger, like a non-dominant hand.
I would go for a cylindrical object.
This?
Conventional wisdom. It makes sense.
Conventional wisdom.
That's why I'm confused.
That's an
by-
expert opinion too, right there.
You
Well, I
know-
don't. Yeah.
Educated.
You know
or
how many
nothing.
people don't cut their fingernails too? It's like cut your fucking fingernails.
Come on,
man.
Michael.
If you're
Yeah,
gonna
I know.
finger
Sorry,
me,
I
need
really
to.
have to go, but yes,
Please.
absolutely. Fucked up.
Oh, there you go.
He says cylindrical object.
I think so too.
So like
Yeah.
a pint glass?
He would know.
Sure.
A couple of pint glasses that you would run off
No.
set
Well,
with?
a lot of gay people that don't like anal sex.
Yeah.
Like George Takei, he's all blowjobs.
They like giving. giving, and some people don't like taking.
Yes.
It
And they don't
happens.
really like,
Now-
there are some people that don't like giving either.
There's some
You
people
know?
that just don't like
Yo.
sex in general.
Yeah.
That's true.
I don't want
Asexual
it
people.
either.
Yeah.
Jughead.
I live a buttholeless life, and I love it.
Hell?
Jughead from
You got
Riverdale.
plenty of, you got time.
Oh yeah, I haven't
there's
seen
a-
Riverdale.
No, thank you.
26.
I haven't seen
Butthole
Riverdale.
life.
He wasn't asexual for long.
You probably
Yeah,
got
but-
20,
We'll
30
get
years
into that
left.
for sure.
He went from asexual to I'm
gonna
gonna
get
take the
years
hottest
of
chick on earth.
Buttholeless
Well, from what I was
lifestyle.
told from a lot of dudes too, is like the courtesy fingering. If a dude's either interested in trying it out or he's gay, it's like it's the pinky you start off with. It's like, okay, this is the test. Now, do you like this?
Well,
Or
it's
we can
like
move up from here.
It's like when when you first drink an alcohol, you drink like a drink with an umbrella.
I mean, I
Yeah,
had
exactly.
one alcohol
Yeah,
one
pounding
time, and then I
fucking
became an
whiskey.
addict.
no, that's just rude.
Right, Jeremy?
Yeah, but how does that fall in line where like
Your eyebrows are twitching.
I get she's
You can
saying
punch
like
in on that
pinky
with
first to
the
test the
twitch.
waters,
Yeah.
but that doesn't make sense. Like the
It's small and
like
not
what
as
about
invasive.
Gavin? He's got like 9 pinkies, right? Like I feel like he should be past the test. Like how many pinkies has he had up his asshole? Well, he should know
count?
by now. You should
Who
either
can
at this
count?
point it should be like no fingers in my ass.
It
Gavin
resets.
should be like, listen to me.
No.
He should be like no fingers in my ass or more fingers in
Yeah,
my
Here's
ass.
the thing with
It
Gavin.
resets.
The
No,
ninth
here's the thing
time
with Gavin.
it's like
Every
it
time you
doesn't
get a
make
new
sense.
person, it's a
Here's
new
the thing with
pinky.
Gavin
That's not
Free.
true.
Here's the thing with Gavin Free.
It's the same asshole though. The asshole isn't resetting.
Yeah, but the girls don't know that.
I'm gonna tell
but
you.
he does.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Lay it
Gavin,
on us.
Gavin Free
He loves it in his butt.
likes it in the butt.
I mean, yeah,
He
That's why
won't
you're
admit
posting.
it
Who
to
doesn't?
himself. What's
doesn't?
going on with Jeremy? He won't admit it to himself. Did you see? We've got like
Wow.
They're kind of fading in. Jeremy's like, I want
Jeff
it.
is the
Like,
only
we're in a
one-
70s music video.
Jeff is amused by his own hands.
Yeah.
It
you,
wasn't even.
you killed him. You,
didn't
you
even
washed
notice
him
that
away.
Jeremy existed.
Don't be
You
afraid
didn't see
to
the
triangle,
superimposed?
Jeremy.
Yeah.
That's what
Gavin
I'm talking
likes
about.
it in the butt and he wants it in the butt, but he can't say it.
You can't admit
No,
it.
He
Yeah.
can't communicate
Which
it
is
and he
weird
can't
because
accept
he's
it.
English and you think he could admit it easily.
Yeah,
like
they're fine with it.
way more so
They're
than
far more progressive than
like
Americans.
Americans.
Europe
We're
are all about
like
it.
born to hate our bodies.
Yes.
Thing.
You know?
Especially if you're a
Gavin
woman.
Free
Especially if you're a woman.
likes it in the butt.
He loves it, and there's nothing wrong with that.
There's
the thing.
nothing wrong with
Here's
that.
the thing.
The only
There's not a goddamn thing
The
wrong.
only thing wrong with it, a little bit, is his denial.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, you gotta
Yeah.
be
I
true
just
to
want
yourself.
him.
I agree.
You gotta
Yeah.
be true to yourself.
I want Gavin to feel as free as his name.
I also like I'm thinking of, you
Like
know,
a
and this
bird.
is just me. I'm left thinking, what about all the people that love fingers in their butthole and they look up to Gavin as a role model, and then he's like, it's wrong, I don't like it.
And then
Yeah.
they'll never try it.
You know, and they're
gonna die
like,
miserable.
and then the people are like, I must be a monster according to Gavin
Yeah.
Free, and they don't even know that he loves it up his butt. He loves it.
We're not
He likes
live,
it.
right?
He likes
No,
it when
we're
you go
not
up
live.
inside like.
Not that
like-
it matters
like
anyway.
this,
I was gonna look on
and
Twitter, but
then-
there's no
and
point.
then
Oh,
that.
okay. I was like, I'm not cutting any
Yeah.
of this.
Like Jeff, you like
when you
the
s-
dildo in your ass.
Like
No, I
like
did
a
not.
face
Oh, okay.
hugger.
Well, like a
hurt.
That's
face
what it looks
hugger,
like.
but it's like
It
more like a grappling
burned
hook when
like
you
you stuck a hot charcoal in my butt.
Okay.
It just hurt and was hot.
You put a hot charcoal up your butt?
No, but that's what it felt like. I felt like a burning sensation. It wasn't physically
when
hot.
what?
That's
When
dangerous.
when my
Is it a
when
dry ass?
Griffin did the
rock?
yeah.
When she
Yeah,
did the
yeah,
Sunday
that's
brunch.
what
Did she
Ramsey.
just like? Did she just go?
Was there no
got
lubrication,
rainbow.
and how fast was it shoved in?
I'm
Because,
sure
you know-
that but it was gentle.
It was gentle
and
but
lube.
surprising.
Okay.
But it was just like, ow!
Yeah, were you just sitting there, or were
Too
you just
fast.
kind of like?
I mean, he wasn't sitting when she was done.
No.
That's true. He didn't sit for days.
How you doing, Jeremy?
He just kind of blacked out for the last 5 minutes. I don't know what happened.
Jeremy could be 20.
don't
I'm
like
thinking about
buttholes.
it. 2018, Jeremy the butt guy.
Why don't you love your ass?
I don't.
Why do
But
you-
no,
what if I
listen.
showed you
I mean,
my-
of all asses,
You,
mine.
you shouldn't love
I've
your
seen
ass.
my own ass in like
You
mirrors
should
and
love
stuff,
your
and been
ass
like,
or
oh.
your asshole.
What if I
It's
showed you my
bad.
asshole right
The
now?
MeUndies ass.
Like
That'd
$1
be-
million, but I show
that'd
you
be
my ass.
I
I don't
right
want to
now.
see your asshole.
How has
No
no
one
one
does.
in
I
Achievement
don't
Hunter
like
seen each other's
assholes.
I'll tell you right now,
asshole?
Trevor. If
They
you want to give me $1 million,
absolutely have.
I will
Listen,
look at your
Jeff.
asshole.
Listen, like assholes are the number one reason I'm convinced God doesn't exist.
Okay.
Like buttholes are awful, in my opinion. I hate them.
They're like
I hate
aliens.
buttholes.
I get
You know?
that.
It's
At
like
least it's
something
hating
about you is
buttholes
good.
and not
You don't
women.
look good. You don't
Sure.
smell good.
Did I ever
It's
tell you,
awful.
did I ever tell
That's
you
why you
guys
bleach 'em.
that I had Millie convinced from 4 to about 8
Babies.
that I invented buttholes?
Yeah, you said that.
In 1984, I invented buttholes, and before that, people had to poop out of their mouths. And I was like, "This is not acceptable." And then when I figured out how
What do
to
you would
fix
have bet
it.
it was like right after that South
And
Park
she was like,
episode where they
she was
shoved
like
food up
telling
their
kids and
ass
like,
and then they
if
shit out
I
their
had to tell her the
mouth.
truth at some point because she was like in first grade. She's like, my friends say you did not invent buttholes, and I'm like, do your
friends are fucking
I'm like, your friends at
assholes.
school?
Liars.
And she's like, yeah, and I'm like, well, how old are they? And she's like, 8 and 8, and I'm like, what the fuck do they know? A, and then B, I'm like, oh man, she's gonna get tortured. I should stop.
Jeff,
and
but
then,
you
and
never
then in
stop.
a couple years you stop.
Eventually, I
yeah,
did.
5 to 6 years later.
Logic, Jeff never prevails.
No. Well, it doesn't matter because
It's just like Jeff in the
Millie
moment
doesn't
prevails.
believe anything I say anymore.
Like flop flips.
Well, you gotta stop telling her about Santa Claus.
She was funny. We were in the elevator the other day, and she was like, we were just in the elevator going to get dinner or something. And she goes, she's like looking at the ground. She just goes, flop flips.
like
Flop
she was
flips.
still.
And I was like,
still
what?
hurting.
And she goes, nothing. And I go, are you thinking about the flop flips thing? And she goes, yeah. And I was like, Millie, that was 3 years ago. And she's like, yeah.
Flop.
Still
How
mad
old is she
about it.
again?
She's 12.
Dude, I don't remember shit when I was 9.
Yeah, Millie's got a good memory.
Well, she doesn't have a lot to remember. She's only got 12 years.
Yeah, but like, you know.
Yeah.
Kill yourself.
Yeah.
Damn. That's that seed he's planting. Don't
No,
do that,
no,
actually,
this
please.
is- this
Jesus
is-
Yeah,
God,
please.
no. Don't actually do that.
What, kill myself?
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Good.
Good man.
Also, if you did it because of me, that's your own fault.
Yeah.
You know, like, when you
If you're
listen
gonna do
to
it
me-
because
did
of
it
me,
because of
at
someone
least
else,
state that
that's
in the
you.
letter.
Right.
For
fucking
all the
listen to me.
reasons for me to kill
Like
myself,
this is
it wouldn't
because
be
of
you told me
Jeremy.
to.
Right.
Like, eh?
You have Iris to live for now.
That's
right?
true, and you better, because she needs your money.
It's true.
At some point, she'll need it.
Well,
You got money?
Well,
she's got a lot. She's gonna have to share now,
That's
unfortunately.
fine. You know, she can share. We can all share, Jeff.
I want to let you guys know if you ever kill yourself because of me and you put it in your
I
note,
won't.
this
You
is
better
because of
goddamn own
Jeremy.
it.
Absolutely, I'm bringing that note around with me, going
Well, you should.
like that with the note that says.
I
Jeremy.
kill myself,
no, he
because
just
of
Pissed me
Jeremy.
off, and this could be
Yeah.
you.
He just
Yeah.
does a tweet where
I
it's
did
just
this to
a
him.
note,
Like,
like a
It's just giving me the picture of the note. It's gonna say,
What the fuck could you
Handling it
possibly do
so
that would make me
casually.
feel that way, though?
So
like,
What's that?
I said, what could you possibly
I don't
do
know.
that
What
would
if there's a
make me feel
person like
way?
that
Call you a
loves
slut?
buttholes out there?
No, Jeremy's
Oh,
calling
okay.
us-
What is
Jeremy's
your
calling
call
us
people
sluts
a
multiple
slut?
There's
times.
everything out there, Jeremy. It's
I'm used to
2017.
that.
Everybody
Yeah.
loves everything.
I don't understand why people are all like, I can't call people a slut, because it's like there's like
And I don't understand.
there's things that you can call people that's really offensive because they can't control it
Like
or
what?
anything like that, and it's offensive.
Like what?
and stuff like
That's
that.
interesting.
But
are you getting
they call
at?
people a slut. You can control being a slut. Don't do that.
It's
No,
just-
no,
don't be
Not
one.
even that.
No, I
not even
can't.
that, not even
I
that.
It's
can't
like you're
control
slut
that.
shaming.
You're
It's don't be a slut.
I can't
it's-
control that.
you're
It's not like
wrong.
you're thief shaming.
No,
Don't
it-
steal shit.
I'm sorry, no, it's
But you
biological
call
mental.
people sluts that aren't sluts. Is
That's
the weird
different.
Part.
That's different.
Most, I would say,
Yeah.
90% of the time when you refer to inanimate objects as sluts,
That
they're
they
not,
are though.
They're not being
because they're
sluts.
fucking
A
me
chair can't
usually
be
in this
slutty.
situation.
That's like
No.
That's like I was always surprised. Like I don't know if you guys might not remember this because it's grown-up stuff, but a couple years ago, Alec Baldwin had a political
slut?
show on MSNBC, and it got canceled because he called somebody a cocksucker,
Oh, yeah?
and it was too offensive,
Can't
so
do
they
that.
killed his show. And I always thought, like, what's so wrong with like it's the D
It's the
argument,
D
which like
mentality.
half the
half the population loves sucking cock, and the other half the population loves getting their cock sucked. So what's the problem?
Isn't there a
Yes.
subtle majority that loves the cock-sucking part of it?
Well, yeah.
I don't know. I just don't know
think?
why that's a fireable
well, never
offense.
mind.
Then you
That's
have the
kind of
lesbian
like-
population that wants
That's
nothing
true.
to do with
Nothing to do with
cocks.
sucking
That's
dick.
true. I don't
Yeah.
know those odds or whatever.
You talk to Mariel.
I would
Yeah,
think
but
being
that's,
a slut.
but that's,
I would
easy
think,
because then the cock's out of the equation.
and this is not for me because I'm
let's
old.
discuss if the cock's in the equation.
Like,
Like, you're
if-
gonna like
I
sucking
also
it
wouldn't
or
say half the
getting it.
If
population loves
somebody-
sucking cock. I'd
if
say
somebody-
half the population tolerates sucking cock.
If somebody called me a
Tolerates,
slut,
yeah.
that
Yeah.
would be a badge of honor to me. They'd be like, "That Jeff
he
man,
will.
he's getting laid all day long. What
I'm
a
just saying,
slut!
it's rarely-
He's
it's
sleeping
because
with all the hot
rarely-
people.
It's because the erection never leaves.
All the ladies are
Rarely
banging him.
is there an
What a slut.
opportunity where in
Well,
a
I'm
video
single.
there's
That's
like,
a manhole.
I'm just
The
saying.
hands,
I'm just
Jeff.
saying. You know, when Jeremy's driving in GTA, you know, and he runs a woman over in the street, and then just keeps going, and he's like, "Slut should have got out of the way."
I don't do
If
that.
like right before he hit her,
You do.
she was
Damn
getting
close.
gangbanged by 5 guys at once.
It might be.
It might be applicable.
But even that, you don't
when
know
it's
that
like an
she's
old
not
lady
from-
crossing the street.
don't do
and it's
that.
like, fucking slut.
She might live in
gotta
Utah.
go-
She might be married to all of those men.
It's true.
It's
Yeah.
like
I gotta
she
go
might
to the
be-
grocery to pick up my
Polygamy?
diabetes medication or something.
How'd you like that, slut?
On to the
Monster truck.
Yeah.
When Jeremy says slut, he doesn't mean any. Like, at no point is the definition promiscuity.
It isn't.
No, no,
It's
no,
just a
nothing.
generic
Jeremy,
insult.
that's the
Jeremy
point.
uses
Here's the
slut
thing.
like
Yeah.
I use bitch.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just not evolved
Yeah.
that far
No, but
yet.
that's
When I'm
the
like,
thing.
take that bitch, and Jeremy's like, take that
Yeah.
slut.
You act like I say it every video. I really do.
No, he doesn't.
You went through a
Goes through
phase.
phases.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You know right
say-
now.
You're like, oh, I'll call anyone a slut. Doesn't matter. It's like, okay, yeah, that's fine. Jeremy is
Okay.
able to call people a slut. A-okay.
Because he is one.
But expect my response to be, I'm gonna punch you in the fucking face. I can do that. So
Fair
you,
enough.
You call me a slut.
She's had-
I'm
If,
okay to
listen,
punch
had a lot of
the shit out
moonshine.
if I call you a
Yeah.
slut, you are open to punching
It's
me in
almost
the
like
face.
Lindsay's
That's
like,
totally
Lindsay's
fine.
like, come at me, son.
Yeah.
And I gotta move
Two.
this away.
Because I don't think I've ever called
Yeah.
someone in
What's up,
real
Lindsay?
life a slut. I don't think
Jeremy's
I've
got a
ever
good
done that.
point, and I think
mostly
you should argue it.
NPCs.
It's
like-
NPCs and people that don't exist.
Yes.
People that can't punch.
Slut,
Yeah.
slut is a terrible thing to be called.
My
but
car's a slut.
You can call someone some basic words, what would be considered G-rated, but if you mean slut
It's the
or something,
intent.
it's just as bad.
That's the thing
It's
I don't. That's the
just
thing I
as
don't
bad.
get about swear words.
Yeah.
Or like the
It's nonsense.
Here's the thing about Jeremy in general. Like he's like
how you
diametric
use
man,
them.
where he's like, what
the fuck?
I don't know if
Jeremy's
that's a fucking word.
He's losing
That's the thing
his
I don't
fucking
understand
He
about,
like
like-
he says the most aggressive, like abrasive shit.
Yeah.
But he's also like the most like he's the kindest person
It's
I
true.
know behind
Yeah.
the scenes. Like so
He calls people doofy.
he like what comes out of his
Gotta
mouth
stop
is
with
so
doof.
opposite with
You're
what
obsessed
it
with
actually
It's
means.
ridiculous.
I say very Ruth.
That's
You
you're so
said
right about that
some
though. It's like
things, Jeremy.
it's 100%
You said some
intent.
things.
Yeah.
Like I never understood like growing up in a very religious Alabama, Southern. You'd be like, you say, "God damn it!" People say, "Don't take the Lord's name in vain." Say, "God bless it," or "Gosh darn it."
But
And it's
you
like,
mean the same
both
thing.
of those things mean "God damn it."
You
Yeah.
put the word, yeah. You
Yeah.
put.
God's not
putting the
like
word up
assuming
here.
he exists. God's not a fucking idiot.
Yeah,
God's
he's
not
fine,
like,
yeah.
It's also.
"Oh, God bless me."
You get the
That's
same
it's
people
weird that
that
he
are
would
like-
say that while trying to change his tire,
It's
but
also,
yes, bless me.
I find that when you get to the point of like, and whether this is people saying it or just people in general, but you get people like, oh, you shouldn't say that, you know, oh, that's mean, this and that, blah, blah, blah. You know what else is? Like, you know what? Even if you're not cursing, like molesting kids. Shouldn't
a bad
do
one.
that.
Don't do that.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
I fail to see how language comes up in there. Of
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
There's
oh,
no-
fucking, don't curse, you gotta be nice, this and that. I embezzled $2 million though.
Yeah.
It's like, well,
There's
thank
no
God
wiggle
you didn't
room.
curse while you
Thank
did
God
it.
you were. Thank God you.
Thank God you're a good person.
You were G-rated
You're a-
while you were
you're a
Roger
good
and those
person.
people.
You can
Yeah.
say mean
Curse.
words and be a nice person.
Yeah, yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Well, recently, Michael and I were talking about Always Sunny, and the scene that comes to me like the most as the best example of this is when Danny DeVito's talking to Dee about like her pageantry work, and they're like, "Oh, you should have been beautiful. You must have been gorgeous if you won so many times." And he's like, "No, she was a dog back then." It's like, dog is a G-rated word, okay, but the way he says it,
It was
like
like the
oh
most
my
offensive
God.
thing
Like,
ever.
Yeah.
When he goes, oh no, she was a dog back then too. She was a dog back then too. But she was good at the makeup. I'll give you that. You were good at the makeup.
Brutal.
And then it's
Jesus
still like,
Christ.
Thanks, Frank.
she almost still accepts it too.
Yeah.
Because the psychological abuse has been there her entire life. Where he's like,
Right.
you were a dog back then too, but you were good at it. I'll give you that.
I'll give you that.
It's like,
Yeah,
I'm pretty
that's
good.
The way you use the word and the meaning behind it is far worse than ever, like than the word itself.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like exactly like that.
It's like to the point where
Dog.
again,
It's like-
Lindsay gets mad sometimes. It would be doing something in the house, and she we took the trash out, right? Like she took the trash out, and then I go to throw something away, and there's not a new bag in it, and I'm like, oh, you fucking idiot! You didn't put a new bag in it. And like someone could take that as the most extreme thing ever. Like you
Right.
called your wife a fucking idiot. I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, I call myself a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
I stubbed my toe, and I'm like, fucking retard. What an idiot.
Almost
like
like-
that
yeah.
means nothing to me. It
Right.
doesn't mean anything to me. Is that if you were like, you look like a dog, like, oh my god,
that's
shit,
like-
that's
that
offensive.
hurt me.
Real. Who cares?
Yeah, I'm real mean.
It's just filler words.
I'm real
Yeah.
mean to me, like in the third person. Like
Yeah.
I'm not like,
Yeah.
I'm stupid. I'm like, you suck.
And you
God,
do that-
you're an
you do
idiot.
that a
Jason,
lot.
You, me, you.
Simple
I
Jeff.
hate you.
Simple Jeff.
Simple Jeff
Simple
is
Jeff is the
Simple
worst.
Jeff,
The Simple
Simple Farm.
Jeff.
Simple Jeff is the worst.
Fucking
enemy of Simple Jeff.
idiot! It's also the same reason where I'll be home and I'll be like, fucking idiot, and Lindsay will bust me like, oh my god, what happened? What's wrong? Da, da, da. And I'm like, I clicked the wrong button.
I clicked the wrong button. It's
nothing.
super
Big
mundane.
overreaction
And it's
there.
like that's how I roll. That's how I was raised. It's to the
Like-
extremes.
I was like, what's wrong? I sat down and the pillow fell on the floor.
Yeah. Oh my god! I'm like, oh, did you see this cool new Netflix show? It's fucking tits.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, talking about like non-swearing words that cut you
Nerd.
to the core. When was the first time Millie told you that she hated you? Because I'm bracing for that with Iris. It's
Damn,
gonna
dude.
Kill me.
The first time she said a curse word?
Probably
Well,
the first
a kid
time.
says like, "I hate you" as a parent. It's like, oh,
That can hurt. That can cut
get
deep.
over
man.
Yeah, that's some
I
real
don't
deep
know
shit.
that
Get
she's
over it.
ever said that
I'll
to
cry.
me.
She probably did. You probably just
She said that she doesn't believe me or trust me.
Which is
fair.
100%
She
accurate.
said that
Fair enough.
I don't think she's ever said I don't love you or I hate you.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yet.
That's great.
She'll
Good.
get there.
But I
next year.
assume
Next year's
that's
13.
gotta be right around the corner.
be right around.
I don't think you
Jeff.
have to brace for it too much because I don't think it's a standard among kids.
Oh, yeah.
I've never pulled that
No,
trigger.
see, I did the opposite where I was in trouble and I go, I love you, mommy. And she was like,
We got
no,
a
you're
fucking-
grounded.
I'll say
You're a
this.
piece
I'll
of
say
you little
this.
piece of shit.
I'll say this. Millie and I got in a fight the other day, and it was the worst fight we've ever been in. It wasn't mean, but we both hurt each other's feelings to such a degree that we were shopping for furniture. And she wanted a desk, and I didn't want her to buy a shitty desk.
Right.
I didn't want her to buy
She
the
wanted to get the first desk she
She wanted to
saw.
buy the literally first desk. She's very utilitarian.
And you said,
I'm like,
you
no.
said, boom! No!
I did. Just like Matt. And I was like, no, we're going to look around. We're not just going to buy the first piece of shit desk we see. And it was a whole thing. And it resulted in her sitting in the car and me sitting in the car driving home, not looking at each other, me only driving, like making eye contact, like looking that way as I turned right, you know? And not talking, getting out of the car, not talking, getting into the elevator, not talking, going all the way up to our place. And then her going into her bedroom and me going into mine, and just both of us sitting there like this.
Oh man.
That reminds me of the.
And then, like, after about 30 minutes, I walked out, and she walked out, and I was like, and she's like,
That's like one.
like,
That's like one a week
and she's
for
like,
me and Lindsay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And I'm
One a
like,
week?
I don't.
One day.
Do you want to get dinner? And she's like, yeah, I guess we get dinner. And then we were fine. But it was like, it was just, we were both so, like, we were both wounded. Nothing super mean was said. It was just a disagreement. But we were at a point where, like, she got under my skin and I got under her skin, and neither of us can say mean things to each other. I can never say mean things. I mean, I say mean stuff to Millie all the time. Sure. You know, don't be an asshole or whatever. But not, like, genuinely hurtful mean things.
Cutting deep.
And so I just internalized it, and she internalized it, and we just got both, we were just so sad. It was really heartbreaking.
Well, I think this.
Well, they were
Is,
fun.
I think this is a lot, actually. Really.
What?
That like you don't want to just say anything truly mean, and that you,
No,
like,
never
you
in a million
got-
years would I.
You got upset over something that was like super like not like real. It was like it was over a desk. It was like
it was probably less about the desk and more about just all the stress that we're going through in
Sure,
our personal lives.
sure.
And it was just manifesting in this decision.
No,
to buy a
it
desk.
was the desk. It was the desk.
her, it might have
important,
been
man.
the
People,
desk.
people said
For
that
her, it might have been
it
the
was
desk.
all the
That
desk.
But
Hey guys, come here.
desk.
who's over there.
It's Gus.
Anyone who walks in
Gus,
to get
Gus, we want.
Yeah.
Okay,
That
Gus
reminds
is like,
me of,
Gus, can you
like,
come get the
what's
taste
Louis
of
CK's
Blaine out of
show
our
again?
mouths?
Do you know what it's called?
He really soiled
Louis.
up the screen.
Louis.
Yeah.
Have you been to Mount Fiji?
I was just passing by.
What's up?
We've had a lot of
What?
passersby.
Peach moonshine?
Mount Fiji or Mount Fuji?
Mount Fuji?
No,
I don't know.
I haven't. I have not been to the mountain of water.
Wait, that's what it's called?
Whatever.
Gus, want
It's in
peach
Japan, right?
moonshine?
It's in Tokyo?
No,
He's graduating.
just outside of Tokyo. Yeah.
But you've never been?
I've
Should
seen,
I?
I've
Should I
seen
go?
it, but
They should
I've
do
never
Fuji
gone up
water.
to it.
If I only have 3 days or 4 days there, should I take the trip?
Do you like mountains?
Yes.
Then go.
I've heard Okinawa's cool.
Do you like mountains? Then go.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
not, then don't.
It's a mountain. What do you want
I don't
from
want to
me?
interject, but like, correct me if I'm wrong, audience.
That's like saying,
I sent you a list of like 25 things
You
to do
did?
in
I'm gonna
Tokyo.
do- and-
You
but-
didn't even acknowledge it.
I did, I said thank you, I'm gonna do all
You
this
didn't. You
stuff.
did not say thank you.
Get out of here.
I'll be honest, most times these conversations happen, Gus is correct. Where then you pull up the text and Jeff goes, I guess I didn't send it. I will say, this has happened several times before, either like in this very moment. I don't know if it's off topic or Heroes and Halfwits, it's the same spot. I don't know, I've heard this conversation before.
Well, that's why
Bullshit,
I
sent it
asked.
to you, and then they're fighting, and there's fighting, and there's...
That's why
Oh, I
I
guess you're
asked,
right.
is because, yeah, I said,
Oh, no. You scroll back up.
Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta.
A list of
back up.
things to do, all that stuff,
Ta-ta-ta.
and then should I stay there?
and then I said, and then this is in the same conversation, I say, thanks, man. Thanks, man.
Guys, how many
Thanks,
times
man.
in that conversation do you
at?
respond with one of those emoji things? With
It's
your-
called a
An
Bitmoji.
emoji?
Oh, Michael
You know what
does
it
it
is.
now.
I hate Bitmojis. Fuck all
I
of
refuse
you.
to take the
Fuck
custom keyboard
all
because
of
I don't
you.
want
Yeah,
them
they're
reading
fine.
my text.
But no, the reason I ask is because it's not on the list, and I was wondering if you, it's
I
like
figured
not
you
worth
were
the
just staying
time.
in the city. I mean,
Yeah.
if you don't, it seems like if you're only there like 3 days, you don't have a lot of time.
That's-
I wouldn't
okay.
do the
Now,
city.
you're talking
Fair.
earlier about a show where I explain history or some kind of documentary. We should have a show where Gus does like travel plans for people. It's like, all right,
help
if you
you
want
out.
to see a mountain, see a fucking mountain.
Gus and I want to do a
fucking see a
travel
mountain
show
here.
together so badly,
Gus,
and
it's
Rusty
like-
just
it'd be
won't let us do it.
Gus
Yeah.
Gus
It's
Earl,
like
a travel agent.
We've pitched it. We've pitched
Exactly, yeah. He
multiple.
pitches,
We pitched
like, why you
multiple
should
travel
go.
shows
Yeah, yeah.
together, and they're always like, eh.
It's just Gus
Well, that's
like
'cause to be fair,
drunkenly
'cause he
explaining
doesn't wanna
why
do
you
it.
should go to Mount
No,
Fuji.
he does. It's the one
It's
thing he
the
does
mountain
want to
of
do.
water.
It's great.
Gus and I,
It's cats and shit.
Check
It's
it out.
cherry blossoms.
you and I like to hang out and spend time together.
Yeah, we had a
but
bunch of
only
ideas.
outside of Austin. We never hang out in town.
Only in Tokyo.
We want to start a show to give us a reason to hang out.
I'll only stand next to Jeff in front of a camera.
Totally.
Did you get trashed at
I
Expo
love that.
this year
There it
or
is.
No, no.
Oh, no cheese master.
Here's the most.
No,
epic
no,
guest
Were you
Michael.
at? You didn't go to the show.
No. I don't care about the kids, I guess.
Fair
Your
got
Not
dogs
true.
are your kids.
Yeah.
I
All
get
right,
it.
I gotta go from something else.
All right, stay
Bye,
sweet.
guys.
I wanted the audience to correct me because I'm probably wrong. I'm an ignorant
is so
slut.
tiny.
What?
So tiny.
What's up?
What, mine?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I sent Michael a Bitmoji.
Jeremy sent me a
Oh, God
Bitmoji.
damn
Look
it.
how small it is.
Why is your Bitmoji so small?
Because I'm a small person.
It's fucking small. Anyway,
It's like
Japan
a quarter
this
of the
time of
size.
year. Japan this time
Why
of year.
is it-
You're going next week?
Next
2
week.
weeks? Okay.
Next week.
Are you
Or
guys
like
so
right
much
now,
Japan
Jeff,
for like
you are there.
Thanksgiving, right?
When this
comes
airs,
out.
I'll be in Japan.
Yeah.
Nice.
You got them sticks?
The audience who's either been to Japan or lives in
Food
Japan
sticks. They're called food sticks.
is
Jeremy's
now
lost
not the
it.
time to go. I hear like the fall is the best season to go. Like cherry
I've
blossoms
heard
are out.
spring because the cherry blossoms.
Oh,
Cherry
is
blossoms,
that what it
like,
is?
Spring.
Is it just like 1 week to see the
Yeah.
Like I
cherry
said,
blossoms?
I'm an
You gotta
ignorant
really
bitch,
plan it
so I don't
out.
know. But the temperature I hear is like excellent.
I looked. It's in the 50s,
Yeah?
which I can deal with.
Ooh, nice.
It's a little
choice.
cold for me, but
I love
yeah.
the 50s. I love the 60s. It's like you get a jacket on. It's good stuff.
I've
But I'm
heard-
also used to like sub-zero weather. So
I've heard Tokyo is
Yeah.
like the cleanest place you will ever go to. It's very, obviously it's a huge city.
That's
Hey, I'll tell you this.
What's going on,
fucking
Michael?
Australia's pretty goddamn clean too.
Ain't bad.
It's real fucking nice. Again,
was-
I
I'll tell you
call
another
it,
thing about it.
like Sydney.
Human as fuck.
Sydney, yeah, I
Human
call it.
as
I call
fuck.
Sydney like clean New York.
Yeah.
It just reminds
That's how
me
I
of New
feel
York
about.
City.
That's what I call Chicago, actually. Chicago is like a much cleaner version of New York.
I mean, it's like a
So
short.
Sydney's like-
it's like a short New York.
Sydney is fucking nice. Sydney's like proof that if it's because it's like comparing like Sydney to like America and like a major like city, and just because the population of Australia is like 20 million people, like the whole goddamn continent, and so it's like I don't even know what the population of Sydney would be, probably a fraction of that. Compare that to like any major city in the United States.
Yeah.
It's just like proof that I'm not saying we should do it like a government style, but maybe if like Mother Nature started killing people, like if the population got like
Oh, like
let me offer
introduce
an
venomous
alternative.
snakes.
Alright.
just
Yeah.
like
Let me offer an alternative.
no, I'm saying like if it was like the Happening style, and like the plants wiped out like 90% of human beings.
I dropped. I lay
America
down in
would
front of a
look,
mower.
America would look like Australia, and it's
Yeah.
fucking nice. Australia is proof that human beings are ruining the
the
planet.
thing about Sydney,
It's so goddamn nice there.
it's
But-
literally, it's almost annoying. It's almost like being trapped in a postcard shop. Like
It's-
everywhere
it's
you look, it's like
gorgeous.
you're like, and like every direction you turn. in
And most of
Sydney
the people
is-
too.
Oh, they're all
beautiful
nice.
there.
They're all
But
up on
but
postcards?
on the shitty side of that, where you're like, it's proof that people are ruining the planet. People ruining the planet, ruining the ozone is happening the worst over Sydney. That's
Yeah,
why
the
the
Great Barrier
ozone's like
Reef's
fucking
falling
gone.
apart, yeah.
Yeah, the Great Barrier Reef's
Fucking
doomed.
assholes in
It's
Sydney.
gone. Great Barrier Reef is fucked.
You know,
It's just a barrier reef now.
yeah.
Listen,
It's a barrier reef, and then pretty soon it's
I
gonna
tell you
be
what,
a
I tell you what
number.
though,
It's
it's
just
just
gonna be a
going to be a
Yeah.
barrier.
it's real warm.
It's just gonna be a pair of reef sandals.
Reef part will go away and it'll just be a
Real warm.
sandbar.
Yeah.
It's warm.
Nice and tropical.
Yeah.
Kangaroo,
Humid as
delicious.
Everybody's got like nice cheeky accents there.
Cheeky. Max is back
Like
for
a
some
few,
cheeky.
one of the few
Cunt
places
isn't a bad
where, like,
word.
where like
Yeah.
they like Americans
They do-
generally.
they
You know, they're not like, I
do-ish.
fucking hate you.
I want
I'll
to go
kill
somewhere
you.
where they just really hate Americans.
I mean, that's
so I gotta
most,
be like,
most
most
of the
other
world.
countries.
So I can say, yeah,
That's
I
most
know.
countries.
And that's, I mean, I
Should,
want to go anywhere.
go to Mogadishu.
Mogadishu?
Yeah.
Well, then I'll just wind up.
Go to
Mind.
fucking France. Holy shit.
Man.
From what I've
mind
heard,
that.
again, going back, but Japan, honestly, I've heard a lot of Japanese people are like, Americans are fucking annoying.
Here's the
Well,
thing.
we
here's-
are.
We are. But here's the thing you'll get away with in Japan. They'll hate you, but they won't do anything
No,
about it.
public
They
respect.
respect
They'll all just like hate you and move on because that's just how they do there. No one's not. It's like in New York, if someone hates you, you're gonna be like, oh, hey you.
I'm walking.
I don't
man.
fucking like the color of your
What the
jib,
fuck are
jerk
you
off.
thinking about?
You know, it's gonna be like, hey,
Oh,
nice
no.
bike, asshole. I'm gonna fucking fight you now. People
Yeah.
in Japan aren't gonna do that.
Especially if
Man,
you
that
deal,
would be a trip.
if you deal
Japan
gender
fucking
neutral-
chop
Japan act
You'd
You'd
like
be like,
that.
chop. Ah. New York's all like, yo, boo. Japan would be like, kick your
Boston,
fucking
it's like
face.
chest to chest.
I was a
like, go
fucking
at each
kid.
I don't
was
know
like,
that everybody in Japan knows martial arts.
I bet
though.
not everybody, but I bet more people
lot
than
of people.
America.
Probably.
I
I was
bet
a
it's
kid.
more.
Probably.
But Japan has no weapons either.
they've got
They got
plenty of
these,
other. Yeah,
Max.
these are weapons.
human
And this.
weapons.
And that.
And
That's
this.
true.
I was in Florida one
You know-
year as like a 12-year-old or something, and we were like at the
You got
forest-
got by a gator.
I got. Not
Nipped your
by-
balls.
Well, no, but I was at like that. What's that Forrest Gump shrimp place? Like the
Bubba Gump Shrimp.
Bubba Gump Shrimp. There it is.
Forrest Gump shrimp.
We all knew.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. Come on.
They got
now.
all kinds of shrimp there.
So I was there, and this was my first experience as a young child with like a either a Bostonian or a New Yorker,
like a child, not a young
A
child.
northeast,
I was,
a
you know,
northeast.
12 is
a
child.
northeasterner.
It's teenager
And these two guys were just fucking going at it, just yelling at each other. Jeff is facepalming. These guys were going at each other, just yelling. And I'm a kid. I'm like, oh, what's happening? I'm just like, look. I was waiting for my like family to come out of the restaurant. I'm like looking at these guys. And they're like, what do you want? What? You want to go? I'm like, oh no. And I just like look away. But like these guys were going.
They don't give a shit.
Dude, you want to go?
give a
It's like
shit.
the
I
best
also
one ever.
the only time I've been in
wanna
Boston.
go?
Here's my experience with it, like with
You want
Boston.
to go? You want to take this outside? You want to?
Tell me if this sounds like Boston, Jeremy.
Go for it.
The only time I've been in Boston was when I was living in Albany for like a semester.
Did they call you a queer? That's Boston.
Well, no, but I walked into Boston, and I immediately was propositioned by a prostitute,
Nice.
and then upon leaving, I saw a homeless person fight where the one homeless person knocked out the other homeless person. And
Homeless
that
people
was-
should not be fighting each
They're
other
just- they
unless
were
they're
just
fighting
decking
for
each
money.
other.
In terms
Unless
of
it's bum
Boston,
They're just
fights.
out here.
The homeless person fight. Hey, come here. Is that Bernie?
Hey, Bernie. we've gotten
I
most
keep
of you
inviting
now.
people on.
Dude, we got Jeff, we got Gus, we got Bernie. If we could get
This
Joel or
is it.
Matt to roll through.
This is the Founders Edition.
I've never been.
It's kinda like the-
propositioned
we don't
by
have
prostitutes
This is
in
the
Boston.
Tesla
Now we
Roadster
have one.
I can tell you
podcast.
that.
Where
There it
it's
goes.
it's the Founders
right.
Edition.
Yeah. Now question.
And there he goes.
So
I saw Kevin at New York. Right?
yeah, no,
Yeah.
Bernie Burns, everybody.
no
Did he
prostitute
still
interaction.
Star Laser Team 2 right there.
Yeah.
Jingle jangle doodle.
He's kind of hanging out in the dark.
He didn't
Jingle
deal
jangle?
jingle jangles.
So tell me about Boston. Like
yeah.
that's my experience.
Well, that's not my experience with Boston. I've seen homeless people fight, absolutely, but
They fight you?
In most situations, he's the one fighting them.
Did you win?
prostitutes is like another.
He's
like,
also the one propositioning
I
people.
wandered like the streets of Boston. I very rarely have ever wandered sober, so I don't remember a ton of it.
Well, that's a good way to
So-
experience Boston.
How much have you wandered it not
My
so?
experience.
A lot.
Okay.
Well, because like you go to a bar or like my friend, his frat house was in Boston, and like so we would go there, we'd drink, and then we'd just be like, let's go, and we'll end up somewhere else, and we'd go. And just walk down the streets and end up at another bar, and
Right.
then walk down and end up at somewhere else. It would be like, it's midnight, I'm at the aquarium. You know, whatever. You just end up somewhere.
Well, and there is a bar at the aquarium, and people are drinking.
There's a
and
bar
fighting.
next to
Right,
the
there's-
Well,
aquarium.
there's the bar at
Fish are
the
fucking
aquarium
drunk,
is
man.
the fish tank. Yeah, the tap's attached to the
fish?
tank.
No, there's a bar called Mr. Dooley's that's right next to,
Nice.
like right next to the
Do
aquarium.
you have stock in
Mr.
there?
Dooley's?
His
No, I
dad
do
does.
not. Mr. Dooley's
His dad's not passing it
and
down.
Whiskey Priest is like
Mr.
right-
Dooley's my
right
father.
there, yeah. Whiskey Priest is
Call me alcoholic.
I gotta drive home.
I'll fight you.
See, I couldn't go back there because what wasn't in my repertoire before.
You can bring it
coming
back.
here.
You can spread it.
I would no way be able to
Spread
go into
'em.
Boston and be like,
You go.
"Oh, you want to fight?"
Jeremy, you go and just get your head.
Yeah, I
cleared.
would just get fucked up.
I think you're insane for walking around. Period. Like I think about doing.
You're
that.
insane
There's
for walking,
There's no
period.
way I would walk around in Boston drunk.
Well, that's because
in the
you're
middle
from
of the
fucking
night.
Texas.
No way.
That's why.
Well, like Michael, when we did
Exactly. It's even worse.
when we did
Dallas.
Let's Play Live,
true.
right? And we were on the East Coast, we would like, be in the hotel and we're like, oh, I'm gonna go get lunch, and you walk down the street. And I know that you told me that you were doing the exact same thing I was doing, where you'd walk down the street and every now and again you'd like maybe see a shadow or something, and you'd have to like look behind you real quick
Sure.
and then keep walking. And that's just how you walked.
Yeah.
That's
But
just
I
how
do
you
that
did
in
it.
Texas. It's just not necessary.
Yeah.
No.
In Texas, I hear you literally hear like. I'm like, all right.
You turn around.
I turn around and someone's like, "Hey, how are you?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, hey, how are you?"
Right, but in the Northeast,
Turn
it's
around
like
and someone
someone's
goes-
coming up on me. Here we
Don't
go.
ever fucking walk behind me,
Yeah.
especially like late at night. Don't be walking faster than me on the sidewalk.
It's like midnight. You're
Slow
walking
yourself
downtown.
down.
You
Yeah.
hear some footsteps, and you turn around. Would you like to hear about Jesus?
Yeah,
You're gonna get
basically.
knocked
Like,
the fuck
well,
out.
Some
Yeah.
dude
That's-
wanting to play guitar for a sandwich.
got a
He
loop.
has a dog. Yeah, exactly. It's
Did
a
you
track
guys
ride.
know that today is Black Friday?
I absolutely
It
did.
is. It's the day after Thanksgiving.
I call it I don't see color Friday.
Oh, wait.
Nice. Very smart.
Every
Jeff.
year.
White guys tell you.
I
about
call it won't
Hey,
get
you
one
like this
Friday.
fucking stupid shirt? Guess what? You can't buy it.
That's the
Because
camera.
it's gone now. It's limited edition.
Hey,
and
remember
now
That
it's
one
gone.
might still be in stock.
Is it
That's the
really?
one nobody liked.
It's the homeless sign. Right?
Well, the homeless people loved it. They just couldn't afford it.
Yeah, that's true. They got it.
But it's Black Friday, and you can get 25% off of everything at the Rooster Teeth store. That is
Holy
1/4 of a
shit.
discount. Plus insanely good deals on Ruby McFarlane figures. Not watching live? Well, you can't be, because this isn't live. Head to the store and shop jaw-droppingly awesome merch for the holiday from Rooster Teeth, Ruby, Achievement Hunter, Let's Play, and more. I say and more because no one cares about the other people involved. It's like, what other departments are there besides Rooster Teeth, Ruby, Achievement Hunter, Let's Play?
And
Maybe
also
maybe you
more.
want to buy like a stupid on-the-spot shirt or something. I don't know. If you do, it's 25% off now, so go buy it.
Here's
And
the
by now-
shenanigans glasses. You can pick those up.
Bing bong.
You can. And I was wondering about these. I was looking at them, and I mentioned this last week or the week before, or whatever, how they're like kind of on the piss, right? Like if you put
Yeah,
it
they're a
straight.
little pissy.
But at the same time,
They're
I
as drunk
realized
as
that
you
today, is it because of like no one holds a cup like this, right? You hold it like this.
So it is facing
And now,
you
if
directly.
you hold it like that,
here's
I feel
me-
like there was some engineering designed in
Yeah,
it.
here's
because
me just
now I'm
holding
holding it,
Smart.
and it's looking right at me.
Absolutely. Here's me just holding it. I know it's empty, but here's just
Right.
me. I'm holding it, and there you are.
Exactly.
You see it.
Exactly. Now hold
It's
it the other
exactly
way. It's like.
Well, ambidextrous.
Right, but look
And
at
now
that.
I
Like,
see
if you
it.
went to take a drink, oh man, it's facing me directly. So get your shenanigans, Irish pub, beer stein cup mug thing. It's
I
nice as fuck.
would promote the Remy Tim Silly Pint, but
Where is it? Let's see it.
there's been some thefting.
Thefton, dude, I think
Jeremy
it's
is
sold out
holding it
already.
together here.
Jeremy.
There's been some thefting.
There's been some thefting, people.
Jeremy's lisping, you're spitting.
All right, I was
Yeah,
drinking.
but I
out of my-
always spit. That's the difference.
drinking out of my silly
He doesn't
pint on
always
topic.
lisp. I always
My Remy
spit.
Tim
I just get more
Silly Pint.
emphatic the more I drink.
Michael put it in the sink for me, like a good
I
person.
rinsed it out. I rinsed out your silly pint and this amazing shenanigans Irish pub mug that you
Mug-a-mug
get
mug.
25% off. I washed them out and then people just took them.
I got a
Gone.
problem.
People just took them.
Yeah.
I got a problem with this mug, but I'm not going to say it out loud.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Thank
I don't
you
wanna
for
ruin it.
announcing.
I don't wanna
What's your
ruin it.
problem?
It's a great product.
Just ruin it now.
mostly.
What's your goddamn problem?
Just say it.
Jeff hates mugs.
Just say it.
It's just, it bugs the shit out of me.
Just
Go
fucking
for it,
say
Just
it.
Jeff.
say it. You've already brought it up now. Just complain about it.
He hates
They can
piss.
cut it out
We already
anyway.
talked about the golden showers,
The
man.
greens don't match.
Oh god damn it.
Yeah,
That's
not
fine.
good.
God damn it.
Yeah, the green on the bottom is
Well,
like a
here's the
blue.
thing.
It's like an aqua.
I don't give a
green.
fuck
When
about
you-
that.
when you-
This green
drinking
is
it, kind of.
manufacturer
It keeps
based.
them
This
separate.
green is
Yeah.
custom to.
I know. I understand the
They
reason
don't got our
behind it,
custom greenness.
but it's all
They
I
really
can
don't.
see.
This is
Oh,
brand.
that doesn't
new.
bother me at all.
Fucking, I hate it.
Whatever.
God damn
It's
it!
like
Now,
seeing a dead pixel.
now
It's
all I
like,
You made
now
the handle
all I
warm.
can see is.
that's
is
why I didn't
that.
want to say it, but you guys pressure me.
That's
Now-
fine.
now I
don't-
hate myself,
That doesn't
Jeff.
bother me at all.
Yeah, A-okay.
Actually,
Look at that.
I wish I didn't see it.
I thought I should squeeze that in there. Did you know that the RT store was a sponsor today? How much do you think they paid broadcast?
About
Do you guys get a lot?
$3.
You guys bank?
Oh, they banged.
Bye, Max.
Maybe it was a physical transaction.
I love you, Max Grumpy.
It's dead silence.
Jeremy, how Irish are
They
you?
were like, yeah, we
What's
couldn't
that?
stop it either.
How Irish are
Jeremy,
Not very.
do you want to have an Irish
I'm like
off?
15%.
I'm
what
like-
I found, which
I'm
is
only-
like,
I'm
it's
only like 25%.
It's like the most of the thing I am.
That's
if
still
my
pretty good.
23andMe is to be accurate,
Yeah.
to be believed.
Oh, you've got your results back.
I got my results back.
I want to
a
have an
while ago.
Irish off with you, Jeremy.
Yeah.
Because I don't think.
I can guarantee you're more Irish than I am.
Well,
Which is funny
I
because
don't know
stereotypically you
genuinely.
think you're a ginger, but you're not.
well, no. There's a thing
Who?
called
Trevor.
It's
Why would you
a-
think he's a ginger?
Well, he's
Stereotypically
super
being
Irish.
you
There's
think
actually a
someone's
thing called
ginger,
black
but he's
Irish,
part- yeah.
where you have a
got
darker
black
skin
eyebrows.
complexion and you have black
Yeah,
hair,
like
which right now I
yours
still have my light
I
brown
am.
from when I bleached my hair, but like you have a darker complexion, you have brown eyes and all this
Hmm.
thing. Like there's a different type of Irish apparently.
There's
I
also
hadn't heard about
a
it.
lot of Irish people are not redheads.
Stereotypically,
No.
when you think of an Irish person, you think of someone who is redheaded. Do you?
You
know?
do.
They're
I
going
do.
extinct apparently.
Yes, I do know.
Redheads in the next 100 years are apparently going to go extinct.
That's like stereotypically as an American, we think of
Extinct.
someone Australian, we think of like Crocodile Dundee or Steve.
No, I think of fucking Liza Beam. Liza Beam.
Nice.
Liza
do.
Beam.
He sucks.
fucking legends.
No, he's a dude. Fuck Liza Beam. He's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Love you,
That's
boy.
You getting your fucking
Get him outta
mention,
here.
you
Love
piece
ya,
of shit.
boy.
As we mentioned him, giving him fucking free promotion.
That's it.
You know what I mean? You're welcome. But that piece of shit aside, dude, fucking Bucker.
James Buckley.
Buckle boys.
The Buckley, we got
Buckle
the Buckley
up.
boy.
Buckle
Buckle
up.
up.
Some completion.
Buckley has joined the Let's Play Network.
Family,
we got him.
family,
Bring in
family.
some
Let's Play
manners to Let's
Family
Play.
Network.
Yeah.
He's locked in. It's confirmed.
Click,
What that means for you is basically nothing.
Yeah.
Because he still lives in England.
Well, it also means that you might see more of him.
You won't.
We're gonna. He's
You won't
coming.
see more of him because
I mean,
see
I
the
let
same
this guy
amount of
say
him.
the word.
Even
He's
if
coming in next year.
even if he didn't
So
join,
you're gonna see more.
right?
There you
Even
go.
if he didn't
see
join,
some of 'em.
he'd be in next year
You'll
anyway.
see a nice piece of him.
Yeah, I bet you're gonna see the exact same amount of him whether he joined the Let's Play family
How's our
or not.
billion view video?
But I like him.
I'm glad
nice
you
guy.
asked.
Guys, yeah, that's a good announcement, Lindsay.
Billion view video.
Thought we'd
I'm
mention it.
absolutely astounded about the
Amazed.
billion view video.
Well on its way.
How you doing, little Jay? What you do that for?
I'm just thrilled with the billion view video.
Why?
I mean, I just can't believe it got that many views.
To quote my
Billion
tweet,
views is a lot of
I never
views.
thought I'd see the day.
Yeah,
Period.
billion views is a lot of views.
Yeah, it's a
I
lot.
mean, yeah, Roosty's had 4 or 5 billion views on YouTube at this point, but
Yeah.
in one video,
But in
fucking
one
damn
video.
proud.
Yeah.
Absolutely
One video, that's rare.
astounding.
that's rare.
That's rare.
It's us and
what I-
Despacito
what
and
I'd-
Gangnam Style.
What I'd also like to point out again is, you brought it up in that very same video. How out of touch is Jack when he thought Gangnam Style was still like
Pretty
number
out of
one?
touch.
When
Yeah.
we were like, the fuck are you talking
Absolutely
about?
not.
That's
Very out of touch.
Crushed it.
He's not a.
Crushed
He's
it
also
like
not
nothing.
a believer.
Jack went like
Yeah.
this. Gangnam Style.
He took off his headphones and went, oh, what?
Yeah, he went,
What? XYZ?
What? Sigh? And I was like, Jack, get with the times. It's that song featuring Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I'm so sorry I keep kicking you because I can't kick Michael. So
Oh,
I'll
it's
kick
okay.
you.
So now you
Yeah.
know what it's like. She can't stop kicking.
Yeah.
Can't stop till you get enough.
I get kicked.
Kind of something.
Should we wrap it up?
Fucking Christ.
Pretty good wrap up. We'll wrap it up.
Hey, thanks for all your support with the billion view video. We really
Thanks
appreciate
for the
that.
billion views.
Buy Rooster Teeth
Buy some
store shit.
fucking garbage.
Or don't, whatever.
We're calling it
Garbo
Rooster
store.
Teeth, Rooster Teeth Black Friday Garbo sale.
Yeah, the big
25%
Garbo sale's happening.
off, all Garbo with even more deals.
20
Garbo,
25%
Garbo
carbs.
related, even Garbo adjacent.
Garbology.
25% off.
Even
Garpocalypse.
non-Garbo like McFarlane stuff also on sale.
Garbonomics.
Garbonopoly.
Buy 2 get garb free. It's coming.
Wow.
That's not true.
I mean,
What
you could
you're
bring.
saying.
You could bring your own garb.
But make sure you buy one of these stupid mugs.
Stupid.
Yeah.
What are these fucking idiotic?
I hope you're colorblind.
Again, that's
I am.
that's the. Do you think I'm gonna have someone from like merch come up to me afterwards and be like, "Hey, you called them stupid"?
No,
You know?
that's-
It's like
they're
it's
gonna
just
pass that
it's just
buck
a
on to
word,
me.
man. Hey, buy this fucking crap.
Yeah.
It looks nice as shit.
It feels good in your
It
hands,
does
and you'll
feel
feel
good.
better in your
It
stomach.
does feel good.
Here's
Also,
what you do. Here's how you make it
Smash
right. Hold it like this and go, oh, that's a cool logo, or hold it like this and go, oh, that's green at the bottom.
There you
That's
go.
Or
it.
you just
Like,
get the
don't
Remy
look-
Tim Silly Pint, which looks like shit the
That's,
whole way up.
yeah,
And
and
if
you
you
know
have
what you're
to
getting into
slap it
before you
around.
pour
Right, exactly.
anything in it.
Yeah.
The liquid does not change
Doesn't
how
change
ugly
it,
the cup
it looks
is.
that way.
If you like that, then you're
Bottoms
good.
up.
Yeah, you just garb.
All right, well, thanks for watching, and thanks for 2 years of this piece of
Yeah.
shit. Episode 104.
Wow.
Two whole
2
years.
years.
2 years.
Have we missed an episode? Have we missed a week yet?
Not a single week.
Nope, we've never missed one.
We haven't taken our season break
Even the
yet.
one
No, we haven't.
when they were supposed to do the Let's Play reunion, and then they were like, "Oh, we don't have it."
All right,
that was
we still
like
did it.
late, but we did it.
So,
What's up?
I don't know.
Let's go blackout for the post show.
Well,
If you wanna
post
see
show
the
blackout,
post-show-
followed by
Dude,
Mikey
blackout
going to
post-show.
fucking Rudy's and eating his fat fucking face
So if
full
you
of
want to
brisket.
see that,
Are we gonna do
Are we
some
gonna
get good?
Are we gonna get
Call
good?
it
Or not?
Maybe, if there's time.
If we don't,
Listen,
I
there's
don't
always
care.
Monday, boys.
holy shit!
Yeah.
There's the fucking fashion show.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah, you got a fucking face.
Thanks
Are
for
you
watching.
fucking at the back?
Don't figure your
I
asshole
bet-
when jerking off, or you
I
might get shot
bet
in the head.
you're in the
Figure
fucking
your
fashion
asshole.
show.
Don't
Alfredo and I are.
I knew it. I knew
Who
it.
the god?
Gavin,
See you
hey,
next
Gavin never showed
week.
up, piece of shit.
Garbo.
Garbo Gav.
fucking-
He's editing.